Infinity Broadcasting, WXRK, New York.
Hi, Richard. My name's Corey. I'm from WXRK. How are you today? Fine. Excited today?
Well, I do 100 shopping malls a year. I love what I do because everyone comes to the mall, and a lot of these people need inspiration.
I'm going to ask you a few quick questions, okay?
Okay.
How do you feel about doctors like Dr. Atkins who suggest we eat a high-protein diet?
I believe in balance, and I also don't believe in putting other people down. I believe that the body needs protein, it needs carbs, it needs fat. You just have to learn the balance. I think once you take one of those food groups out, I think it can hurt you. A lot of people are getting very sick on stupid diets that have been recycled. I'm 50 years old now, and that protein diet is 30 years old.
Okay. All right. Now, Richard, you're such a great guy. Will you ever settle down and get married and have children?
These are my wives. These are my children.
All thousands of them?
This is my family. This is what I've done since 1979. And this brings me happiness. This brings me more happiness than anything in the world to try to touch these people and get them to like themselves and to make the commitment to be healthy.
Are the obese mentally ill, do you think?
Oh, what a horrible question. Why would you even ask me that?
I didn't write them, sir. I'm just asking them.
Okay. Mental illness is so separated from being overweight, and it's a very insulting question. People eat for many emotional reasons, and each one has a valid one. All I do is try not to judge them and to love them unconditionally. And the person who wrote that question should question themselves.
Are they also, were you molested as a child?
Pardon me?
Were you molested as a child?
Was I?
Molested as a child.
Oh, I don't like these questions. You know, I don't see what these have to do with anything. You know, if you want to talk about weight or people, that's fine. But if you're trying to be a high-pride news reporter, she's asking if I was molested as a child. I don't think she's here for the right reason, but thanks for coming.
Okay, thank you very much.
Don't look back in anger. This is about Yeah, baby. Hey, how you doing, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. We got a new radio station to welcome. I'll be doing that in just a minute.
Yeah. What, a new radio station? I'll make an appearance. What?
This is my place. This is my place.
This is what price?
This is what I bring to the table.
We're number one for our purposes.
Talk turkey.
All right.
Earliest start ever.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We have a big show for today. It is Monday. It's, I don't know what it is. It says here in the newspaper, Paul McCartney is getting laid from a one-legged model.
Jackie. Hello there.
What do Jackie and Paul McCartney have in common? They've both banged one-legged women. Although he says it's just a friendship, Paul McCartney. All right. Good morning, everybody. We got a big show for you today, actually. Usually on Monday, I don't like to book any guests. I like to keep things free, but because of the nature of these guests, I must get them on the air today. Gary Coleman is stopping by today. You might remember him as a child star. He used to be on One Day at a Time or something. Different Strokes. Right? Different Strokes? Yeah. Gary Coleman.
It's going to be a very interesting interview, Howard.
Why is that?
Because Benji did the pre-interview with him on Friday.
Yes.
And when he hung up, Benji came over to me and he goes, you know, it was a really weird pre-interview. And I go, why? And he goes, well, he made it really clear that he doesn't like Howard and he's only doing this because they're making him do the plugs. He's coming here under protest, I think.
Good.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Well, you might remember Gary Coleman as a security guard.
You know, you better watch yourself.
Yeah.
Taking a few, you know.
I like that he doesn't like me. That's going to be fun.
And you know what's weird about him? Like, he's now has to take all these jobs. So this week he's a producer at a station somewhere in Arizona. They hired him as an intern for a month.
I see.
Man.
Yeah.
What happened to his money?
I don't
I'll tell you what
know.
happened to his parents took it all. I saw.
Well, that's what he claims. They claim it's a whole different thing.
Say
No,
it's a different thing.
I was watching Dateline, and the guy on Dateline went to the parents, and they said, did you take this money? And they said, no. And then they said, well, why is this your signature on this piece of paper that says you took it? And they were like, they were pretty stunned.
We don't know.
How'd they get that signature?
Exactly.
Well, I hope me and him don't get into a fist fight. He's not a black belt, is he?
He is some sort of karate guy, but I don't think he's the black belt yet.
Maybe he just wears a black belt. That's what I would.
What if he were a black belt, Howard?
I think I guess I'll get you.
I'll get you. I'm going to get you this.
All right. Hey, listen, we're going to take a break. There's a lot of people on the phones. Just hang in there. I'll get to you right after.
Why he doesn't like you.
Yeah, oh, that's going to be good. Also, Bob Schimmel's stopping by.
He likes you.
It's got some funny stories. He did Hollywood Squares.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Bob on Hollywood Squares? I just don't see
I
it.
think they edited out everything he said. Wait till you hear this story. I don't want to ruin it by telling it. I heard about it. It's real good. And
He's like he never grew up from being that kid who can't control himself in class.
he's a funny guy, man. That's going to be really good. Can't wait to hear anything Hollywood Squares. I'll listen to all morning.
I mean, and this is supposed to be the new loose Hollywood Squares. He couldn't even handle that.
Well, wait till you hear what he said. All I know is when they aired the show, his square was blank.
They erased him.
They digitally erased him. All right, we're going to be back right after these words. Don't go anywhere. We got a big show for you.
All right, who here thinks Howard Stern is mean? He's the king of the hill in the radio world.
I don't think Howard Stern is mean.
And the televised version of his radio show is drawing viewers galore.
The point of Howard is it's a joke. It's funny.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. First of all, because they're a new station, I want to first of all welcome Atlantic City's Digital 102.7, the rock alternative, to our little family.
What is digital 102?
Digital 102.7. That means they probably have a complete digital library, CDs only.
Oh.
That's right. You'll never hear a record played at Digital 102.7, the rock alternative. Yes, welcome Atlantic City. Robin, you know we're on in Philadelphia and we're on in New York, but there's a space right in between called Atlantic City.
Well, we're on we're not on in any place in New Jersey. That's right.
That's right. So this is it. This is Atlantic City.
Of that little gap.
Yes. It's like the gap between your buttocks and your private parts. The taint. It taint the buttocks and it taint the private parts. It's that little space.
Now we're in the taint.
We're in the taint.
We're in the taint.
102.7 The Rock Alternative, Atlantic City. Welcome to the Howard Stern family. Howard Stern Show family. And that too. I received by the way, they did not hear the beginning of the show today because our new station couldn't figure out how to get this up on the air.
Digital is right.
Digital is back on the air, though.
Yes. We're there now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got an email from, I guess this is the general manager, the owner, Al Parinello. Yes, he's the owner and president of WJSE Digital 102.7.
Why, if you're owner, do you appoint yourself president? Is the owner enough?
No. Evidently, he goes, I'm the owner and president. Could you make yourself more? It's Atlantic City, dude. Don't be just be the owner. Or the president. Wow. I'm owner, president, and board operator for your show. The president and owner. Boy, you would think he was Mel Karmazin. Boy, he's carrying on. Yeah, we're going public. It's so funny when I think of these little radio stations. On the internet now, you have companies that are really the size of a small radio station in Atlantic City. And they go public and they value themselves at $500 million. And then they make $300 million. There's nobody even going on these websites.
There's no reason to.
Right. This radio station is worth $500 million if those websites are.
Yeah.
It's unreal. But it is so funny. This .com. And these IPOs.
Well, with Microsoft shaking in its boots now. Everybody's worried about the stock market.
Is that right? Why are they shaking in their boots?
Well, there was a ruling. They've had that antitrust situation going on with Microsoft for a long time, and the ruling by the judge said, yes, you are indeed a monopoly that is unfriendly to business and consumers.
Wow.
So everybody's wondering, will they break it up like AT&T?
Wow.
Over the weekend, Bill Gates blinked and said he wants to come to some kind of a settlement.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, let's get back to Al Parinello. Never mind Bill Gates.
Owner and president.
He is the Bill Gates of Atlantic City.
Bill Gates doesn't call himself owner and president.
No. Al Parinello, though, is the owner and president of WJSE. They say his business card is 4 feet wide. It has so much crap to put on there.
Yes, he has so many titles.
The owner and president of WJSE Digital 102.7 in Atlantic City. Yeah, Al Parinello. Anyway, Al says everyone in Atlantic City is excited about this.
I'll bet they are.
Uh-huh. He says, basically, our biggest competitor is a classic rocker, WZXL, that has been here for about 15 years. They are very big in the 18 to 34, 18 to 49 ratings. And these are the bastards we want to blow out of the water.
Now,
that is our
what
mission.
do they play at digital whatever it is you just said?
I don't know. They claim that the morning show on our competition is about as lame as morning radio can get. The show consists of two guys. Oh, there's something original. Joe and Scott.
At least they have regular names.
Yeah, Joe and Scott.
Let's give them credit for that.
Who just aren't very funny and at times act like a complete ripoff of Howard, including a very unfunny Naked Lady Tuesday segment.
Oh, dear.
The very famous Naked Lady segment that we innovated many years ago. Wait a second. Here's another email that just came in. We are already number one in Atlantic City. Anyway, Al Parinello, owner and president, comments that that there really have never been any real competitors in the market, and people have settled for Joe and Scott.
Well, that's all they had.
The market is ripe for us. Everyone knows Howard because of the many people who commute to Philadelphia.
Of course.
He says, there is no doubt in my mind that you guys will be the number one morning show in the market in a matter of weeks. What pressure. I want you to know that I personally stand by to assist you in any way possible.
Oh,
well, that's a good man.
With all of those duties as owner and president.
Owner and president. And cleaner of the floor. And he says, when I announced, this is a great line, and I appreciate that Al sent this to me. When I announced the addition of the Howard Stern Show to my staff on Friday, now it can go either two ways, you know. I actually got a standing ovation. So the staff is behind us. This is not one of those coup d'etats. Yeah, that's the first that I have ever heard of. The excitement couldn't be more intense or real. Now, Al also gives us his 2 home phone numbers.
Wow.
Because he has 2 homes, like Jackie, who has 4.
I wonder if they're right next door to each other.
Well, he's got the house on the shore. He's got he's got everything. He's the guy with the dough.
He's the owner and the president.
Of course. Well, one is the White House East and one is the White House West.
That's right.
And then he has various phone numbers and fax numbers for the radio station.
In touch.
Yeah, so we'll be able to get in touch with Al and whenever we need to. So, Al, if you could help me out, I need a hooker and some ecstasy instantly. If you can make that happen, I would appreciate that. Anyway, thank you, Al, for the nice letter, and we love working for Digital 102.7 The Rock Alternative in Atlantic City, Robin.
That's right.
Right, now we'll never mention them again. Jeff, you're on the air.
Howard, man, I just wanted to tell you it's exactly what I've been waiting for. I work in Atlantic City every day.
Yes.
And all I can do is get you guys on the ride in there. Once I get into the city, I can't pick you up, and I'm stuck listening to those hand jobs, Joe and Scott.
Well, now you have Digital 102.7, The Rock Alternative.
I'm telling you got to listen to these 2 clowns on other stations.
I know I don't. I'm not going to listen to them because it only upsets me.
Oh, you know, I've heard you rip people apart before. These are a perfect target for you, I'm telling you.
I wonder if Joe and Scott are anything like Scott and Todd.
They're a lot worse than
Or
Scott
Bob and Tom.
Or Bob and Tom.
They're absolutely horrible.
Not to mention the 2 guys in L.A., Mark and Brian.
Just regular guys.
Anyway, I just wanted to tell you congratulations, and I'm glad you're on.
Thank you, bro.
All right, man.
That's Chuck, everybody, for our first caller from Atlantic City. What? Oh, this is Chuck, our second caller.
Everybody's Chuck in Atlantic City.
Chuck. Our second caller from Atlantic City, Robin. How exciting.
You said I was number 1.
What?
No, that was another Chuck.
No, that was a different Chuck.
That was up Chuck.
Oh, well, then I'm the first Chuck.
Yeah, you're Chuck of luck.
Chuck of luck, huh?
What about Chuck?
What's up, man?
What can we say?
Great to hear you.
Well, thank you. It's very exciting.
Tired of hearing this crap around here. I've been waiting for it.
Well, we're glad to be on the air.
All right, man.
All right, and by the way, do you know Al, our general manager and owner? And president?
I've seen him.
Yes, that's Al Parinello.
Al is everywhere.
Boy, Al gave me a lot of phone numbers to contact him. I'll tell you what, Al, don't bother me. Thank you. All right. Let's go to Jamie. Jamie, you're on the air.
Yes, Howard. This is Jamie from Connecticut.
What is the girl's name?
Oh, stop, Rob. Yeah, go ahead, Jamie. What's up?
I just wanted to say about that little nigger that's coming in today.
Oh, easy.
All this stuff about coming in today is he wants the publicity. Nobody else listens to him, and he figured he gets a chance for somebody to listen to him if he comes on your show.
Well, let's give him a chance. It says here that Gary Coleman does not like... I have my notes. Benji did a pre-interview, and it said Gary Coleman doesn't like me.
Well, you know, lots of times people won't even tell you that.
I like his honesty.
And they won't say they don't like us until they leave. So
Yes.
I appreciate it.
I like his honesty, and I welcome him into the studio.
Well, I don't know. I think he's got balls to say that he doesn't like you coming in there.
Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when he comes in. And listen, he's an angry guy. Notice the first line of my notes here.
Wouldn't you be angry? He's only 2 feet tall.
Yeah, Gary's 31 and 4'8".
There you go.
Of course he's angry.
There's the recipe.
I just wanted to say F Blaze, F Glory, and F Jackie.
All right, thank you.
That is the recipe for anger, Howard.
Right.
38 and 4'8".
Yeah. Well. Anyway, so he's going to be here. I like that he doesn't like me. Now I'm really interested.
Yeah, what were you going to talk to him about before?
He even says here that he says that if I ask him something he doesn't like, he will walk out.
Ooh, so we'll have to see if we can make him walk.
He doesn't want to be asked about different strokes, punching that lady, and doesn't want us to ask him about what you talking about. What you talking about, Willis?
Could you say that for us, Gary?
Gary, I should come up with a question that includes all three things. I know you punched out a lady the other day. Tell us about that, and also, what you talk about, Willis? What you talk about, Goodis?
When you answer, could you throw in a what you talking about, Willis?
All right. Gee, I hope he doesn't bite me on the balls. Get over here, you. Well, anyway, looking forward to that. Melrose Larry Green. You're on the air, and then I'll tell you about my weekend, Robin.
Yes, I was wondering about you all weekend.
Yeah.
I wondered how you did.
Well, did all right.
You are back.
I am alive. Howard shuttle service was in full swing, shuttling back and forth.
Whew.
It's not easy being a single mom.
I tell you, you're going to have to, in fact, what was I reading?
My wife said to me last night, I told you it'd be easier to stay married.
The guy who does all those documentaries for PBS, Civil War and then the baseball one, he was talking about being a single dad of girls and how it had enriched his life, and now he knew what it was like to be a woman.
Who said that?
I forget the guy's name.
I'm going to smack that jack off. Who said that?
He said he knew what it was like to be a woman trying to have a career.
Right. Well, I sure know now.
Be a mother, too.
Yes. Us moms are real busy.
It's not easy.
Melrose Larry Green.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning. What do you have for us today?
By the way, great show on Saturday night.
Thank you. I'm hearing many, many good things. I told you I thought that was our best show. I don't know what the rating is yet, but if that one didn't kick ass, none of them will.
Excellent rating.
Thank you. Get out of here. What do you want?
He doesn't know anything.
Excellent ratings.
Okay, now Dennis Rodman, as you know, was arrested.
Yes. Did you hear about that?
All I heard was that Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra were, tell me if this is right, were in some hotel.
Yes.
Bentley.
Down in South Beach.
Oh, in South Beach?
Yeah.
And I guess they got into a fight.
Yeah.
And when the cops broke in, Rodman was cowering in a corner somewhere?
He was behind the door or something, yeah.
That she was beating him up.
Right. They both got arrested. It was the first episode of domestic violence that I've heard of where both parties get arrested.
Usually they just drag the guy out.
Yeah. But everybody was arrested in this one.
Wow.
And now these are two people who love to be together, and there's an explosion. Did you hear what was the basis of the fight?
No.
They were lying in bed, I guess, or sitting around this hotel room watching MTV.
Go ahead.
And
that leads to trouble, yes.
Of course, a video comes up with one of her ex-boyfriends in it.
Right.
And that's when all the fireworks started.
That's great.
And you just sit there and wonder, now, which video was it?
Oh, my God.
Robin?
Yes.
I think it was the Limp Bizkit one.
That's what I would figure.
Oh, yeah. Now, let me tell you something. I told you this that day that he was in the last time. That as soon as the microphones were off, when he was on the air, he was like, oh, Carmen, who's that? I don't care.
Uh-huh.
As soon as the microphones were off, he goes, you said you saw Carmen with Fred from Limp Bizkit. I said, yeah, I did.
Right.
I was at the K-Rock concert. He goes, Well, what day was this? So I knew he was a little upset, and I never saw him like that. He was getting possessive.
That's right.
So
they're watching the video, and I guess he gets all upset, and they got into it.
Really?
And she's willing to take him on. She's a little girl.
Oh, yeah.
And she had a busted lip or something, and he was scratched up.
You know, she is so gorgeous. I mean, when I saw her at that dysfunctional family picnic, I couldn't believe how good-looking she was. But she must be dumb as a rock.
I don't know. She's got something going on. I don't know if it's like mental or...
She might be mental.
Or, just dumb. But, man, she was, they were like beating each other up, and he was behind the door where the cops came.
He's a pisser.
Hiding.
And he's a pisser. I don't know what he's up to.
And then when they walked out of jail, now they've got an order against them that they have to stay 500 feet apart.
Oh.
Now, maybe they can still have sex, but...
Yeah, he's pretty big. Excuse me, officer, does that mean I can't have sex?
Because they obviously need to be with each other.
Right.
I've got that report if you want to hear it.
You got it? Let me hear it.
Also, Judith Regan talked about you also.
Is that right?
You're kidding. I was surprised that after my separation, I never even heard from her.
I tuned into her show the first weekend, and she wasn't talking about you.
But she didn't even pick up the phone. She didn't even pick up the phone and call me and see how I was.
But I thought she'd be doing a panel about you.
She doesn't.
She did a show.
She doesn't care.
She brought your name up trying to entice her guests to talk about you.
She doesn't care about me. She only cares about me when I'm writing a book.
When you're writing.
Right.
When you're writing.
When I'm writing, the whole world smiles at me. And I thought she really liked me.
You see?
What do I know? All right, let's play some tape. Let's go to the videotape.
Right, here we go.
All right. Hey, tomorrow, Wally George and Donald Trump on the show. Just thought I'd mention that.
Well, there's another...
Rodman and his wife, Carmen Electra, lived up to their reputation. Both were busted and thrown in the slammer after a love spat reportedly turned violent. Why are these two still together? Gina Silva looks for answers.
It's Carmen Electra in cuffs.
Where's the worm? Oh.
And her husband, Dennis Rodman, right behind. Both being hauled into a Miami courthouse. The worm was all grins in this mugshot. Carmen appeared to be more serious. The couple were arrested last night at the Bentley Hotel in South Beach, Miami. Both charged with simple battery, a misdemeanor. So what were they fighting about? In a police report, Carmen says it was all over this guy. Fred Durst is the lead singer of the group Limp Bizkit and Carmen's ex-boyfriend. Electra says when Dennis saw him on MTV, he went crazy and threw her to the ground. Dennis has a different story. He says he was asleep when Carmen began poking him with a roast stamp. G. Jack Donahue heard the Rodmans fight. He was in the building next door.
I was awoken by horrific screams by a woman, obviously pleading for her life, as it would seem.
Ever since Carmen and Dennis's spontaneous wedding in Las Vegas last November, their marriage has been off and on. Still married. Still married? Yes. The couple has already filed for divorce, but his lawyer tells us the last time he spoke with Dennis, Carmen had not signed the papers. So why would Carmen stay with Dennis?
Carmen needs Dennis. I mean, her career isn't doing very well.
Ocean Drive magazine Susie Buckley spends time with the Rodmans when they're in Miami. She says Carmen's not about to go solo.
Yeah, she followed him. She knew he was in town.
Police say Carmen suffered a stubbed toe. Dennis, a few scratches. Rodman appeared upset when he faced the judge. Buckley says just because the Rodmans fight doesn't mean they're not friends.
They're still friends. They're so close friends.
Rodman and Electra were released on $2,500 bail in order to stay at least 500 feet away from each other. The couple's lawyer called the arrest, quote, an overreaction.
Man. Honey, I got to stay 500 feet away from you.
Now, you got a ruler?
Where's my worm? She's such a hot piece of ass. What's he busy doing fighting with her?
Well, they're so funny. Like, he has to see the video on TV, and then he gets upset.
Yeah, that's funny. They must have, I don't know, but they might have been very, very high.
I would imagine.
You just don't know. I don't know if they get high or not, but
That is the fun. I mean, I was sitting there reading in the paper. I couldn't believe MTV makes you fight.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. He's probably like, what you doing with Fred from Limp Bizkit?
Look at him.
Look at that. He's a physically unappealing man. A cracker.
But when he was here, he told us he had a new girlfriend and her initials were TP, remember?
Yeah, and that was Carmen Electra.
Yeah, Tara Patrick.
Right. Can't believe we know her real name. Jeez. Honey, your career is on the skids. Now you're going to need me.
So she's looking for him, he's looking for her. They can't stay away.
They're looking for love in all the wrong places. Yeah. Is there any guy who would be Carmen Electra now after Dennis Rodman completely plowed her?
Well, people have tried.
No.
Right. I don't think it's a good idea.
No. Obviously that she cannot be satisfied unless it's, you're
being insignificant.
A very big man.
Why bother?
Yeah. So the funny story in the newspaper today is, Melrose, do you have more tape for us?
I have more, Dennis. I also have, what do you need?
What do you got? What does Judith say about me?
No, Judith just mentioned you in passing. She said,
oh.
Shmuley Boteach was on.
Oh, please.
No,
all right.
Oh,
man. All right, I got to go.
Oh, now you'll hang up, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Howard.
Shmuley Boteach. Melrose Larry Green, everyone.
Police.
The funny story is, Paul McCartney, he was so in love with Linda and everything, and I said when she died, I said, well, you know what? She might have died, but he's going to be dating.
Well, of course.
Yeah, every guy.
Stay alone the rest of his life?
Yeah, he is dating. So he said, who is he going to date? Because,
He's Paul McCartney.
He's Paul McCartney. So a couple of days ago, Robin was doing the news, and they did a thing where Paul McCartney had some sort of press conference, and they asked him about dating, and he said, well, I'm thinking of going back to dating, but I don't want to be in anything serious.
Yeah. I'm not ready for any serious.
So as I said to Robin, that means you got to read through the line. That means, ladies,
open your legs.
Open your legs. I'm going to bang you, but please don't ask me for any kind of commitment. I will bang you because I'm Paul McCartney.
That's right.
Get ready, the great Paul McCartney. Get ready to spread your legs.
That's right. I'm a knight, and I'm
now,
banging.
Who knew when he said this that he'd be saying, "Get ready and spread your leg," because he has fallen for a one-legged model.
But here he says he doesn't want to be in a serious relationship.
He's already almost married.
Right.
Paul McCartney is playing Love Me Do with a gorgeous one-legged ex-model.
Well, she is an ex-model.
Beautiful girl. And, of course, they show her legs in the picture. They don't show you her new look. The 58-year-old Beatle who lost his wife, Linda, to breast cancer. I'll tell you, the guy looks happier than ever. I mean, look at him.
You can't smile again.
Yeah.
People think, well, he'll never be happy.
That's right.
Smile again.
The 58-year-old Beatle who lost his wife, Linda, to breast cancer last year has been seeing blonde stunner Heather Mills, 31. Isn't she a little old for him?
He's starting off slow.
Right. Friends of the legendary musician insist the two are madly in love, Ron.
Oh, no.
That's right.
Don't say that. I mean, he was supposed to be mad about Linda. He's not supposed to be mad again.
By the way, tomorrow the Losers will be performing I Want to Hold Your Stump, a new song we just wrote. I want to hold your stump. I want to hold your stump. And when I touch it, I feel happy, repulsed inside. I try to ignore your left side, your left side, your left side. Turn off the lights. Oh, yeah.
Apparently that is not the case.
How fast can we write that? Can I have that by the end of the show?
It's written.
It's written already.
Yeah. You can try it right now.
Friends of the legendary musician insist the two are madly in love. They are certainly like a couple who have deep feelings for each other, says a close family friend. This poor bastard just got out of a 900-year relationship.
How can he say I told you, there's a guy out there. He's the marriageable kind of guy.
Some guys love to be married. They love it.
So as soon as he finds somebody who's at least compatible.
She has stayed at his estate on numerous weekend visits, and all his children know her. McCartney insists his relationship with Mills, who lost her left leg beneath the knee after being run over by a police motorcycle in 1993, is purely professional.
Yeah, he says he's helping her with an album?
Yeah.
That's what he's going to say about all the girlfriends.
Right. I'm helping her with an album. Yeah, but she doesn't sing. Unbelievable. Last Friday, they were together at a party he threw for friends and family on his sprawling 160-acre estate in East Sussex, and Mills spent the night, eyewitnesses said. Well, what do you know?
Oh, good for Paul.
They all look very happy together at the party, although Paul, out of respect for his family and Linda's memory, makes sure he isn't seen to be too touchy-feely with Heather. See?
Yeah, he's got a reserve.
See, there are rules to dating.
Well, if you're a widow, you're supposed to have revered your wife.
Right.
Sure.
McCartney met Mills at a swimsuit and lingerie model at a he can't be doing still swimsuit and lingerie modeling.
Don't you think it looks good with that little stick guy?
Yeah. He doesn't want to date that guy. He just wants to get married again.
He's not the kind of guy who runs around.
You are absolutely right. He listened in awe as the disabled beauty told of the helpless, limbless victims in war zones like Bosnia and Croatia. Can you believe this?
Another woman with a cause.
He loves these do-gooders.
Yeah.
And ended up donating $250,000 to her charity. One of 11 Good Samaritan projects she's involved with.
Oh, 11.
McCartney has been a close advisor on it ever since.
Is she a vegetarian?
The pair have reportedly enjoyed discreet hotel dinner dates around London, and their relationship is well known to secretaries at Sir Paul's Publishing House, MPL Communications in trendy Soho Square. Wow. So they evidently meet at hotels. Paul's assistant has been getting lots of London hotel bills for places like the Ritz.
Can't bang her at home.
McCartney mourned Linda's death for more than a year. That was nice. And that's the proper time.
Yeah, I mean, not a moment too soon.
Yeah. But that year is a long year. He believes his grieving is over now, and it's time to start rebuilding his personal life. Heather was the right person who came along at the right time. Robin would have been right. Just can't find him.
There. And I have both my legs.
Mills works with refugees.
Good Lord.
Her work with refugees has brought her many awards, including a 1996 Nobel Prize nomination.
Jeez.
And the Times of London Humanitarian Award.
She's better for Paul than me.
Yeah. Yeah, because no one took Linda seriously. Right?
She's better for Paul. He likes those women with causes.
You bet. Mike, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
All right.
Mega dildos.
Mega Schmel did dildos.
Listen, I saw your wife, Allison. I saw her in a restaurant on Friday.
Yeah.
And she's very, very pretty. I saw her with another guy.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You're lying.
Listen to me, and also I wanted to mention about Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
I was on South Beach in downtown Miami.
You're all over.
Well, how did you see my wife in a restaurant with a guy?
And then
Howard, I flown down to Miami the following day.
Oh, I see.
And I heard the screams. Him and Coleman Electra.
Yeah.
And I tell you, I think Rodman was raping her.
Did you?
Yep. I tell you that right now.
You were right there.
I was right
there. So after you saw my wife eating dinner with a guy.
Yeah, I was there, and then the following...
What if I tell you I saw my wife Friday night, and she was in bed sick?
He's wherever news is happening.
Yeah.
Listen, Howard.
So how did you see her out for dinner?
I saw her at a restaurant.
Get out of here, you loudmouth.
No, Howard.
You lying bastard. What do you have to do with that guy?
He's everywhere.
He was also with McCartney banging the one-legged model.
He saw her at the Ritz. Model at the Ritz.
What's weird is that they got this great picture of this one-legged model, and she's really gorgeous, but they have her when she had two legs, and her legs are like the sexiest thing about her. Like, look at her.
Apparently she had great legs.
Yeah. They couldn't reattach that leg?
Must have been mangled.
Big cans.
Nice cans.
Must have been mangled.
I must have mangled your cans. Thank God they didn't mangle your cans, honey.
Take it from the waist up.
No, mangle you. I want to mangle you. Anyway, so...
Even a devoted husband only waits a year, so girls, just realize.
You know what's great, though? You know this George W. Bush dude? They asked him a couple of questions, and he, flunked miserably.
Yeah.
They said to him, hey, dude, who's the president of...
4 hot spots.
Yeah.
Pakistan,
who's the president of India? And, I wouldn't know, but he doesn't know either.
Kazakhstan and all this.
Uzbekistan. So they asked him, and he didn't know. Let me take a drink of water here. I have a frog in my throat.
Oh.
So,
a new pet.
No, no pet. So anyway, they asked him a whole bunch of questions, And they said to him, who's the president of India and stuff, and he's like, I don't know. Now he's like an idiot. Now his whole image changed.
Yeah, it plummeted.
He's a total idiot.
He was getting a buy on everything. Nobody was really questioning him on the cocaine thing.
And now he's going to have to know this stuff. They're going to be questioning him all over.
Oh, he's got, the sand traps everywhere he goes.
Right. I got a feeling this cost him the election. I swear to God, I really have this feeling.
Well, that would be a good thing.
Yeah. I won't know. I don't know anything about the guy. I don't think anybody in America knows anything about him other than he's George Bush's son.
He's one of these figurehead presidents. He's just all pumped up there.
Yeah. So it made him look like a real retard. And I think the guy who's running against him, this guy McCain, is looking real good now.
Yeah, I would rather he win.
Me too. He's a Vietnam veteran, war hero, evidently very, done a lot of good. I don't know why McCain can't be president. George W. Bush can. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of funny.
Well, for a while there, he came out of nowhere.
See,
like he was the winner of the election, and nobody even knew who he was.
Let me tell you something. I was listening to the news on Sunday morning, and this one guy got on and said, you know what? You know what would have been really good? If the guy didn't ask him, like, who is the president of Pakistan, because no one knows that. He says, they should have asked him, who's the prime minister of Great Britain?
Uh-huh.
Who knows if he knows that? They should have asked the easy ones.
Right. See, we're starting too high.
He says he didn't really do too badly in this because nobody knows who the president of. He says, but how do we know he doesn't know who the prime minister of Canada is?
That's true. I tried it here with you. You didn't do very well.
No, I don't know any of that. I'm telling you, I bet you he doesn't know either. It's our homeless game. I'm telling you. Bring that cat in here.
So now he'll have to go out and actually try to win the presidency.
Yeah, right. Gabriel, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Yeah, I was going to call up and tell you about Dennis Rodman, but I guess I can't do that. I'm calling from Honolulu. Last week, the censors let another show get away with something they don't let you get away with. That Greg and Dharma, they let two of the male characters on the show fill up the female character, and they had both their hands on
her breast. On her breast.
They had their two hands on her two breasts for at least about 2 minutes, and they just stood there, going through conversation, talking. And
I don't believe me. I don't understand why the FCC doesn't come down on people like that. But I mean, they have no problem. Any little infraction, they find me. It's wild. It really is wild. I don't have any explanation for it. Call the FCC and ask them. Bobo, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, man.
Listen, the Saturday night TV show really got my attention with Tara, that hot aerobics instructor.
Oh, isn't she hot, man?
Oh, my God, there wasn't 1 ounce of fat in that.
No, and I'll tell you something. That thong, and didn't we have her change into a thong?
Yeah, she was wearing too big a bathing suit.
Oh, my God. What a doll. Oh, my God. And that guy she's marrying, he's lucky.
Really?
Well,
Lucky
she's
dude.
right around here, dude. You could go find her.
You can get her to train you, man.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Listen, Casey's foot massage was hysterical, man.
That is fun. I tell you, that show Saturday night was one of our best. I think it might be the best one yet. And I'm anxious to see the ratings on it. Yeah, Casey's foot massage when he starts hitting the guy with the fly swatter.
Yeah. The guy's putting his sock in his mouth.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
What did the guy say he now does with it? Oh, my God.
He says he pleasures himself with it, and he also cleans his floor with it. That guy is really creepy.
He's really into feet.
Yeah, what's that about?
And Howard.
Yeah.
You guys with the Rhythm of the Night with Barry Williams?
Yeah.
That was the funniest damn thing I ever saw.
Yeah, I love that segment.
Barry's big lips on the trumpet.
Oh, man. Oh, it's so great.
And Stedman John was at his best, too, with Burt Reynolds. What's up tight with Burt Reynolds, huh?
Burt Reynolds is a douchebag.
He really is a douchebag.
He is. I mean, the guy's just a total douchebag. Like, he doesn't know it's over.
He's over. He's so over.
His hair. He should just take that wig off and stop with all the facelifts.
And he had, I guess, a flashback to Judy Carn when he saw it.
Yeah, I don't know, but he starts like punching Stuttering John.
I know. What's that all about?
I don't know.
Hey, listen, the three Swedish lesbos dancing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, man, that was the greatest. What's that girl with the orange top?
Yeah, I don't remember their tops. I mean, I just remember watching the three of them, and I thought it was the hottest thing I ever saw.
I can watch that for the entire show.
Yeah, that was a cool show Saturday night. That's why I try to tell everybody to watch it, but I don't know if anybody pays attention to what I'm saying.
And then you had great animation effects, too.
It was fun.
That.
Yeah, Tara burping and all.
Did you see? What'd you think of that gay games thing?
Box show, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was real good.
A guy named Michael Nairn put that together for us.
Take care of the show, Howard.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Best.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah. It was a good show. He's right. He's absolutely right. Captain Jenks, go ahead.
Good morning, Howard.
Good morning, Captain.
Yeah, actually, last week when I made those phony phone calls, that one that I made that made it onto the Newswire,
Yes.
that's the Seattle station KIRO.
Yes.
They're threatening to sue me.
They can't sue you.
Because of fraud, I guess.
Please.
So let them sue you. What are they damaging?
Yeah, what can they get?
Right. And you have nothing. I mean,
Sue away.
Sue. Why? Because they didn't check their sources?
Yeah, well, that's the whole point of it. I mean, I heard that interview that I did on like 5 different news stations.
I used it.
Robin used it, didn't even know it was you.
But it's brutal. It's brutal. I mean, I'm gonna check with my lawyer just to see, because they say they're gonna subpoena me.
I wouldn't even fight it.
Don't even fight it. Say I did it. So what? I'm not lying. He says,
let them spend their money.
Who says you can't pick up a telephone and say, hey, I'm Joe Schmo from Kokomo?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I said I was Jackie Malo.
Yeah.
Right. You were Casey Armstrong, weren't you?
That was in the live call.
Dude, if they, you know what?
The one to the Newswire was not live on the air.
Uh-huh.
They taped that off the air. I thought it was a throwaway.
The listeners should sue them for not checking their sources if you want to start suing people.
Well, remember I told you last week that Extra wanted to interview me?
Yeah.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
And I did like you suggested. I insisted that they alter my voice.
And disguise you?
Yeah, well, the funny thing was that the camera guy goes, well, your face is on camera. What's the sense of disguising your voice?
Oh, you're so silly.
I want my voice disguised.
Exactly. It's going to air sometime this week. I'll put it up on my website when it's going to air.
So you can see you.
Right.
You're altering your voice.
How funny is that?
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
like, hello. This gentleman this maniac insisted that his voice be
exactly
digitally changed.
Of course, why do you want to have your voice altered? And I said, because I don't want to be recognized.
Yeah, we can see you. I don't care. It's my voice I'm worried about.
You should have seen the looks on their faces when I said that I wanted to do that.
Oh, that's so funny.
You're like, you want to do what? Isn't that like taking a shower with a raincoat on?
Exactly.
You imagine you're going to tune into Extra. They're interviewing Captain Jenks about his phony phone calls. And you're looking at him, and his voice will be digitally.
Like I said, it's going to be on like probably Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I don't know which day yet, but I'm.
What did they ask you?
Oh, they asked me all kind of questions. I mean, one of the main questions that they were asking me was,
would you ever date a one-legged woman? Yes, I would.
Like Sir Paul?
Yes, I would.
Well, the woman who interviewed me, and I can't remember her name offhand, but I think her name was Jamie. She got brutal with me. She's like, don't you feel bad about what you do?
No, I don't feel bad.
So what do you think of people that think you're a jerk? And I said,
I say they're right.
I said, I think they should kiss my ass.
Right. Oh, that's so great. I got to watch that.
Yeah, I can't wait till that airs. It's like, well, what the hell is the sense in altering the voice? Well, you suggested, and I thought it was a pretty funny idea. So.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's great. All right, bro.
That's true. I'd like to know, do you know that Howard Stern thinks you're a dick?
Oh, I see. Just cut this gentleman off, will you? There's always one like this. That happens on every crisis in America. Someone representing the disc jockey Howard Stern manages to get through. It happens, and it passes.
It does.
So, just to review what we do know,
Howard Stern thinks I'm a
apologize
dick.
to the Coast Guard that we misrepresented someone as being a member of the Coast Guard, but that kind of call doesn't surprise us anymore.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Phil.
Surprise.
Phil, go ahead. You're on the air. No, Phil. All right. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
He's my savior and yours, Howard Stern.
We'll be talking with Gary Coleman in just a couple of minutes. Gary Coleman has made it clear he does not like the show. And he is here for the plugs. And he is here. He is discussing his release and also...
Oh, does he have trouble with the release?
I don't know. And Gary said that his publicist wanted to know if there was a lock on our door so he'd be able to leave if he didn't like the interview. And there's no lock on the door. There's no sex in the champagne room and no lock on the door. So you don't have to worry about that. We don't lock any of our guests in. Anybody who wants to leave can leave. It's a two-way street.
Even we can leave if we want to.
If I don't like how the interview's going, I might get up and leave. While we're waiting for Gary Coleman, I'm going to take a couple of phone calls and tell you some things. But Donnie, you're on the air. Welcome, by the way, to Atlantic City, Digital 102.7, the Rock Alternative, our new affiliate. Good to be on in Atlantic City. We had a little space between Philadelphia and New York where people couldn't pick us up, and now we are freewheeling. And so if you're driving from New York to Philly, you'll be able to hear us. And if you're going to Atlantic City, And you stop over there, there'll be a radio station you can listen to. That's great. Digital 102.7, The Rock Alternative in Atlantic City. And I got to go out to California very soon because we're in the middle of casting my new TV show called The Son of the Beach.
This is not the animated one.
No, this is not my animated series, which will debut during the year 2000, about a year from now, actually. We're in the middle of, the great Tracy Torme is in the middle of actually putting together almost the whole building.
Really? Just for that?
We have several floors of animators and writers, and it is a huge project in Los Angeles putting this together, and that'll be on UPN.
But Son of the Beach.
But Son of the Beach, which is, I swear to you, if the show's half as good as the scripts, it is just a funny, funny show. It takes place on the beach with some lifeguards. The only way for me to describe it is to sort of say it's get smart on the beach. Or
I mean, what are the jobs of these people on the beach?
They are lifeguards.
Ah.
They are lifeguards. And it's a very funny show. We're in the middle of casting it, and I sit and look at tapes of casting all day. And we don't have all the parts
now,
yet.
Are they reading a script, or are they just...
No, they read. When people audition, they read from a script. We haven't found a lot of the key people yet. We found one guy who is fantastic. I love this guy, and I'm already thinking spin-off for him.
Mm-hmm.
But this will be a big show. The problem is we just haven't found the right people. We need some, you need like one of the parts is like this real hot chick, but you need a hot chick who can really act her ass off.
Uh-huh.
So it's a tough thing to find. And
what are you saying to all the hot chicks out there?
I'm saying we haven't found the right. No, I'm saying to all the hot chicks out yet. Where are you? We haven't found you yet. It's about.
You mean no hot chicks have applied?
Very difficult casting. It really is. It's difficult to find the right. You have someone in mind, and you just,
They aren't your vision, huh?
Right. So we're in the middle of doing that. We're in the middle of casting this thing because this is going to be a great show. I am so proud of this show, The Son of the Beach.
All right, so you're going out for casting. You have to be there physically.
Evidently.
That's the only way it'll happen.
No. I don't have to be there. It's, I'm the executive producer of the show.
Yeah.
Or am I the producer? I don't know what I am. I know it's my show.
Only producers on this show.
Well, I don't get hung up on title. I'm not like that guy in Atlantic City who's the owner and president.
Owner and president?
I don't care what my title is.
Why don't you be owner and president?
I'm just doing it through my production company.
Why don't you be owner and president? There you go.
But in my production company, I'm not just a figurehead. I actually am very hands-on.
That guy's not just a figurehead either. He really is the owner.
Owner and president. This new radio station on in Atlantic City, the guy sends me a note. He's the owner and president. We're like, well, it's a small station in Atlantic City. How are you the owner and president? Can't you just be one or the other? Owner and president.
The funny thing to me about it is the owner selects the president.
Right, and he appointed himself. Unbelievable.
So you might as well just be owner.
Right. Oh, something in my ear. Hi, you're on the air. You there? Who's this? Hello? Donnie, you're on the air.
Yes, I wanted to see how Fred was doing.
How? Oh.
What happened to Fred?
I heard he had a work-related injury the other day.
How did you hear about it?
Oh.
I heard that on K-Rock. One of the DJs was talking about it in the afternoon.
Really?
Well, here's what happened.
Completely forgot to talk about it.
Let me tell you what happened.
I wanted to see how he was doing.
All right, here's what happened. So, all right, I'll give you the whole story. Jackie Stallone, who is Sylvester Stallone's mother,
yes,
is coming in here. And her new thing... Do you know about this, Jackie?
No.
Oh, you don't. You left.
Yeah, Jackie was already gone.
Wait,
He was done already.
Wait.
Got mine.
Wait, you got to hear this.
Jackie was already gone.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And I don't know all the details.
I'll give you the whole details. Because I hightailed it out of here. All right, listen to this. You got to hear this, man. This is too funny.
So asinine before he even got there.
Wait.
Is a good word.
Okay, here's what happened. Jackie Stallone is coming in at some point. I don't know when. In a week or two or something like that.
And she needed...
Well, Sylvester Stallone's mother. So she's into a whole new thing. She wants to be a celebrity too. So, and she says, she's treating this seriously. She reads people's buttocks and tells the future.
Sure.
She says by looking at a man's buttocks or a woman's buttocks.
You can see what's going to happen to them later on?
Yeah. Personally, I'm starting a business where I read people's vaginas. I seem to have that ability.
Same thing.
Right. So Jackie Stallone reads people's asses. So she said, would all the guys on the show Xerox their ass? So, I'd been putting it off because I'm not that proud of my butt. I mean, it's a mess. And I don't really want to Xerox my ass. And, because it means like, getting up on the Xerox machine, pulling down my pants. And everyone was nervous about their balls. You know, it's a whole thing. Like, Gary goes, I'm going to cut mine.
Yeah, there were lots of considerations.
Yeah. So, anyway, I said, look, we got to do this. Because everyone said, well, we can get someone else to read. You know, we can get someone else to sit and do their ass because she's not going to go one ass from the other. You know, it's a fake thing anyway.
Right. What's she really going to read?
I said, but let's do it for real. I said, we'll all Xerox our asses. So I said to the guys, Mel was waiting to see me. Mel Karmazin.
This is on Friday.
The leader, on Friday, the leader of our radio group, television group.
President and owner.
Yeah. And who is a great guy, by the way. He really is, I got to say.
Was he nice to you or did he goof on you?
No, he didn't goof on me a bit.
Oh, good.
He didn't goof on me a bit about my legal separation. In fact, he said, you know, he sat down with me and he said, how are you doing and how's Allison? He's friends with both of us. And he even said, do you need some time off?
Really?
Yeah.
And you said no.
I said no. I know Jackie's fainting. Because I said to Mel, no, you give us enough vacation. He goes, well, if you need some additional time to pull yourself together, I said, that is really very nice of you. I said, but we don't need it. Jackie needs it. Robin and Jackie need it, but I don't. They're very upset about the separation.
On me.
Right.
So go on.
I tried to get Mel to Xerox his ass. So I'm in there the whole time. And I said to the guys, I said, Jackie, Gary, and Fred, and Stutter and John, whoever else, I said, go Xerox your ass.
I did it too.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you did it.
Anyway.
So funny, Howard.
All right, wait a second. So I come out of the meeting with Mel and they go, uh-oh, Fred just had an accident. I go, what happened? Fred sat down on the Xerox machine and smashed through the glass.
Now, how did that happen?
Right through the glass.
How did that happen?
Concerned about that.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't know what happened because.
Did he hop up on the machine?
So they go back and look. I go back and look. The glass is completely shattered.
You sat on it?
Well, they told me.
I sat on it and I was.
What is it, John?
Was Fred bleeding?
What?
How careful were we being?
We were being very careful.
And not sit on it.
Did you actually sit on the glass? You must have. You must have touched it.
I was resting on it. But just as I was getting up, I was done.
So you probably put extra weight on it to get up.
Yeah.
Well, you're not supposed to actually sit on the
Right, to
glass.
hold your weight with your hands and just barely touch it.
And Jackie, you
Well,
gotta
that's what I
understand,
tried to do.
Not only was it shattered, but it looks like somebody threw a rock through a windshield.
Yeah.
So it was like indented, and it was sharp.
And Fred had glass all over his ass.
Were you guys outside the door?
He was bleeding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard there was blood and that he needed assistance.
He did. He needed assistance to pull the glass out of his ass. So here's the kicker. So they bring me back there. I take one quick look, and I saw Fareed walking, because Fareed was here, and Mel was here. And I said, you know what? This is another fine mess Fred's gotten me into. I look at the thing. I grabbed my bag, and I just ran for the hills.
You had your coat and your bag.
Like a hit and run.
Robin, Fred just broke the Xerox machine.
You know what?
I ran and grabbed my stuff. And
I now know what a hit and run, because in this company they're so cheap and they hate when we break stuff.
That's gotta be so
and it's always something we did wrong. It's always us.
So here was the feeling about the whole thing.
Right. Yeah. Well, so as soon as I know Mel's around and everything, and I know he's going to be pissed, and I didn't want to hear it. Guy had just been real nice to me.
A huge Xerox machine.
Yeah. So I said, Casey, go get my coat real quick. I'm out of here. And wham! I mean, like, I just wham right out of the building.
He happened to see me on the way out and warned me.
Yeah. And I said, Robin, get out.
Gary,
because you'll be blamed if I'm not here.
Best cotton machine in the building.
Yeah.
The super one.
And Fred's walking around. Yeah, oh, it was a great.
Howard Genji was there.
And I saw Tom Gisamundo, who's like the business manager. Yes. I saw him running back there, and I just said, I'm getting out of here.
So
I'm not dealing with this.
Here's what happened. Usually, I get yelled at for everything. It all comes down to me. You know,
right.
If we spill something on the rug.
Right.
If there's wackos in the lobby.
Right.
If the place smells bad. If the bathroom's messed up, I get.
Yeah, I remember Terry used to yell at you about everything.
Yeah, anything on the rug, anything.
Right.
So Tom Gisamundo came to me. He's now in charge of doing these things.
Right.
And the deal was that usually he'd be very pissed off.
Right.
But the whole thing was so dangerous.
Right.
And so bad that everyone was so shocked and so happy Fred wasn't hurt.
Right.
That they just let it go.
Right.
Because usually I'd be mad but I was so afraid what could happen to Fred.
Right.
And I got the conversation I got was less about
nothing hurts Fred.
Don't do this anymore.
Superman.
But I didn't get the don't do this anymore because you broke stuff.
Right.
I got the don't do this anymore because somebody could really get hurt.
Only Fred. Everybody else came in, and even John. I said if somebody's going to break it, it would have been Stuttering John.
Don't Xerox your ass anymore.
In the meantime, Howard, the Xerox is completely useless.
Right.
There's no way she's going to be able to read anything.
Well, if they were great, who would care?
Jackie's ass looks the best because Jackie must have really squatted on the thing. Cause
Jackie knew how to do it.
Because his cheeks are apart.
You can see the whole butt.
You see everything and every hair. Did you see it?
No, let me see Jackie's.
Howard, Robin's all I see is black.
Right.
I couldn't make it work.
But I went after Gary, and there was like sweat drops on the.
Who's that? Is that Jackie?
Yeah. Jackie had the perfect.
Oh, look at all the hair.
I must be wrong. This is entirely black.
Jackie has a really hairy ass.
I had no idea it was that hairy.
Robin, yours is pitch black.
I know.
Howard, you know what's funny?
And that's the best exposure.
Then she put it on 11 by 17, thinking that'd be better, and that was all black.
Whose ass is this?
I don't know.
It doesn't even.
Oh, that's Gary. If it's one cheek, I think.
Yeah, one cheek.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, after Gary. Yeah.
And who's this in the Calvin Klein?
Me.
Well, why are your pants on?
Oh.
What? I just wanted to cover my.
What is that? One cheek is yours?
No, that's Gary's.
Yeah, but whose is this? There's another one cheek.
That might be mine.
Yeah, because when
I did get one or two.
Your ass is really hairy.
Who's that?
Yeah, that's not mine. That's Gary's actually.
Oh.
Let me see. Is it a Hanes? Levi's. You said
Levi.
That's me.
And who is this? This is the top of Scott's head.
I don't know who's that is.
That's probably Fred.
You guys didn't label them. How are we supposed to know who they are?
I thought KC did.
That's Fred.
No,
You sure
Fred.
about that?
That's
Yeah,
Fred?
I'm positive about that. Okay.
That's Fred.
Wait, you guys got a lot of hair on your ass.
But you know what? I didn't
Jackie
think
was shocked at
I'm shocked. Yeah.
I didn't think I did, but I think when you see it, you see it, Howard. Like,
What's going on with Gary Coleman?
we're ready to go, Gary.
We are?
Yeah.
All right, maybe I should take a break
Yeah,
first.
take a break. I want to play you something anyway.
All right. Does he hate the show? Did you talk to him about it?
I don't want to get into it that much with him. I mean, he's a pretty nice guy. He's not in a bad mood. He just the attitude is like, hey, I'm here to do a job.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Good
He's
enough.
a total professional.
All right. I can respect that.
We'll try to be professional.
Did he Xerox his ass?
No, he didn't.
No. All right. I guess we won't be doing that bit anymore. All right. Let me take a break and then we'll meet Gary Coleman.
Put it as light as it'll possibly go. I'm like, this is not working.
It was kind of gross because I went after Gary and it was.
You know, you're not that dark-skinned a black woman. I don't understand why.
There's no contrast, I don't think.
Wow. Well,
For Xerox.
It was tricky up there.
Yeah, it was definitely hard to do.
we're going to take a break. We'll be back with Gary Coleman right after these words.
Here he is, the man about whom everybody is speaking, and the man who's responsible for the fastest-selling book in the history of Simon & Schuster. Here is shock jock Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is Big Black. I got a big one for Kathy Lee.
Howard, bottom line is this. I need some help. I'm breathing in poisonous fumes every day in this house. This god-awful, rotten house, man. The landlord won't fix it. They've had to turn off the heat, everything because of it. I have no money to get out. Do you think that you could just dig into your pocket just a little bit?
Thank you, Jesus.
Jackie Penthouse, Joke Page Martling, his Wild New Filthy Oleo CD. Come Again. Includes Fool's Gold in all record stores or call 1-800-323-KING. Wednesday, November 24th, a big show for Jackie at Westbury Music Fair in Westbury on Long Island. For MP3 audio and Filthy 3D Joke Man, visit jokeland.com.
So how do you make Polish stucco? You paint over the boogers.
How do you make Polish stucco? By the way, before I bring in Gary Coleman, I just want you to know that I'm working on a song about this new Paul McCartney girlfriend.
I can't believe that you could just go over that girl's crying message without even a response.
She calls every day 10 times a day, that girl.
How bad off does she have to be before she'll get to you?
I mean, and she's a really good-looking girl. She's an ex-Playboy playmate. She can certainly find somebody to support her.
Every other day she calls crying about it's getting worse and worse. But still, it hasn't softened you up.
No. The world is her oyster. Anyway, I'm working on a song for later.
For Paul McCartney's new girlfriend.
Yeah, because it says here Paul McCartney is ready to date. He announced the other...
The girl's staying at his house already.
Oh. Well, I don't know why he's getting into a serious relationship so soon. He just got over.
He said he didn't want to.
He said, I don't want a serious relationship with a lady. I want to date. What did he say? I don't want a serious relationship, which meant, hey, girl, spread your legs for me and then disappear.
I would like you to have sex with me and then leave.
Right. I'm a beetle.
The girl is not listening.
But evidently he has, like, almost moved in with a one-legged model.
Supermodel.
She used to be a supermodel. She lost her leg in a police accident.
Is it mandatory to have 2 legs to be a supermodel? As soon as you lose a leg, you're declassified?
Yeah, I think so. You kind of have all the goods. But how do you lose your leg in a police motorcycle accident? The police ran over her leg with a motorcycle?
Well, if you're on the back of it.
I don't know. But what is the accident? I'd like to know more detail.
I don't know, but I've heard of people losing their legs when they're on the motorcycle.
Yeah, but how did the police do that to you?
Well, you know, the police can lose their legs, too.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying, what was she involved with the police that she...
This must have been a horrific accident.
Right. Well, evidently, she lost her leg from the knee down. And they have tons of pictures of her with both legs. And she's real sexy, but I don't know what she looks like now.
Seems to me she'd have to have been on the motorcycle.
So I'm working on this one song, Norwegian Wooden Leg. I once had a chick. She had one leg. It made me sick. I had to drink a whole keg. Isn't it good? Norwegian Wooden Leg. And then I got Here Comes the Stomp. Martha, my stomp. You know what I mean? Here comes McCartney. He's a lonely old beetle. He got an erection and his wife is dead now. And he's got a girl so pretty, but she's missing her leg just below her knee. Stump of heather. I don't know. So I'll come up with something.
Let it lean.
Let it lean. Let it lean. Let it lean. Gary Coleman was the star of a show called Different Strokes. His parents took all his money. I actually have a great deal of sympathy for him and his story, but evidently he doesn't like me, but he's here for the plugs. He's plugging something. This is Gary Coleman. There he is, right there, Gary Coleman. Imagine that. Hey, man, you're smiling. That's a good song. That's a good song. How you doing, Gary? All right.
I got to put on all the accoutrements here.
Exactly. Gary, it says in your bio you're 4'8", but I think you're smaller than 4'8".
No. I'm actually bigger.
Really?
After 20 years in the business, you learn to mature rather quickly and deal with people on a whole new level. Hopefully.
Well, you've been
bigger.
I heard you don't like the show, and I don't have any. I like your honesty.
Have you listened to the show?
Yeah. Have you actually heard the show?
Well, I haven't heard the show. I've just heard the comments that people make to me after they've heard you say something about me on the show.
Oh, see, you can't go by that.
Yeah, you shouldn't go by that. I don't know that I've been actually too difficult with you.
We defended you when you had that run-in with that woman.
Yeah, we defended you.
Really?
Yeah.
I said that I know that that you get a lot of crap from people. I know you've been abused in your life.
You and me both, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I know that sometimes.
We talked about your problems with money and your family. We were defending you then.
I learned about your.
I must thank you both.
I know. I've learned about your history with your mother and father. Really, they adopted you, right?
Exactly.
I didn't even know that.
2 weeks old.
Right. They adopted you. Have you ever met your real parents?
No, I sure haven't.
You haven't. No. And these two people put you into show business, which is something that I can't stand. I think putting a kid in show business is the same. I think parents should be locked up in jail. When I read that Kathy Lee...
If they can't work in sweatshops, how come they can do this?
Well, when I read that Kathy Lee, who has a lot of money, is putting her kid into show business...
Yeah.
It sickens me. Because I think that robs a kid of their childhood. It puts the pressure on the kid to be the breadwinner.
Right, exactly.
And I don't think it's right to do to a kid to put a kid on that kind of pressure. And I'll tell you why. Robin and I were once on the subway. We were coming into work when we worked at NBC, and we saw this kid and the mother. Remember this, Robin?
Yeah.
And the mother was like, we're going to this audition. She was rehearsing the kid, and she said, this kid must have been 5 or 6 years old. You better get this right. You get it right because we need the money. We need this job. And I looked at Robin. We almost wanted to slug her.
And, kids too young to reach. He's like giving them the lines over and over and over again. And
right.
Make him
well, see, the nice thing about me and my 20-plus career is I, like a fool, with very little information, chose to be in the business. With the caveat that if I ever didn't want to do it anymore,
you could stop.
I could stop. Of course.
You couldn't.
We all know what happened there.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and also when you say you chose to be in the business, I'm sure there was pressures.
I mean, how do you even know of a business?
Exactly.
Oh, well, no, it's not that. Here I am. on the Howard Stern show about to defend the thieves. They didn't pressure me.
Right.
The agent that I had all during Different Strokes didn't pressure me until later when I wanted to quit.
Right.
The lawyers that I had all during Different Strokes didn't pressure me until later when I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit on the third or
How
fourth
old were you
season.
when you decided to go into show business?
I had decided, well, actually, there's a little bit more backstory. I decided I wanted to model for Montgomery Ward's because I had a cousin that was doing it.
Right.
She was doing it at like 6, and I was 5, and I thought, how come they don't have little boys doing that?
Right.
So my mother helped me write a letter to Linda Secor. Never forget her name.
Right.
Montgomery Ward's, Waukegan, Illinois. They had a runway set up in the little mall there, and every season I'd model the clothes, the kids' clothes.
Right.
And there was a mall manager that thought I had talent out of all the kids. He gave my parents a card. We went to go see the agent in Chicago. I started doing local and regional commercials. And here I am on the Howard Stern Show.
Well, listen, the thing that kills me about your story is that Gary Coleman probably made conservatively about $18 million in his career. His parents went to a judge each time, because that's money they weren't supposed to be able to touch. There's like something called the Jackie Coogan law.
Which is very weak and very wordy.
Yeah. And his parents did, in fact.
Getting around it?
Yeah. In fact, it was when he was down to $1 million, he had $1 million in a pension plan, which a pension plan no one is supposed to be able to get to.
They even got to that?
The parents got to that, and you really are penniless.
Well, when you have 6 really slick, shrewd adults taking 47.5% of your money before 35% taxes,
that's criminal.
There isn't going to be a whole lot of money left.
It's amazing. And in fact, you talk about that and all that money made, how these judges got bamboozled.
What did they need this money for?
Yeah,
let me run down the list here.
Yeah. Strip malls, right?
Well, there was these really bad commercial properties in Colorado Springs, Denver, and Salt Lake City, Utah. Do people buy property
No.
in Salt Lake
And
City,
you know what?
Utah?
The worst investments. And how do you go to a judge and say, we need money for strip malls?
Yeah.
You know,
and it's supposed to be his money.
And all you had to do is take that $18 million,
And
stick
leave
it
it
at
in the
5% interest, and this guy would have been set for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never would have had to work.
Never, ever again. Well, that was the wool being pulled over my eyes. That's what I was being told.
You were a kid.
But, as I matured and the brain started to work, I started to realize that's not what's happening.
And
Because
how
I
do you-
get yelled at
Right.
for buying a $500 train engine while they're buying 2 Mercedes and managing 2 houses with a Corvette and a
because they
Mark 7 in the other one.
Stopped working and worked for you, right?
Well, my mother stopped working first so that she could be in L.A. with me. My father was absolutely adamant about not stopping working.
Right.
But he felt that people were taking advantage of my mother and I in L.A.
Oh, so he needed to help out.
Yeah, he figured he'd get. Yeah,
He did you a favor. He got there. Taking it. You know who's taking advantage. So it's a horror. You see what this show business does? Because how do you live every single day knowing you had a fortune that your parents squandered?
How do I live every day?
Yeah.
Be
honest, because it's got to eat at you. It's got to. And if you tell me it doesn't, I know you're not telling me the truth.
No, it's not that. It's actually not that.
Right.
In the middle of the night, when I have insomnia, it eats at me for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Right.
But I always know and carry with me the fact that I'm an adult now. I'm supposed to take care of my own butt, just like anybody that's 31 years old.
Well,
and I always seek ways and paths to make money for myself.
No, I know you do, but it's just it's a horror when a fortune is taken and squandered.
When you weren't even supposed to be working in the first place.
And what?
Technically, that is the truth.
The kid gave up his childhood for that. I don't care what you tell me. You cannot. It
is unfathomable.
Did you ever lose your spirit and say, "Man, that's it. I want to end it all"? I'm being serious.
Jesus, I mean, what teenager or child actor hasn't gone through bits or fits of suicide or thinking, what's the point?
Because now you feel alone in the world. I mean, you don't even have your parents to turn to because they turned out to... Did you ever try to find your natural parents?
Oh, no,
You don't care.
Why would you bother to do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe they're the king of England.
Something too.
Well, no, actually, there was this bodyguard that I had early on in Different Strokes time period. His name was Victor. claimed he found my mother in Michigan somewhere, some crazy lady with pink rollers in her hair.
Great. Do you get any money from the reruns of the TV show? Or any of your work?
It's really interesting. I get a little bit here and there, and I accept it. You know, I don't turn it. I don't say, hey, SAG after, please take this back. I'm not supposed to have it. But
it drives me crazy. And plus, I mean, you are ill. I mean, you do get dialysis, what, 3 times a day?
No, 3 times a week.
3 times a week. And what is dialysis? I don't even know what you have to go through.
Well, it is far removed from what people believe it is.
Is it painful?
Only when they stick you with needles.
Right.
Other than that, you sit there for 3 hours and your blood gets cleaned electronically and mechanically.
How long do you have to sit there?
About 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
And what do you do during that time?
See, they provide you TV. You can bring a book. You can bring your laptop. You can use the phone.
Right. So it gives you some downtime, and you can.
So is kidney transplant out of the question for you at this point?
He's had them.
I know
that's the problem. I've had them, and I used to be a real big supporter of other people's body parts.
Right.
Right. What your book's called?
Right.
But I've never had any luck with other people's body parts.
Oh, other people have, though. You certainly recognize that.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Of course. I mean, I don't condemn it completely. It's just not a choice for me.
You've gotten 2 kidney transplants, and what happens? They just don't. They have to. They reject. Your body rejects them.
Well, there's a mechanism in the body that fights off infection.
Right.
And that mechanism is tricked into believing that the organ that you put in your body is an infection, and it tries to kill it.
See what your problem is now, too. Even when you went and you said, hey, okay, I want to make an honest living, you went to be a security guard.
Right. Because
of your fame, because of who you are, people are going to come and dick with you all day. You can't just be a security guard. The fact of the matter is it turns into a personal appearance, and the fact that anybody wants to screw with you can.
Luckily, I didn't have that happen. I actually, I don't know, maybe I sailed under a lucky star, purple moon, I don't know what, but a lot of the other officers that I eventually was a supervisor over respected my authority.
Right.
And the people that said, no, please don't go over there, please don't do that.
But fame with no money is a bit like, I remember when Jessica Hahn became famous, she'd come on the show. She had no money, so she was literally out there with the public while they just kind of picked over her bones.
Right. It's one thing if you're Michael Douglas and you get
I get more picked over by Star and National Enquirer and, hard copy than I do anybody else.
Do you have any kind of private life? I mean, are you able to now get a job? The security job is over, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I had to turn in my card.
Because of that incident?
Exactly.
So now you can't even have that?
No.
So what are you going to do to make money? I mean, I heard about this whole website thing.
The UGO Networks thing. UGO Networks, that stands for Underground Online.
Right.
Here in New York, their company has been around for 2 years.
Right.
They got a hold of my publicist. I still have a publicist, still have an agent. I have no intention of leaving the business, but I'm not going to sit around and wait for somebody to say, hey, Gary, do you want a job?
Right.
That's just absolutely insane.
Right.
They got hold of my publicist, and my publicist says, I got the weirdest phone call. You might want to call this lady, Sabine. And I said, okay, I called her. I was in a train store at the time.
Right.
Taking care of some business. And I called on the phone.
A train store?
He collects trains.
You collect, model trains?
Well, I used to be a runner. I just collect prototype equipment, but now I've gone back to Lionel trains because they're really cool.
All right, so you're into that, and then you're hanging out, and you get a call from these people at UGO.
Yeah, I called them up. I called the number.
Right.
And I said, okay, this is Gary Coleman. I understand you've been looking for me. And they said, and Sabine launched into this deal. She said, we want to do this for you. We want to see you on top again. We want to do a webathon.
They're raising money for you.
Yeah, they're raising money for
people will donate funds to you.
Right, but you don't understand. I said to her, I don't think anybody's going to go for this unless they get something back.
Right.
I'm a real big fair play guy.
Right.
So what has evolved is there's going to be a video game. There's going to be a 3-dimensional rendering of me saying really cool stuff.
Right.
There's going to be an auction where I'm going to auction off a leather couch that is in the way of my current new train layout.
Right.
I'm going to auction off my old TV because now I have a computer.
Right.
I have to apologize for that because I'm not a real computer guy, but I figured, hey, join the 21st century.
Right.
So I got a new computer monitor that's 24 inches, so out goes the TV. I'm going to auction off some hats, some of my old trains. There's going to be online chat. It is so hilarious. There's even, now this is right up your alley.
Yes.
Phone sex.
Phone
With
sex.
you?
Yes,
With
there
you.
is phone
You
sex.
will have phone sex with the people who go on the website.
No, it's pre-recorded phone
I'll
sex.
have phone sex with you. I don't care.
Okay.
I mean, if that's what you want, I'm up for that. Is that your thing? I mean, why not?
Well, I never thought I'd actually enjoy being a phone sex, quote-unquote, type of person.
I've had phone sex.
It's really cool.
It's terrific.
You like it? Yeah.
What I do is
I wouldn't pay for it.
Here's what I do.
It's fun with a friend.
The first time I ever did phone sex was they had those little computer 1-minute messages.
Oh, long time ago.
You're talking about 15 years ago.
Of this industry.
And I would wait for my wife to go walk the baby or something. And
You had several numbers.
I would call the first number. I would get completely nude. I don't mind telling you this. And I would lay down on the floor and I would pleasure myself. And it would take 3 phone calls.
Yeah, you said it.
I undressed during the first one. During the second one, I pleasured myself. And the third one, I had an orgasm.
Okay.
And it was great. Now,
That's more about you than I needed to know.
years later, I went on the computer and had a chat until I found out it was a guy I was having sex with.
Oh,
But he represented himself as a woman. You must know that. I'm all man.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Now, reading your bio, it says you are a virgin.
Yes, still, to this day.
That is amazing.
That by choice?
Well, it was first by coincidence, then it was by accident, and now it's pretty much by choice because, you got crabs is coming back in vogue again, and you got AIDS out there running rampant, killing folks.
Yeah.
And you got hepatitis, encephalitis. I mean, you got stuff out there.
But isn't it almost, I mean, if you wore a rubber and everything, isn't that almost the entire joy of life to mate with another person, to feel that? I mean, aren't you even curious what it feels like? I mean, certainly you could get women.
Well, I've never had groupies, and I don't like really loose women.
Mm-hmm.
I like really intelligent women that know who they are and what they want.
Robin sounds like you.
And I don't have to. I don't like pet women that just kind of lay there and just exist.
But in all seriousness, how would you know? You haven't been with any.
Well, I've had some women. Look, I've had a few pairs of breasts.
Right.
But that's about as far as it usually gets.
You only go up to petting.
Yeah.
Never below the waist.
No.
Well, none of these relationships have flowered into.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
More significant.
Well,
wait a second.
figure it out.
You've never received oral sex.
No, I don't want that.
You don't?
No. What? That's not a place for a young lady's face. I'm sorry.
Really?
I don't agree with that.
Really? Well, you're a better man than I am. I'll tell you that. What do you mean? Of course, that's the only place for a woman's face.
Well, that maybe you and Robin share that opinion.
Robin loves it. Robin loves.
I'm not in this conversation.
Robin loves servicing me. So what do? You just pleasure yourself, like I do?
Very, 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 very seldomly.
Really? Don't you find that sometimes you get achy?
You mean blue balls?
Yeah, anything. I mean,
that only happens when I'm actually with someone I am actually interested in and I really care about.
Do you think this is because of your medical condition in a way?
It's part of that.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, and I really don't care if people believe I'm a virgin or not. I know I am.
I believe you.
For whatever reason, I was not endowed with
a big penis.
Mm-hmm. We can talk about that later.
All right, yes. Were you endowed with a big penis?
It's
average.
It's good for the size that I am.
Right. In other words, there's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Right.
All right, so go ahead. So it's not an issue of that you have micro penis or something.
No, it's not micro penis.
All right, go ahead.
It's just that I was not endowed with that go, conquer every woman libido that every man has.
Right. Oh, that's
sleep with everything warm and breathing. I don't have that.
Not your thing. You don't feel like victimizing women.
You're actually human.
Yes, exactly.
I want feelings, but yet, I mean, it would be nice if you found someone special that you could share your life with.
I'm a big cuddler. Right. I would love to cuddle a woman until she just turned blue.
You know what you need? You need to go to Scores, my friend.
Is that one of those topless naked places?
Oh, yes, it is.
You know what?
That's not your thing.
I don't like watching women demean themselves like that.
Really?
No.
You should run for president. I don't know why you're wasting your time on the internet.
At least we know you're doing the job.
Yeah, so you have, in other words, maybe because you were victimized as a child, you don't want to turn women into victims. You don't want to use them in any way.
No, I was actually one good thing, and it's the only good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's been augmented by other people. My adoptive parents started me out being a gentleman to the ladies.
You know, you don't need money. I see why they took all your money. You don't need broads.
Yeah, he doesn't have to have the money.
You don't need a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I've never done drugs.
Right.
I don't have any vices other than model trains or toy trains.
Right.
And
so what do you do all day? Do you stay home and play with toy trains?
I am a conservative recluse. That's who I am.
Join the club.
No friends? friends?
Oh, no, I have 4 friends. And once I get that 5th one, I can die a happy man.
You have 4 friends.
I have 4.
Male friends, female friends?
I don't bond well with males.
You don't, so they're all women.
All but one. And he's a really cool guy, and he treats this one female friend of mine really, really nicely.
Is that Indian guy you were hanging around with?
Oh, no. This is a completely different guy. Dion will always be my lifelong mentor, lifesaver more than twice.
Right.
And he's the one that opened my eyes to the rest of my life.
Right, but you're not friends with him anymore.
No. Oh, no. It is a camaraderie and a respect that we share with each other that you can't. Friends doesn't do any justice.
I see. Man, I can't believe you never tried sex. Not with a guy either. Maybe you're into guys.
Oh, no.
Don't go that way at all.
No.
Just into women, but not into trying it out.
No.
Amazing. Now, that might be the most amazing.
Here's what happened.
I say that's amazing.
You were on the air doing your thing, up and coming when this was all going on.
Right.
1984.
Go ahead.
What happened in 1984? I think it was 83 or 84. AIDS came out.
Right.
One night stands were over.
Right.
Dead. Done.
Right.
I was 16 in my sexual prime.
Go ahead.
Strike number 1.
Right. Well, you certainly could wear a rubber, or have the chick tested, and you could be tested.
Who was testing people at that time?
Well, that's true. Go ahead. Yes.
Strike number 2. I didn't want groupies, and I was working practically 28 hours a day, 9 days a week.
There
was no
part of the time.
Well, yeah, and I had that occasional illness every now and then.
Right.
But I didn't feel like I had enough time to devote to a woman realistically.
Wow.
So that was strike number 2. Strike number 3, right around 86, 87 in there somewhere, women decided they hated men. They hated us with a passion.
Yes.
Didn't even want us breathing in the same room with them.
The women's lib movement.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was strike number 3 for me.
Right.
And then along with that, coincidentally, I started disliking women because they were paying me no attention.
Interesting.
So I was strike number 4.
Unreal. Let's take a couple of phone calls. By the way, if you want to go on the website that Gary Coleman is plugging today, and you actually want to make a donation, you can go to the webathon at ugo.com. UGO.com.
That's right, www.ugo.com. UGO Networks is going to give you a lot for whatever you donate. I mean a lot. From the 15th to the 28th of November, you're not going to want to turn it off.
All right. Omar, you're on the air. Omar, yes.
Yeah.
You're on with Gary Coleman.
How you doing, Omar?
Good, Gary. I also get treatment for dialysis. And, Gary, I was wondering, when Michael Jackson used to molest you, did it hurt?
He wasn't with
First of all, you don't even know Michael Jackson, right?
No, I don't want to know him, actually.
That was Webster who used to hang around with him.
I have not heard anything about Emmanuel Lewis being, quote-unquote, molested by Matt.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Talk about it.
I haven't heard that, though. I haven't heard that either.
You can't hear it. He won't.
In all fairness.
No, I haven't heard that.
I mean, he was sitting on the. I was embarrassed for Emmanuel Lewis.
It's abusive to carry a 13-year-old like that.
I thought I was embarrassing at 13 to put him on his lap.
Well, actually, it's more embarrassing to be presented with a really funny script idea for a series and to have him put his feet on the table and open up a magazine in front of the executive producer.
Who's that, Michael Jackson?
No, Emmanuel Lewis.
Oh, really?
That's more embarrassing.
Was he, Emmanuel Lewis was kind of like Gary Coleman light. In other words, you came in and you were successful, so right away they tried to find the next little black kid
well, of course,
who could entertain America. Is that correct?
Well, yeah. I mean, think of what was happening.
Was he a rival of yours, would you say?
Oh, no. I didn't believe in rivals. I just believe in good entertainment. If that's what people wanted to see, that's what they wanted to see.
So he was not a rival, but I get the sense that maybe you don't even like him because you're go ahead.
No, I'm going to help you figure this out.
Right.
ABC originally wanted Different Strokes.
Right.
And for whatever reason, they didn't get it. NBC got it.
Right.
So they went and created what basically was a poor copy.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then, amazingly enough, when everybody was tired and everybody wanted to move on with their lives and their careers, NBC got Different Strokes in the 8th season.
I see.
And they said, oh, no, we didn't know this much baggage was coming with the show, meaning my representatives were driving them crazy.
Right.
My adopted parents were driving everybody on the set crazy.
Right.
And I didn't want to do the damn show.
Right.
And I was quite vocal about that.
Yes.
So they said, oh, no, we can't have this. Goodbye.
And that was the end of it.
That was the end of it.
I wonder if Emmanuel Lewis gets broads.
We talked to who was here, who said they go out clubbing together and Emmanuel dances.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a well-trained dancer.
Does he get laid, though?
I couldn't tell you.
Or you think he's a virgin?
I couldn't tell you that either. It would be scary to think that he's about 6 years younger than me and he's getting all kinds of women. That would be scary for me.
That would be a frightening thought. Yeah, Paul, you're on the air. Yes. Hello?
Hey, Paul, you there?
Paul, you there?
Paul?
Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Go ahead.
You on a cell phone?
Yeah,
you're on with Gary Coleman. What is it?
What's up?
I don't know. I hear other shows. People call and they say
right
stuff.
on, and I don't know.
You know what it is? It's just these cell phones, man. Yeah, there you go.
They're ruining talk radio. Paul, you're on the air.
You have to push the button to get me on, Howard. You know that.
Yeah, go ahead.
He was at a party a few weeks ago on a couch with 3 beautiful ladies. He means to tell me he didn't shtup any of those people?
Who were the
He was
3
at
ladies?
an event with Madonna and a bunch of other celebrities.
Did you go to an event with Madonna? Did you remember?
Most of the events I've gone to recently have been in association with UGO Networks. I don't remember seeing Madonna, but she might have been there. I went to an opening of a new spa cosmetics place.
Is that how you make your living now? You can make appearances and things like that, and people will pay you for that?
There's that. I mean, there's always going to be that.
Right.
I actually have a new commercial coming, 2 new commercials coming up this year. I haven't even shot them yet.
For who?
One's for a phone company, and one is for, what is the other thing? I can't remember it at this point. It's too early in the morning. But anyway,
you would like to do another series or something like that, though, right?
Oh, well, you know what? I wouldn't turn it down at all.
Right.
As long as the writing was good and it was genuinely funny and it didn't demean anyone.
All right. Well, you're never going to find a show like that.
Yeah. Well, especially with people our age,
That's
yours
right.
and my age, running the business now.
John, you're on the air.
Yeah, I wanted to see if he wanted a job as my private lawn jockey.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Your fans.
You don't want that job, I don't think.
No,
I don't think so.
No, because it wouldn't work, because you'd have to paint my face white.
Right. Paul, you're on the air.
Yes. Gary, you ever banged Dana Plato?
No, sorry.
Never had her. Of course, she had
she was an absolutely gorgeous woman, and I would have loved to have been her friend.
Right.
Let me ask you this. You ever smoke weed with her?
Nope, I don't do drugs. Never have.
Says he never had a hit of a joint or anything.
No.
You never hit a joint? Let me tell you something, Gary. I smoke weed all the time. I work in a labor pool, and I make minimum wage, and I love it. I make enough money to buy enough weed. And I am so content with life.
Maybe weed is
yourself out.
Gary,
He has found the answer.
Gary, what about getting a job that gives you a small amount of money and you can buy a lot of weed and smoke weed all day?
Gary, I guarantee you, I am saving up enough money. I'm going to buy my own pot plantation, and I'm going to sell as much weed as I can because there is plenty of hope with dope, and that I'm going to run.
This guy has a lot of the answers.
You have that trace thing where you can trace this call and find this guy.
This is Al Gore.
Gary, I want you to be my vice president. I want to run for president.
All right, this is ridiculous. That's not a question.
You smoke pot and you have all these pipes.
He's having delusions.
I think that's Al from Atlantic City, our new market. Unbelievable. Mike, you're on the air. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, Mike. What do you?
Mike Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman Webathon at UGO.com.
Hey, Howard, big fan. Hey, I got a question for the Virgin Mary. I mean, Gary.
Well,
did you beat up Little Joe in the Kid Rock video?
No.
I like that video.
Could I beat him up?
Could you?
I
That's
am
why
not.
I think you're 4'8" because I know Joe C. And he's like.
He's 3 something. I'm 4'8".
You don't seem that much taller than him.
Oh,
I'm like a foot 4 inches or something.
You are.
Yeah, but you know what? He's such a maniac, and I love maniacs.
He smokes a lot of weed, Joe C.
Hey, yeah. I don't.
Constantly with the weed.
I can't say that's the truth because I didn't see it.
I'm telling you it's the truth.
He admits to it.
I'll tell you. He brags about it.
I enjoyed the boy.
He's a good kid.
And I didn't mind getting kicked in the head by him.
Right.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Are you afraid of dying after coming on Howard today?
Why would he die?
Dana Plato died, right?
Why do you think that everyone? Todd Bridges has been on the show many times. He hasn't died.
I'm sure.
You in touch with Todd at all?
Well, he wants me to be in one of his movies, and
he's making movies.
He's making movies. He's a producer now, and that's what we've been talking about.
Oh, so you might do it.
If he gets the backing he needs to do this third film, sure.
I see. So you do talk with him, and you're friendly with him.
Well, I talk with him when it's business.
Right.
I am strictly business when it comes to the entertainment industry, and I guess that's why I'm not successful, because I don't rub elbows, I don't kiss ass, I don't do none of that stuff.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, listen, I wish you luck. It's ugo.com, UGO.com.
That's right. November 15th,
I feel bad about what happened to you with your parents. I truly do.
I appreciate that, but don't waste the emotion, because I don't.
It's a tough thing to go through.
It's a horrible thing.
Right.
I agree with that, but I think that I have become a better person because of that. Because of all the trials and tribulations that have happened and
you seem like a
probably
real
still
good guy.
happen.
You seem like a very positive kind of guy.
Now,
I am my own rock. I depend on people when I have to.
Right.
But I just wanted to ask him, did this go differently or better, or how are you feeling now? About us.
About you guys? I've heard the horror stories.
What are the horror stories? I don't even know what they are.
People, they misconstrue whatever we say.
What do people tell you about me? I can't imagine.
That you're ornery and you're self-serving and.
Well, I'm an entertainer. I certainly try to entertain people, and I certainly. I'm self-serving in that I talk about myself.
Right, and you're demeaning, and you have absolutely no respect.
Well, aside from that, I'm a great guy.
How are you feeling
now? How are you feeling now that you've done the interview?
Actual experience.
I can certainly say that I am happy I've done this.
All right. Well, that was a diplomatic answer. What is it, Baba Booha?
I mean, I don't know if you want to get into this, but I know one of the things that Gary really doesn't like you about.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
I hear through the grapevine that he thinks that you are responsible for Dana Plato's death.
Well, that would be crazy. I mean,
we'd be responsible.
We actually enjoyed Dana.
Maybe not.
How would I be responsible?
Maybe not responsible, but maybe the catalyst.
Now,
maybe that downward slide started here.
No. Did you hear the interview I did with her?
No, I didn't. Remember, I had never heard your show.
In fact, all the people who were with her said, hey, she came in because she had some really bad stuff written about her in the tabloids.
We all have.
And she said to me, I want to go on and dispute everything that was said in the tabloids.
All right.
I said, here's the place to do it. I love that kind of discussion. Came on and did it. She left here and said to me, this was the best day I've had in years.
All right.
She walked out of here, and the guy, I guess, who was her boyfriend manager said, you've made her really happy. She's really, really happy.
All right.
And I think that she had a lot of problems. And she had a lot of stuff going wrong in her life. But as far as the interview here, and we interviewed her a bunch of times before that.
Right, that I'm aware of.
Each time she came on, just had a great time and felt really, really good. So
so this is another misconstrued thing where I was told about a drug test.
No. In fact, she came in. One of the callers called up and said, hey, you're on drugs. We read about it in the Inquirer. And she said,
that I heard.
And she said, I will take a drug test right now and prove to you guys. Even gave us a sample of her hair, which I still have. Gave it to us. And I said, it's not necessary. I'm not going to go sit and drug test her. That's not my job. But the fact of the matter is, because of the coincidence of her dying that weekend,
right?
People like you who don't hear the show and stuff, they would say, well, she died because she did the show.
What you read in the tabloids and elsewhere.
I mean, my luck is you'll leave here, and if you die, people say, I killed you. I mean, it's absurd.
The same thing happened to her here that has happened to you this morning. People called in and said whatever they wanted to say.
Right.
We're not responsible for that.
Right. I mean, those are fans.
Those are
your ever-loving fans out there.
Those are people, yeah. Go ahead.
You know what, Gary? One thing I want to point out, like Dana left here, and around noon, after she did her interview, about the same time you did yours, after she had time to think about it, she called us to thank us and tell us what a good time she had. So if it was so bad, even after she had time to think about it, she enjoyed her time.
Well, this is an opportunity for you guys to dispute all that crap, because that's all I heard was crap, and I just thought of you as completely evil.
Because
I must apologize
to
you.
Because it was a coincidence that that she died that day, and I just said, wow.
We were shocked. There could have been no one more shocked than we were to hear the news.
In fact, she said to me afterwards, I'm going to be with my son afterward. She was just in a real upbeat kind of...
Right.
It was an upbeat kind of feeling after the interview.
Bizarre. I still have issues about how she was discovered dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know anything about
it. We weren't around there.
But you know who feeds a lot of this, who I think Gary's friends with, a guy who I don't think likes us very much, is that Paul Peterson guy. And, the guy who's an advocate of child stars.
Sure.
And I think he feeds a lot of this stuff.
I've never heard from him, and I've not had any contact where he said he's negative about us, Paul Peterson. I just don't know the guy.
We've actually interviewed him, haven't we?
Yeah, I've had him on the show as well. What is it, Larry? Go ahead.
Hey, Howard, what's going on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Larry, how you doing?
Larry from Hillsborough.
Yeah.
Gary.
Yes.
Hey, why didn't you ever get it on with Kimberly, man?
I think I already answered that.
Yeah, he followed that one already.
You know how many years older she was than me? That just wouldn't have been possible.
Wouldn't have happened.
No.
Well, anyway, Gary Coleman is at ugo.com, and if you want to go to his webathon, when is that? When are the dates of that?
It's November 15th through the 28th. There's going to be an auction. There's going to be online chat.
You're pleased with this website?
Oh, you know what? This is my opportunity to actually break big time into the web.
All right.
Wonderful. Thanks to UGO Networks.
All right, Gary Coleman, thanks for stopping by. And we'll be back right after these words. We have a trip to give away to the WWF Survivor Series pay-per-view this Sunday, November 14th in Detroit, Michigan. And also, who else is? Oh, Bob Schimmel stopping by to tell us about his experience on Hollywood Squares.
New Hollywood Squares.
Oh, I love him.
Bob Schimmel's great, and he got booted. I don't even think they're going to air. Yeah, they had to stop taping. This is the first time they've done this. They had to stop taping and change his answers.
What?
Yes. Yes.
You mean the answers that he came up with on his own?
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
He's a comedian. Hello?
Right. It was very, very difficult. It was a difficult experience, and he's here to talk about it, which I can't wait.
Oh, this is going to be cool.
Gary, nice meeting you.
Thank
Gary
you.
Coleman, everybody.
I'm
We'll
going
be
to
back
shake
right
your
after
hand.
this. Good.
Oh, California. We only have 6 minutes. Make me look good. Hello, Paul. Welcome to CNBC Talk Live.
Yeah, hi there. I want to ask Marty, how much do you wish you were Howard Stern?
How much do I wish I was him? Okay. Let's go now to Wayne in Massachusetts. Hello, Wayne. Go ahead, please.
How are ya?
Hey, how you doing, Wayne?
Hey, Marty, I love you. I love your feet.
Why did you cut that person off? Was that like a profane thing? He asked me, do I want to be Howard Stern? I think that's a fair question. You cut him off like a bad thing. What did you say, Marty? I can't hear you. The first guy who called... We're moving on. You want to move on? What? Okay.
You're listening to a man who is so small, he looks like he has 2 navels when he's naked. Howard.
Miss America himself.
Howard Stern.
Yeah. Give it a real, baby.
People real up in the field line.
The strangest story in the newspaper. How'd the Jets do yesterday? Did they win?
They won?
Yeah, I thought they were going to win. I thought they were due for a win against. What did they play? Arizona? Yeah.
I don't even know.
They're as bad as the Jets, so anybody could have won that one.
It was a toss-up.
Believe me, they were losing the whole game.
Really?
They won in the fourth quarter.
You hung in there for the whole game?
Yeah.
Why bother, though?
Well,
I get so discouraged I leave.
You know what happens?
How'd the Giants do?
It was a bye week.
Yeah, they weren't playing.
But,
But now they're, in a tie for first
Right.
because they didn't play.
Did you do that thing on the web where you pick your 14 teams?
Yeah, I got to go see how I did.
Yeah. In other words, if you got all 14 games, is it 14
You'd
games?
have $100,000.
You win $100,000. What's the name of that website?
Sandbox.com.
Yeah, sandbox.com.
It's funny because you watch the Jets, and then the Jets win, and then you go, yay, we're 2-6.
Yeah, right.
It's like-
I was on a cool website. Gary, I think they're going to be a sponsor of ours,
Yes.
so I'll talk about this. Is it only for people who live in Manhattan?
Right now, it's just in New York.
What is this?
You go on the website, and you give them your, address and stuff. And within 1 hour, you know about this.
Yeah.
Within 1 hour, they will deliver a book, a CD, or a video or DVD.
Or snacks.
And snacks.
Now, is it only in Manhattan or is it all of New York?
Right now, it's just Manhattan, and then we're going to roll it out to different cities.
I ordered a whore, but I couldn't get one on it. But can you imagine?
No, they don't do that. That's not a snack.
Like in an hour, they'll get you any DVD or
Gary
video.
did it for me last Friday at 7:35. He got on the phone or wherever you go.
No, just
go
do it
to
just on the web.
website.
Right.
And he ordered the Stephen King novel Titanic and a bottle of Diet Coke. And at 8:35, he walked in here with it.
Wow. It's very cool. And I was on there. They got a big selection of stuff.
Yeah, a lot of rentals and stuff.
You can even rent. You don't have to buy.
Yeah. That's Urban Fetch? UrbanFetch.com? Yeah, it's a cool idea. Yeah, Urban Fetch.
Cool.
Very good idea. Only in America. You go to Africa, you don't find that.
One day we won't have to leave the house. Only the people who deliver things will have to.
It's pretty close to that. It's pretty close to that point where you don't have to leave your place. Now, this is plus I had a busy weekend,
Of course.
Yes.
You were leaving the house.
I was leaving the house.
Visiting
back and
all your
forth.
houses.
Yeah.
Somebody said I was in a pet store this weekend, and somebody said to me, does Howard still have his aquarium? I was like,
No.
Afraid not.
No, I don't. I don't even know who's feeding my fish. I hope somebody turned the lights on in my aquarium over the weekend.
I was like, well, there's an aquarium in the house. He had to leave. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, a lot of my pets are. Don't remind me. Anyway, so my 6-year-old came into town, so this was kind of cool. Tony, now I gotta look into stuff to do with the kids. So
Are you gonna have play dates and stuff?
I don't know what I'm having. Does anybody want to play date?
You gotta find somebody with another 6-year-old.
Yeah, I gotta find play dates. So anyway, so Tony, who does my hair in the morning, she's got a 5-year-old or something.
Yeah.
So she's telling me, what's a cool thing to do? You go over to the Museum of Natural History.
Oh, yeah.
And in the Museum of Natural History is the butterfly exhibit. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't heard of the butterfly exhibit.
You go into a room. It's like, they keep it 80 degrees. It's like a tropical, it's really hot in there.
Yeah.
And butterflies just fly free.
Really?
In the room. Now, butterflies from all over the world.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And they have like a habitat or something?
Oh, yeah. And you can feed they actually land on an orange and you hold it and they land on you.
Wow.
And
so you went there?
Yeah, so I called up and the museum, they opened up early for me. They let me in early. Like a Michael Jackson thing.
So you're like Elvis now.
Like Elvis? I didn't care, though. I would have gone. Actually, I got there a little late anyway, so everybody was there. It was no big deal. It was no big deal.
Yeah, I mean, to have your child in this isolated world where she's only with you and the butterflies.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, well, we were there with everyone from the museum, too. So we went to the museum, and you go in. I don't know what they call this exhibit, but it is mind-blowing.
I haven't even heard of it.
It's mind-blowing.
Wow.
Because the butterflies are beautiful. I mean, they're from all over the world.
Of course. They must have a wonderful, it's not just like the thing you see flying in your yard that you mostly are moths.
And plus, while you're in there, you're going, this is killing a good hour.
Yeah. And she still likes it. Good. Okay.
And they let her, like all the butterflies are attracted to the lights. They have these hot lights to get, so you get the special cloth and you wipe the butterflies off the lights and because you don't want them on the lights too long because they pass out.
You really enjoyed it?
Yeah, hell yeah, I enjoyed it. Never mind her. I was totally into it.
You enjoyed.
Yeah. And the guy from the museum is walking. And then this woman, she's showing me all the, all the different things about butterflies. And then she tells me she's Steve Grillo's sister.
Really?
Yeah, Grillo's sister works at the museum.
At the museum? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Never met Steve Grillo's sister.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
Very nice.
Wow. What did she think of her brother?
Didn't say. Steve Grillo, my old intern.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys stop that.
Well, it's the actor Steve Grillo.
Yeah, actor Steve Grillo. Not an intern anymore. She at least has a normal job.
Yeah.
She's working with butterflies.
Right. Is that her exhibit, the butterflies? Or is she just like a guide or something?
She's like I don't know what she is.
Curator?
She seemed to know a lot about butterflies, I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah. She laughs just like Steve, though.
You know what?
Goes,
I'm glad that somebody in the Grillo family is
she's doing well.
doing okay.
Yeah. So then
they were represented by Steve.
Then I walked around the museum for a while.
It's a nice museum. I like the Museum of Natural History.
Beautiful. And then, like Tony said to me, it doesn't really cost anything. You just make a donation. Right. They call it a donation at the Museum of Natural History.
But it's a donation.
It's admission, but they call it a donation.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving, and I said, hey, these guys just showed me around and everything. I said, I'd like to make a donation. Meaning admission. I want to pay for the admission. He goes, oh.
So then they send you the 10,000.
Wait. So then he pulls out a piece of paper and goes, well, we're going to have to fill this thing out. I said, well, no. I just want to make a donation. He goes, well, for people like you, we have to do it legally and fill out the.
That's right. We got to make sure all the paperwork is clear because you're giving us a lot of money.
I just said I was going to give him like $100.
Right.
I think they were thinking I was about to become.
10,000.
Yeah.
50,000.
So I just said to the guy, here's some cash, man, for showing me around and my kid. And he was like, oh. And then they put away the paper.
Yeah.
And then I was real embarrassed.
Right. You did the wrong thing.
I did, right?
You should leave at that point if you're not going to really work over.
No, I just wanted to pay for the day.
No. Leave.
I'm a visitor, not a benefactor.
No. Leave.
I was so embarrassed. So I gave the guy $100.
Oh.
And I just walked out of there going, oh, no, they think I'm such a dick.
Every time you've gone out so far, it's been awful.
It's been a disaster. I'm so bad at going out. And really, I didn't even want to go early. I just said to Laura, can you call over there and find out what time they open? And then it became a whole thing. You're going to go there early before it opens. That's okay. I don't want any of that. So then when I said, I'm making a donation, and then I just gave the guy $100, and he was like, oh, okay.
What do you think this is?
I don't know. $100 it doesn't pay for a light bulb.
Yeah, we just gave you $2,500 worth of stuff.
Yeah, and they gave me, a bag of junk, and I was like, no, I don't want to make a whole donation. I've just been legally separated from a lot of stuff.
Maybe my wife will make a donation.
Yeah, call her. $100 is like the price of one butterfly.
Yeah, not even.
Not even.
Can't even keep one butterfly.
Half a butterfly. So I just wanted to pay admission like everyone else and give a little something
then why
extra.
Don't you just stop contacting people and go like a regular person?
I just wanted to find out what time it opened. That's all. And
well, they have a number for that too. Obviously, you called a different number.
Well, I made a mistake, and I apologize to the museum. And you know what? I will make a donation. Because it's a wonderful museum. Now I have to make a donation. So I will. So if they're listening, I will make a donation.
Get
okay?
out the paper. I'm coming back.
And I'm officially, my museum days are over. I don't want to go. I just want to look at some things like everybody else. I don't want to get in. I said, Jesus, I went to the butterfly exhibit. I got to fork over a bunch of cash.
That's right. $10,000 for you.
Yeah. I was going to go to the planetarium, but forget it.
Forget it.
Oh, a donation. And I shouldn't. I thought you call it a donation.
No, that's what they have written on that little thing in the window.
No, because I said, hey, I want to make a donation. And the guy goes, oh, a donation. Let us go get our...
No, when you're saying it to the guy, it's a whole different thing.
I didn't know.
Oh, you.
Just want to pay admission. That's all.
Never leave home. Look
I made such a mistake. He goes, well, you have to fill out a form. I go, what, for $100?
Look at what a mess you are.
And then he realized what it was, and he... Oh, we don't need a piece of paper over here.
Please. He probably threw it away, tore up your $100.
Oh, I really don't know what to do in those situations. I just don't.
When you say that to the guy.
Yeah, because he was like, this is chump change.
Come to my office.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so appreciative. Oh, it's such an embarrassing situation.
Oh, you don't even know how embarrassed I am.
Imagine.
You don't know. The rest of the day was ruined.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I just, because I watched the movie there. It was great. It was wonderful.
All this personal attention.
Yeah.
They're thinking, wow, he's so impressed.
And then I gave $100.
Contribute.
And I thought $100 was nice because people pay like $10.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I blew it.
Not you.
Please.
I mean, not somebody they're opening up early for.
Could you say something to make me feel a little better?
You blew it.
Did you really?
Again.
You're killing me.
What you did.
Right.
You had a personal tour.
Thank you. Good night. I didn't want any personal tour. What is it?
You just know that the guy was already ready to name a wing after you.
I know. I don't. Oh, man. I just want.
Butterfly exhibit.
I just wanted to go see the exhibit like a normal person.
You did the right thing. Your heart was in the right place. Maybe you jumped the gun a little bit. But I understand what he might think when Howard says Howard Stern.
But they call it a donation.
Yes, but you just go up to the window and do that.
I said, I want to make a donation. He went, oh. I went, wait. I pulled out $100.
You wanted to has actually worked out.
They were ready to rename a species after me.
He was thinking donation. You were thinking like tip.
Yeah, like an admissions fee. Why shouldn't I pay? Everyone else pays.
Because I think the minimum donation that they asked for is like $5 or $6. So you're going to give $100 for two people. Right.
Yeah, but that's a whole different level.
Mm-hmm. Paul, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Dude, what's happening?
Not much.
Yeah.
Listen, sister called you last week offering to go to a museum over, I don't know what town it was in or whatever.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn. There you go. Why didn't you go there?
Oh, hey, man, that was a black museum. I haven't worked my way up to black museum. Although a $100 donation there, Michael, we will accept it.
I'll get a wing there.
Yeah. I'm too much of a wuss, man. I don't know.
All right, bro. Take care.
All right, thank you, bro. Hey, Bruce, you're on the air.
Hi.
Hey. You're on the air, dude.
Oh, okay. So when you go to the museum, you give the donation when you get there.
Yeah. Well, no, here was the deal. I would have walked through the front door and paid admission, like $10 or whatever, $17.
Right. They tell you it's a suggested donation.
Right. So I turned so they, brought me in and they let me go to the butterfly thing.
They never took you to that window.
They never took me to the window. So I said to the guy, "Oh, here's my donation."
Yeah, so when you said that afterwards, they thought you wanted to make some big donation.
I know. I made a real error.
Yeah.
So it was just like, if I was real embarrassed, and I'm like, oh, man.
We don't do this just for admission.
Yeah, and I was just like, hey, no, I've only been legally separated for 2 weeks. You don't understand. I'm just like trying to be
where my money is.
You don't understand. I don't even want to be here. I just, I want to find something to do with my kid. That's all.
So next time do it before you, when in the beginning.
Yeah, well, they didn't bring me through there.
See, this is the whole point. A guy who's being brought through doesn't just pay the admission.
All right, I'll send over a real donation, okay? All right? If that'll get everyone off my back. Add it to my $100.
You don't have to.
Yeah, I really, you know what? It seems like to me the Museum of Natural History's got plenty of dough. You should see that place.
Oh,
You don't have to. There was a
How do they pay for that thing?
It's contributions, and I'm sure they have government funding.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They need contributions.
The government gets so much of my money, I don't know why I have to make an additional contribution.
That's like the Metropolitan tells you it's like $7 or $10 suggested donation, and everybody stands in line and gives it, but you really only have to give whatever you want.
Right. So I give $100. Wasn't that nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
but you don't give that to the, like, I'm sure that was probably the curator of the whole museum.
Well,
yeah, it was. I don't know, but I don't know.
$100 is an insult.
Okay, I didn't know, man. I don't know what to do. I give him $100. I
Well,
left.
then he doesn't know what to do with it because it's like for him if you.
Yeah, so I said, here, you keep it. You take it. Go on and have dinner.
First time he's been tipped since he stopped being a waiter.
Right. Oh. I just don't know what to do. I'm really an infant. All right? I'm like a 6-year-old
You know
myself.
what? We should have TV cameras follow you around.
Yeah, please.
Make blunders like that. We need to see them.
Please don't bring this up ever again. I'm very upset about it.
That's funny.
Yeah, okay?
Okay.
Shh. I don't want to give it.
You know what? Somebody tried to buy me in the last week or two.
What do you mean?
There's a piece of artwork that an artist named Paul Richards did of me, and it's now on display.
That door thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got his own exhibit happening at I got to get the name of the gallery. And I went in to see the exhibit this past weekend because my piece of artwork is there. And they said, do you know how many times we could have sold that?
Right.
This past week, there was this Swedish couple. It wasn't anything about me.
Yeah, I tried to buy it.
Who I am. But they were so in love with it that they wanted to buy it.
Are you kidding? Chris, you're on the air.
And they couldn't sell it.
Jew boy.
I wasn't being cheap. I didn't know what to do.
$100, Howard. They opened the museum for.
All right. Yeah, what are you going to give them, you cheap bastard? What do you do?
I'd give them $100 if they opened the museum for me. They wouldn't open it for me, though.
Yeah, you know what? I don't want anybody opening any museum for me either.
Probably,
I'm so sorry.
Jackie would have probably given him $100.
No, Jackie would not have given them $100.
He's not getting it open for him either.
Right, thank you. No problem. All right, I'll send over. I guess now it's going to cost me $10 billion because I went to the museum to see some butterflies. I just wanted to do something fun with the kid.
Well, then you go like a regular person.
I wanted to.
Person.
Oh, I want to hang myself. Everything I do is a disaster. Yeah, Don, go ahead.
Howard, I'd just like to say that Ashley has the sweetest, kindest, most talented father in the world.
Thank you.
Oh, no need to thank me. I was referring to Don Imus's daughter, Ashley. He's a good father. He's there for his kids.
Is Imus name his kid Ashley, too?
I guess the kid's name is Ashley. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was Wyatt Earp. I thought he had a son named Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt, that's who it is.
Ours are Wyatt Earp. All right, dude, thanks.
Anytime.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Hey, Bob Schimmel's here. His daughter is here, too, Jessica. I wonder what it's like to be Bob Schimmel's daughter.
Must be something like being your daughter.
I wonder if he gives a $100 donation. If the guy from the museum is listening.
You would like those papers now.
Yeah, give me the papers. I'll make a donation.
The papers.
Yeah, bring in Schimmel. Man. So Bob Schimmel went and did he's a comedian. He went and did the Hollywood Squares, and evidently they
You know, Bob has blown every audition that he's ever had for a pilot.
Right.
He just can't. How did she grow up looking so normal with him as a
How come she looks normal and Bob doesn't? Come on in, sit down. What's the matter? He's not your real father.
That's real nice.
How old are you?
Off the bat.
21.
Yeah, it's hard to believe you have a 21-year-old daughter.
Yeah, you don't look that old.
Yeah, how old are you again, Bob?
Yeah, I'm going to be 50 in January.
You're
wow.
kidding.
Nope.
Well, you're wearing it well.
Thank you very much.
So was it hard for you growing up with a comedian as a father, especially like Bob, like your parents always getting divorced and remarried and...
They never told me.
Oh, they didn't?
I didn't find out until I listened to your show one day.
Oh, really?
Really?
Oh, so you never even knew, like he would leave and you wouldn't even know he left.
I don't remember.
He was on the road.
That's right. So listen, I got to tell you this right off the bat.
Yeah.
She's a pre-med student of U of A in Tucson.
Right.
And she has a very important EMT class today that you can't miss or you get kicked out of school. And she told her professor there was a death in the family.
Oh, no. What's he doing on the air?
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
know
good.
it was coming.
Well, where do you go to school?
U of A.
U of A. Where is U of A?
University of
Tucson.
Arizona.
Oh, Arizona.
She
So you
said-
just came here with your dad.
Yeah, she just came for. I actually brought her so she can come and. She was just going to hang out back there, and she told me last night, and I didn't know that Gary Coleman is a DJ in Tucson, and she said he stinks.
Is that right? He's real bad?
No, he is so bad.
Really? Like, what do you mean?
Like, one of those people that just should never have been born. Oh. You understand. You listen to him and you want to vomit.
Really?
You know, first, I mean,
Well, actually, I heard he's like an intern.
he is. In Tucson, you know that Gary Coleman's a big deal in Tucson.
Is he really?
Celebrity.
Yeah.
So he moves down there, moves in with some grocery bagger. He meets,
Get closer to that microphone.
moves in with a grocery bagger. He meets at a grocery store.
Right.
She sells stories about his sexual feet fetishes to some tabloid.
Oh, we didn't know that.
You should have been here for the interview.
He moves out. So first, you know, he's on the air, and he's so obnoxious. They can't stand him. Now they have him handing out cookies at car dealerships.
I felt bad for him. I feel bad for him, man, because his parents took all his money.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to do that if they hadn't
Yeah, I mean,
him of his cash.
the reason he's handing out cookies at car dealerships is they took all his cash, man. I mean, there's nothing worse than that.
It's so sad. He announces his dates, and he's like, I'm taking a girl to the Olive Garden tonight. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah,
What
yeah.
have you been reduced to?
You sure it's because he says he doesn't have chicks. He's never gotten laid.
Well, apparently he's into feet. That's why.
He's working his way up.
Wow, we needed you for the interview. Can't believe it.
He lied.
So you're a pre-med student? Oh, does that mean like you're really smart? You must be. What were your SAT scores?
I'd rather not say.
Were they low?
Are you going to school in Mexico for a minute?
Do you know Spanish? Really? You're smart?
No, they were fine.
What are your SAT scores? Be honest with me.
I honestly...
Come on, you
Come on.
remember.
A little honest. I didn't break 1,000, so don't be embarrassed.
They were the minimal. It was like 1040, the lowest you needed to get into.
So how can you be pre-med?
Oh,
Like
don't let anybody be pre-anything.
Yeah, I guess you're not really pre-med.
She better do very well.
No, like my friend, Dr. Lou Weinstein, right? I went to college with him. I remember in high school, he took the SATs, and like he was complaining because he only got like a 710 on English.
Mm-hmm.
And he got like a 760 in math, or almost a perfect score. And I was at 1040. You couldn't even be a foot doctor at 1040. No offense, you're a nice woman and everything.
Maybe you could
You're
be
Bob's
a vet
daughter,
or
so
something.
you could be a vet. No, you could be. What do they call that?
What is that? Those doctors who aren't really
Oncologist or
doctors?
something. Yeah.
No, not an oncologist.
What is that called?
You're talking like a
podiatrist?
Podiatrist.
You could be a podiatrist. You should be like a psychologist.
No.
Like one of those kind of doctors, like a PhD.
Most of my friends, I went to a private girls' school in Phoenix, and a lot of my
Parochial.
friends.
Really? Why'd you do that? Why'd you send her to a
My
parochial
wife
school?
put her in a parochial school, which my
Oh, like
parents
you
really
had
loved.
nothing
All
to
girls.
do with it.
All girls. It was okay.
Bob,
when
are
it was
you
time to
Jewish?
Pick her up. Yes.
Your daughter goes to parochial school?
Yeah. I know. My parents are Holocaust survivors, so that went along really good.
Yeah, right.
Like I was out of the will in 9th grade already.
So are you Jewish or are you Christian?
That's a bad topic.
Why? You're a
I
Christian,
don't
right?
believe in organized religion.
Oh, you don't. But do you consider yourself like a Catholic?
No.
No.
I hate
Well, it's not organized at our
strongly with
house.
Catholicism after going to a parochial school.
You do. You didn't like it.
No, it's annoying. I mean, they teach you, they're like, can't have birth control and only sex for procreation and don't have...
Your daughter's good looking, Bob.
Thank you very
You
much.
know, I'm trying not to
My
look at her
wife
like
did not want her to get on. My wife called me last night and she said, Bob, I'm begging you, do not do this.
This could be another breakup
I said,
for you.
why? She
Yeah.
said,
You might have
"No,
another
you have no
separation."
idea how close we are.
Yeah. I'm
not
only on my
kidding.
first separation. He's been through it like 17 times.
I know. Hey,
Do
listen,
you
I was
go
going to
and do
split
it
up with her just for the
legally?
publicity.
Did you have a legal separation when you guys got separated?
We were divorced.
You were divorced?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
You didn't know that about your parents?
Oh.
You didn't know your parents were divorced?
I have cousins my age, and they all knew, and they were just told not to tell me. One day I'm listening to a radio show, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh.
Hey, your father's weird, man.
Yeah, no, we were married, and we were married for about 6 months. That's how it started. We got married. Well, here's what happened. We wanted to get married. Her parents said no.
Right.
No way. You're not ready to get married. And I said, hey, they're not going to tell us what to do. So to punish them,
right,
we got married.
Right.
And I'm still punishing them 23 years later.
So you got married, and then you got divorced. When was the first time?
No, first we got annulled 6 months later.
All right, that was the annulment. Look at she's like in shock, your kid.
Oh, my goodness. Was she around when you were
Oh, not then. No.
Yeah,
She wasn't even conceived yet.
Okay.
So you got annulled.
Yes.
And then you decided to get back together. You had to get remarried.
How long before you got remarried after the annulment?
About a year. We started seeing each other again, and then we got married secretly in Las Vegas. But then she still stayed with her parents, and I stayed with my parents. And then she got pregnant with Jess. And one day when she was starting to show, her mother said, what's with you? And she said, I'm like 4 months pregnant. And she said, pregnant? And my wife said, it's not what you think. Bob and I are married.
Right.
And she said, then what are you living at home for?
Yeah, right. What kind of marriage is this? Well, it's a lot cheaper living at home when you're married.
So what did you do? Meet and go to hotels?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
Yeah,
so
the Motel 6.
That's exciting. And then you got separated a couple of times.
Then we got separated, then we reconciled, then we got legally separated.
You did legally separate.
He's done it all.
Oh, yeah, then we got divorced.
That's what keeps it hot. And you had your daughter had no idea any of this was going on.
Where did you think I was when I was gone all that time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you were just...
You
busy.
did visit, didn't you, Bob?
I thought I was busy.
You thought he was working. You don't care. How old were you when your parents divorced and you didn't know
I
it?
don't even know.
How old was she when you did that, Bob?
Probably about a year and a half.
Oh,
the first time.
Yeah.
And then, but what about the legal separation, divorce?
Yeah.
How old was she for that?
She wasn't there for those things. I think we had a babysitter.
Yeah.
She wasn't in court.
Did these legal separations last a long time?
Yeah.
Was this a boarding school she was in?
No, it was a parochial all-girls
You mean,
school.
wait a second, you were separated for a couple of months and your daughter had no clue.
No.
So what would you do? You would just come home and live while you were separated?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I wasn't living with them. They moved out.
They moved out?
Yeah.
Oh, they left you?
Yes.
And you never told your daughter?
One time I had a fight with my wife, and I said, look, if you don't like it, you don't have to be here when I get back. Not knowing that when I got back, she really wouldn't be there.
Literally.
All the stuff was gone, and there was a note saying goodbye.
Right.
I finally, after hearing it on the radio, I took my mom out one night and I gave her some wine. She's a little tipsy.
Right.
I started
I don't know the
asking
story.
her about this stuff. Saying, well, where was this? And she's like, oh, we were separated, and I got into the car because we were supposed to go on a date, and there were wine glasses and women's underwear in the car for someone else.
Oh, man, Bob.
She said that you sold your wedding ring to buy wine for this girl.
Is that true? And so now
I didn't sell it. It was at a pawn shop. I could have got it back.
So you've never asked your father about any of this? No, it's embarrassing.
You wouldn't tell me.
Because you were with chicks. Bob.
You were just going to tell the underwear story, and that was it. What's the selling the line? Her boyfriend sold my underwear on eBay.
Who cares? This is better.
This is better. No, it's not.
I find out all these stories later.
So you sat down, your mother was very honest with you, and she said, look, he was busy with wine and women's underpants in the car.
That's why the breakup lasted longer.
She said they were supposed to go on a date and reconcile, and then she got in the car. And
Nice.
He sold his wedding ring to buy wine and women's
But Bob,
underwear.
if you're going to have a date with your wife, why would you leave women's panties in the car for the date?
But she said that she would come home and there'd be like women in towels, and he'd say that they were playing racquetball.
It wasn't women. It was one girl, and she was. Yes, she was.
Diaphragm was out.
The diaphragm. You listen to this. Why would you leave a woman's diaphragm out?
No.
I mean, really,
Come on, Bob.
It's funny because
It's
Bob,
very thin here.
Bob's got an excuse for everything because I know the story about the woman.
Yeah.
The woman was just a female friend who was a comedian.
Yeah.
And they were playing racquetball, and she just came to the house to take a shower, and just his wife just happened to come home.
We're buying that too.
We were.
So you're saying when you were legally separated, you didn't see any other women?
Wait a minute, isn't this the one where you didn't think you were getting back together, so you were having the little fling?
No. Hey, wait, no.
This had to be quite a shock to your system,
Yes.
right? Yeah, and it's a hard discussion to have with your mother, and yet even after this discussion, you didn't say, hey, Dad, I know everything.
No, I said, why did you take him back? I wouldn't have.
Right.
Said,
Ooh.
Okay, this was a good
she
idea.
took him back
This was
because when they reconciled and had sex one night, she got pregnant again, so she figured.
Oh, man.
And you're worried about getting kicked out of school?
Now, why would your wife tell your beautiful daughter this?
Harsh.
I mean, about you. I mean, it's almost like, he knocked me
That is
out.
a question that will be discussed in about 9 hours.
He he
face to
contacted.
face.
You know, I guess his wife didn't have any diaphragm stories.
I'm almost out right now.
Explain the diaphragm, how that ended
Okay,
up.
no, this is what happened with that. See,
Explain to your daughter.
I came here to promote my HBO special.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a good one.
No, but the diaphragm.
You should work with your daughter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I'll be lucky if I can visit her after
No,
this.
this is definitely a sitcom.
Jesus Christ.
What happened with the diaphragm?
No, we were separated, but my wife and I were trying to reconcile.
Okay.
She lived in a different apartment,
Right.
and I lived in this place, and I went out with this, we went to play racquetball.
See, he's got to get the story straight.
No, yes. It's
You
very
went to play
early for me.
racquetball with a
We
comedian.
played racquetball with this female comedian,
What
and we
time
used to
of the
write
night was
together.
this?
It was but
And
it's
she
a-
popped her
no, they have a
diaphragm
lit
out?
course. It was no, it was in the afternoon.
Right.
We played racquetball.
Right.
And then she came back to the apartment and she said, listen, she had an acting class, and she said, is it okay if I shower before I go over there?
Yeah.
And I said, okay.
Yeah, I'll
so,
And how's the diaphragm wind up on the nightstand?
And she was a pretty good actress because she acted like Carl Lewis and ran out of there very fast, and my wife barged in.
Right. So you're telling me
No,
that
she came out of the shower wearing my wife's robe, and my wife just happened to come over to say, look, I really want things to work, and there's the girl dripping wet in front of her. And she ran out, and I told my wife, it's not what you think. We were playing racquetball, and I went to pick up the girl's pocketbook to give it to her, and her diaphragm case fell out. My wife said,
that always happens.
Yeah, she said, is this one of the rackets?
Right.
And,
yeah, it's a
that was
highlight scoop. Yeah, you know them, honey.
Well, you need that for racquetball.
Right. So you didn't know any of this about your parents. You grew up after all.
They were good.
I don't understand, Bob, though, how you'd be legally separated and stuff.
divorced.
And you didn't sit down with your daughter and say, listen. Like, I'm going through it. My wife and I sat down with the kids, and we said, look, right now we need to separate. Things aren't going smoothly, and we had a long discussion. It was very painful, a lot of tears and all that kind of stuff.
But you supported the kids through it.
Yeah, I mean, you just left and never told the... I said it to my wife, why do we have to tell the kids?
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, you're
Why
right.
didn't you talk to
No,
Bob
that's what I said, because I said, what if it works out? But the thing is you probably have a different relationship with your wife, and ours became very volatile, and there wasn't going to be any sitting around and talking.
Oh,
about,
I see.
You know, we could still be friends, right? She's going, hold on. Can I talk to the lawyer, please?
Yeah, right.
What, friends with who?
Right.
No, I'm in big trouble now. I had my gallbladder out like 4 weeks ago.
Did you
And
really?
they give
You're
you
always sick.
They give me some really good medication. Well, one of the problems is...
Do you work out or something? You look like you're kind of chiseled right now. What's
Maybe
the story?
it's just he lost
because
weight
I lost weight from the surgery.
operation, yeah.
And so what happened was...
You got to tell me about Hollywood Squares.
No, I will.
Okay, go ahead.
I will.
Yeah, okay,
You know, he always has so many stories.
So listen, so I was on this blood pressure medication. One of the symptoms is it's very hard to get aroused when you're on medication.
Right,
and
right.
you know, and my wife constantly is going, is this what it's going to be like for the rest of our lives?
Right. You get your daughter, she's like, what do I do with my face while my father talks about
She
his
knows
arousal?
this. No, she knows this story.
Right,
I come back from the hospital.
This he
and-
could tell her, but he can't say he's legally separate. Yeah.
And I was pretty stoned on this medication, and my wife caught me in a sex chat room.
Oh.
You are just
Did she?
No, trying to tell us, because my mom locked him out of the bedroom, and she tried to say, no, we're talking about the end of the world and Y2K.
Well, it was the end of the world. She caught me.
So, philosophical thing.
Were you there for this, or your mom told you about
No,
it?
I was there.
She was there.
So your dad was on the chat room, and he was having
Obviously
sex.
not having any problems with the
All
blood
I
pressure
hear is,
medication that night.
Well, I was excited. Does it make you uncomfortable that your dad likes to have sexy chats?
No, actually, I don't. It doesn't bother me.
He's a human being.
Normal.
He's a man.
It's normal.
It's normal.
It's normal. Every father. No.
But you could see that your mother would be upset because he claims impotence due to his blood medication.
She wanted to know.
Right, and all of a sudden when he's typing with one hand, he's fine. Right. I, as a matter of fact, wrote my book that I did have sex chats. I do. I had them, and
Yeah, but nobody walked in on you. Bob doesn't lock doors.
Didn't you pee on the floor?
who peed on the floor?
I did. No, Jess, what are you talking about?
Why did you pee on the floor?
No, because she scared it out of me. That's why.
Are you
She was right
kidding?
behind me, and I was so out of it. She said, "Bob, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm just checking my mail." And somebody's like,
do you want it now, big boy?
And you wet yourself?
"Oh yeah,
Oh, my goodness. What a mess.
You peed?
oh yeah."
Your wife caught you? You peed? What kind of man are you?
Thanks, Jess.
Man.
Thanks, Jess.
Bob, what's your story? Are you embarrassed by your father?
No.
No,
Are you upset when your dad would even do very dark material? With some of my favorite materials when he talks about your brother who died.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about that. Did you ever hear that material?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be painful when your dad starts doing that, right? But he's an honest comedian.
Sort of. have, but at the same time, my brother Derek had such a great sense of humor, and his whole life was, my dad was the epitome of his life, and he went on the road with him. Sometimes he'd go on stage with him. And
wow.
So he
would have found it funny. He would have definitely laughed at it.
Because it's a great story. When Bob talks about how the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and it was kind of a waste that we're going to give a wish to, your brother, but Bob said, well, he wants to see my dad make love to Dolly Parton.
Something like that. Yeah, why don't adults get a wish? We never get a wish.
You
Healthy
live.
adults.
You don't get any wishes.
That's right.
Those kids who die, they're not going to be around to enjoy the memory of that wish. What about the dads of these sick kids?
Who are going through it.
I had to do an interview last night for something. I took her to dinner with me, and we're sitting there with these people that I never met before, and all of a sudden they asked her, what's it like having him for a father, and he talks about sex all the time, and then she starts talking about masturbation in front of this guy.
I was just saying.
Just saying.
What's your story? You got a boyfriend?
No, I have a fiance.
All right. Oh, yeah.
She's going to go through the whole trip. She's going to get married young, divorced, legally separated.
You're a little young to be.
I have to catch up on the divorces here.
Yeah.
No, all I was saying was any guy you ask in high school or college about masturbation, he'll be like, 10 times a day, this way, that way. You ask a girl, any of my girlfriends, I would never do that.
Oh, they're lying.
And I don't understand why women lie about it.
I know, they all do it.
It's abnormal. If they say they're not doing it.
You ever asked your daughter if she masturbates? I mean, this is a whole new area.
I heard this, and he said, I'm not asking the question.
I'm doing it now, by the way.
It's a whole new area that I can explain to the Children's Protective Services.
All right, tell me about Hollywood Squares, because this sounds great. You actually caused them to stop taping, right?
Well, yeah.
When did you do this, by the way?
Last week.
Plan to do this stuff, or does it just happen?
No, listen. No, wait a minute. Wait.
By the way, I should plug you, too. You got a new CD coming out?
December 7th, and I have an HBO special that premieres Saturday night.
November 13th at 10
This coming
p.m.
Saturday. I'm on Hollywood Squares all week this week, and Conan tomorrow night live in L.A.
All right. Well, so things are happening.
The Improv in Bray at the end of the week.
He's finally going to.
No, finally something's going to happen, and you're
finally 50 years old. It's happening. Yes,
you are a big part of that.
So anyway. Are you going to be a bitter comedian like Rodney Dangerfield? All your big success will come when you're 50? No. Bob, so what happened?
Coming. So,
right. What happened to...
Right. I love the way he dismissed that.
No, I heard it. What happened on Hollywood
Okay, so I do Hollywood Squares, and they're really great people there. But, here's what happens. They never tell you the answers to the questions.
Right.
They give you bluff answers, and they give you jokes that someone writes.
Right. I did it years ago. So you go in a room, and they brief you beforehand.
So you don't know the answer.
I told my parents I'm on Hollywood Squares, and they said, yeah, but that's not the real one. So
yeah, right. I wasn't even on the real one.
It's not the real one.
The real
right.
one was with Paul Lind.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Mom, I'm on the Mike Sullivan show. So I get there, and here's what happens.
What square were you in, by the way?
No, I was in every square except the center, because they switch you around every...
Oh, they do? Okay, all right.
So I was sitting next to Whoopi, and the question was, if you're reaching for your mashie or your niblick, what activity are you involved in? And I said, playing Twister with Louis Anderson. And the grid started laughing, and all of a sudden they stopped tape, and there was a huddle. And
really, they stopped tape.
And the people were talking, and Louis films Family Feud there. And
they had a discussion. See, when I did it, they just edited everything out. I said.
Well, that's why I don't know what's going to happen. So then they came back and they said, we're going to ask you another question.
All right. So they stopped tape and they got rid of that question and they said, we're starting a new one.
They said the term "a pig in the poke" refers to what? And I said, spending the night with Louis Anderson. And Adam Carolla was sitting up above me, and I heard him stamping his feet on the thing. And the cast of Everyone Loves Raymond was there, and they thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, that's good.
And Whoopi Goldberg ducked behind her square. She was on the floor.
She liked
it. She wouldn't come up, yeah.
So why, if everyone's laughing, would they stop that?
Well, wait a minute.
Because I don't think you're supposed to mention people's names on the show.
The Louis Anderson line didn't go the first time. Why did you do a second Louis Anderson?
So we'd have something to talk about here.
If I knew, right. All right. If I knew it was going to have that reaction, I would have done it on the first show instead of waiting till the fourth one.
So now, did they stop tape a second time?
No, I don't know what they did.
You don't know. So
I don't know.
A lot of it might be edited out.
I don't know if they edit or how they do it on the show.
Right. So they left it in.
There was no more discussion?
No, not even goodbye when I left. And I know Louis. I told him. I said, Louis is a friend of mine. He's a nice guy and everything, but he is really fat. I mean, because they said you just called Louis Anderson a pig on national television.
No, I think you even implied more.
And I said, he's a nice guy, but I told him once, I said, Louis, you're so fat. I mean, seriously, for someone to for someone to pleasure you orally, I mean, you'd have to like lay across 2 chairs face down, and the person would have to roll underneath like on those things the car mechanics use.
Yeah, right.
And he said, it's nice to know you got it all worked out already.
Yeah, so, you thought it through. So, Bob, this is a big event for you, the Hollywood Squares, because that shows a certain legitimacy.
National, yeah.
National, perhaps you'll be noticed now.
I also was almost on Jerry Stiller Friars Club roast.
You know what happened? You got thrown off a roast?
I don't know how that happened. You know, I have a
where
thing
was
with
this?
Comedy Central.
Comedy Central had a roast.
For Jerry Stiller.
Jerry Stiller is the comedian who used to be on Seinfeld. He played somebody's father.
He played George's father, and then he thought he'd do something different and play Raymond's father.
Right.
So,
So
they asked me to do the roast.
Right. So this is where you get up for a couple of minutes and make fun of the guy.
Yeah.
So what happened?
At the Friars Club, where anything goes.
Right. Now, what could you possibly have said? I don't even think you can repeat it, can you?
What did he do?
I don't know. I heard about this.
This is the second time with these people in less than a year. First it was the awards, where all of a sudden, you tell people to vote, and the internet site gets yanked.
Do you know about this?
That we did. Right?
The Comedy Network. They had a vote. Who is the funniest guy in the world? So I did Bob a favor, and I said, hey, everyone vote for Bob Schimmel.
What was funniest new comedian?
Right. And he won. All our fans got on the internet and clogged it with votes. Right?
No, yeah, that's what it was.
So they said, oh, this is a foul.
Right.
This is not right. So they had to give Bob the award since he won. But they also gave it to someone else.
They gave it to someone else.
They reworded it.
They gave it to someone else, and then they had to give it to 2 girls also because they didn't want it to be obvious. So
right.
What, did everybody get an award?
Everyone ended up getting the award.
So Rodney came over to me that night, and he said, the other girl that won, the one that wasn't supposed to, he said, she really owes you something because she wouldn't have it if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, and you got that award, but that was under protest. And then
they said because of controversial campaigning.
Right, and then you went on.
So then I get asked to do the Friars Club roast,
and that seems like an easy gig. All you can do is get up. So what?
And I creamed them on there. As a matter of fact, in the New York Observer, there was an article about the roast, and the guy was there and said that he thought I was the highlight of the whole thing.
You were funny, right?
See, you made the other guys look bad.
You think your daughter could get in a bathing suit for us? All right, we'll pass on that. Go ahead. Yes, and she's really cute.
She said she would if your daughter would do it at the same time. So,
well, let's call that a standoff. So
I was on there. What did I say? Oh, I said that Jerry Stiller's a very nice guy,
right?
And that he's always, no matter where he's been in his career, he's had a helping hand for other comics. And one day, this comic came over to him in a club and said, "Mr. Stiller, I'm a big fan of yours, and I've been doing comedy for about 8 years, and I can't seem to get anywhere. And if there's anything you can do to help me." And the Jerry said that if you let me perform some kind of oral.
Fellatio.
Thank you, Jess.
Right. That's okay, fellatio.
On you, that I'll give you, that I'll do everything I can to help you. And the comedian said yes, and that comic today is Ellen DeGeneres. Well, that
did not go over.
No,
nobody liked that.
No. Because it was a trick joke, because I used a word in there that would make people believe that it really was going to be a guy I was talking about.
Right, yeah, you fooled them.
But I'm out. So then here's what happens.
So they cut you out of the entire roast?
And they say that it was because of time, that the show ran too long, and they had
to eliminate you completely because of time.
But the bad part is I was in the pre-show, the pre-roast party interview stuff, so people are seeing me on that, thinking, hey, you're going to be on there, and then I'm never on.
There you go. Well, that's unreal.
The story of your life is what it is.
No, but not now. There's a lot of good things happening now. But
people might not miss him on that roast. After his own kids didn't miss him when he was separated from them.
Oh my God!
No, he's not there.
They just don't know. Nobody realizes when he's gone. Well, anyway, this is exciting. I've learned a lot today.
Have you really?
Yeah, I really have. Bob, what is your daughter's name? I don't even know.
Jessica.
Jessica.
Now, Jessica, do you think he's a good dad?
Yeah, he's a good dad.
Yeah, he's a fun dad.
He's fun.
Yeah, it's always interesting. And he took you on this business trip all the way to New York.
She's saying that because she wants to go to Bloomingdale's after. Is that right?
Drop a little cash.
You know why I think that he's a good dad is because I should probably not announce this everywhere. All my grandparents know it's cool. When I decided to have sex, I told him first.
You did?
Wow. And
not your mother?
No, because she's a little hysterical.
She's uptight.
And I tell my dad first, and at first I'm just talking about like other things, and he's like, well, you can't live your life from the front porch, and and you got to learn what you're going to regret more, doing it or not doing it. And it was with my fiance, and I planned this whole thing, and we went.
Is this the first? Your fiance is your first?
Mm-hmm.
And you're only?
Mm-hmm.
And you think that's wise? How old are you? 21?
She doesn't think it's
If I could go
wise.
back to high school, I would have been the biggest slut. But now that I'm...
You better hope.
But what are you going to do? You're going to get married and only have sex with one guy the rest of your life?
No, and him too.
Oh, right. And how old are you?
21. Almost 22.
Oh, you're old enough to make that decision.
Oh my goodness!
But he helped me. I mean, they're really honest, and I was really fortunate because I ended up, telling my mom, and at first she's hysterical, and then she's like, "Well, you're only young and firm once," and started telling me about her and my dad and giving me advice, and I was like,
Right.
"Wow."
Wow.
What kind of advice could she give?
You're only young and firm once.
Does she tell you how to clench your fists while you're doing it? So,
I'm lucky because a lot of my friends at school can't tell their parents, can't tell anyone, and they have a lot of problems.
I'm hoping
I can come home and tell my parents, and I'm diabetic. And
are you?
I ended up having some. There's a lot of complications sexually that you can have with diabetes.
Really?
I didn't know.
well, especially if you use those licking lotions that have a lot of sugar in it.
Right. What a dad.
Yeah, edible panties are out.
Yeah, edible panties will
No,
give you
they have
a
them with
sugar
Sugar
rush.
Sweet now.
Oh, they do have edible panties.
I mean, it was good. I could talk to my
Like
mom.
what kind of sex stuff goes wrong with diabetics?
Well, first, this hasn't happened yet, but you can definitely you lose sensation in a lot of young men. I have friends my age who are impotent already.
Oh.
Really?
You lose sensation. You're more prone to like yeast infections. Just a whole bunch
Really?
of stuff. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. You have to take all these medications.
What am I doing here?
At the same
I need to
time,
hear
like-
about your yeast infection.
But you don't have any.
She said it hasn't happened.
Okay.
But the
Just
big,
don't have one on Passover.
the big clincher was I was allergic to spermicide and didn't know.
Right. Oh.
I was in a lot of pain.
Which is close
having
to
a
my
lot of
wife because she's
problems.
allergic to sperm.
No, and I couldn't understand, because on TV everyone's like throwing each other around and it's so fun, and this is
Right.
so painful and horrible. So I call my mom up and she's like, "Well, your dad's allergic to spermicide, and you guys have sensitive skin, so maybe it's the same thing."
Oh my goodness!
Bob, you're allergic to spermicide?
My wife tried that foam or whatever it is.
And it really lit you on fire, huh?
Lit me on fire. Yeah, I thought I was like having intercourse with a calzone.
I was wrong.
Oh man. Wait, yeah. So you were saying?
Oh, I went to the health center every day, and I'm like, "What the hell's wrong with me? I'm bleeding." And they're like, "Well, maybe you have cervical cancer, maybe you have this, maybe you have that." And I'm like, "I should have never had sex before marriage, like my mom said. My punishment." And
That was horrible.
I
So
didn't
thank
know
God.
what was wrong, and I was like,
I don't know any of these stories.
My fiance is like, I don't.
Well, now everyone
I
does.
do. So luckily I called
How
my
would he
mom.
know
At
what
first
to
she's
do?
like, rent a porno and drink wine.
Right.
So I rent the porno, and it makes me want to vomit.
I'm bleeding. Rent the porno and drink wine.
So then I have wine, which I'm not supposed to drink anyways. I'm diabetic, and it makes me like so weepy. And my fiance's trying to pull moves, and I'm like, I miss my mom and dad.
Oh no.
And so nothing's working. And
It was
then
disastrous.
I found out it was all health related. And,
Right.
And then I get in the
A lot of health problems in the Schimmel
get in the
family.
car, and my grandparents are in there, and they're like,
What did you just say?
shoot.
Shoot is okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Do I lie? Because if it comes out in my dad's act, then I'm really in trouble for lying to my grandparents.
Right.
So I tell them the truth.
That you had sex. Everyone's involved in your sex.
And I'm out of the will.
Right.
And my grandparents are like sitting there, and this is what I was telling you last night. And Grandma turns to me and she goes, "Well, you do know it's only for the men. It's painful and horrible, and you just sit there and let them enjoy themselves."
Oh,
no.
Oh, man.
What a life. What an upbringing.
This is bad.
Oh, man. So now you're having sex and it's all comfortable and good.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Still working it out.
You're not with the right guy
Figure
then.
out why it's hard for women to have orgasms from
Let me tell you
just
something.
pure sex.
Can I just say something?
I don't say it's not the right guy, because no one
It
I
is.
know has.
Okay, look, listen to me.
yet.
Listen to me. You're very young. You haven't been with an older, experienced guy yet. No offense. Your dad wants me to teach you. I'll teach you. I'll show you.
good enough
I'll
to
talk.
do that?
Bob would be so honored if I had sex with you because Bob loves me.
I do.
Bob, you would be
Well,
fine with
you're
that,
free
right?
now. You could actually be his son-in-law.
Yeah, I am. Imagine I'm your son-in-law, Bob.
Oh, God. I'm going to pee again in a second.
Right. That'll scare you.
Oh, man.
Listen to me. You are so young, and I mean this from the bottom
Don't
of my heart.
make these mistakes.
Don't get married yet. You can have
Take it
sex with your
easy.
boyfriend, relax, and you'll see that you will find partners that will be able to deliver the big one.
Nurse.
Partners.
Partners.
She's got to run through a lot of them, Bob.
You're a little young. You're a little young to be making that decision.
My mom did it.
And you saw how well that worked out. So
I told her, I begged her to do it with somebody else. I really did.
And there's no rush to do it with someone else. But I'm saying you don't have to get married. What is the rush to be married? You can live with someone. You can hang out with someone.
You want to be a doctor. That's a lot of education you have to go through.
And,
Why saddle a person with that?
Robin, tell her about the back door. What you call during the commercial. There's a whole. There's a bunch of things you could learn.
I went to the hairdresser. And
Are you gonna get married and never have an orgasm?
Yeah, the day you actually have fellatio is totally different from sex. So I went to the
She said, I'm just going to tell the underwear story.
I went to the hairdresser, and somehow this came out because it was very open, and my mom was talking about it.
Yeah.
She said, well, I always have orgasms from sex, and I don't understand what's wrong with you, and so no one else I know has. So
you're young.
You do it, I don't know if you're allowed to say that. If you do it in the form that dogs do it.
Doggies.
All right. That's good. Thank you for cleaning that up.
Use a sex
toy.
then you're able to have orgasms with sex.
Right. Listen to me.
You did try that.
I came home one day and I was so hungry. My fiance brought this paper bag and I said, "Oh, you brought me dinner. That's so sweet." And it was a
vibrator. Listen to me.
This I didn't know either.
Listen to me.
I hide it when you come to
You
the
can have an orgasm through intercourse. And
hard.
it will.
No, it's
not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Someone has to help me.
Well, I'm going to help you. I love Bob, and I'm going to help. I'm going to help your family out, Bob.
Oh my God!
All right, I'm going to help you out. You don't
my
have to
manager
worry.
Lee Kernis right now sitting in.
I'm going to take you in the back room and show you that it's possible. All right.
All right.
All right.
No, I know it has to be something with the rhythm because you have to be.
It's a whole
You have
process.
to be able to.
We'll do it on the internet.
Inside and the outside at the same time.
Yeah, we'll hit all your
It has
spots.
to do with up here. You got to be relaxed.
Yeah.
I can't. That's one thing that I was asking my dad about regarding my brother. What you're saying.
Yes.
For a long time, I was saying I can't have sex because what if he's up there watching me and he's saying, "Oh my God."
You have-
See, all
And
these
you know what he
issues
says?
are going.
You better get her help. Listen to me.
What do you think he'd be doing? He'd be 18 this year. He'd be having sex with everybody.
He
Look
would
at
be
me.
thinking about you.
Look at me.
That's right.
I don't know if you trust me. Don't get married yet. All right, just don't.
Oh my
Bob,
God,
tell
my
her.
fiance's crying and
Your
she's
fiance.
He probably is really kind at Tucson. He's a nice guy, but he's smart in a lot of ways, but he is dumb in some ways. I mean, she was Jess. This is you got to tell him this is the truth.
Yeah.
She was getting a cold once or something, and I told her, don't eat dairy for a while because dairy produces mucus in your body.
Right,
and her boyfriend said, is cheese considered a dairy product?
Oh, boy.
All right.
Did he say that or not?
Yeah.
And you would have sex with a guy that doesn't know cheese is a dairy product?
Even I know that.
He's not playing racquetball with other women, so it's cool.
With their diaphragms.
Yeah.
At least he's
You
faithful.
know dairy, but
Right.
When I was in the hospital.
But look how she defended the boyfriend and rejected you all in one fell
Oh
swoop.
my God.
Doesn't that hurt? You're the one who was there when she was born.
she's not marrying you,
course-
Dad.
Right after.
Right. Yeah. He left shortly after.
What?
No, I don't know. I hear these stories where my mom tells me she's like, I'm
Don't
supporting your
believe
dad.
Is your wife supposed to be telling the kids
With
these?
other women and
No,
she's
she's not.
babysitting me with other women, like with what Lex.
Really?
Walking down Melrose in L.A. with
Is that
my
true?
goodness.
Did you know your wife
While
is
my mom
undermining
was
your?
supporting him.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Well, no. Why? Because she had a job? I was performing too.
You're making money.
You were performing with the babysitters in there.
Are we headed for divorce number 4?
I think so.
You
Bob,
don't know
let
how
me ask you
close you are
something.
right now.
Is your wife supposed to be telling the kids all these negative things about you?
No.
And how
no,
bad a
she's
man you
not.
are?
Will
What do
someone
you
please
say
call my
about
wife?
her?
You don't understand that. I mean, she loves him more than anything. He'll do stuff, and she'll be like, "But you don't understand how much I love him." And I'm like, "You could find someone else." But
she's against you, Bob.
but no, but
When I was in the hospital for the gallbladder, I was so out of it.
Right.
I actually called one of Jessica's friends to come and visit me at 1 o'clock in the morning.
You're kidding.
Really?
You're kidding.
You are a dog.
No wonder she's angry at you.
Jessica, did you know about this?
Apparently, yes. Yeah.
Really? What?
Jess showed up.
well, I slept with him in the hospital. I felt bad. I slept in. First of all,
She
when I'm
slept in
the
bed with
hospital-
me in the hospital.
When I'm in the hospital, he's always playing golf. But when he was in the hospital, I felt
You
bad.
were
'cause
with him.
If he
Right.
died or something, I'd always feel bad. So I went and I stayed with him.
That's nice. You'd feel bad if I died.
You
Yeah.
didn't want to be there.
But your mom tells you terrible things about your father, doesn't he?
Well,
Doesn't she?
It's just the facts.
Yeah. Well, the way she sees it.
The way she sees it.
Maybe Bob was lonely.
Well, the
Needed-
facts are bad. She shouldn't tell you.
Maybe it was hard taking care of his kid. He needed help with a female friend. You ever think of that?
I was a good might be.
But wait a minute, he's calling her friends to be with him while he's in the hospital under anesthesia.
I was
now, Bob,
scared and lonely.
Don't you think it's wrong to call your daughter's friends to be with you?
She was of age.
She was?
I mean...
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe you're a sex addict.
You're wacky.
Bob, you're nuts.
You're in the chat rooms, and then you're calling your daughter's friends.
Not funny. Growing up, you'd say that about my best friend. What if she was your stepmom? How would you like that?
Yeah, what if Bob marries your friend?
You know who you are. You're American Beauty.
She goes, go see this movie. Something.
Oh, don't say that because you want... What?
She's like, go see this movie. It'll remind me of something.
Oh.
But Howard, I got to
No, I don't like that because he winds up dead at the end.
Yeah, right.
I got to ask Bob a question. When you call, at 1 o'clock in the morning, when you call one of your daughter's friends, what do you say? You say, like, I need a visitor, or do you talk dirty to her? What do you say?
You know, I actually don't remember because I was on morphine at the time, but I remember that the nurse told me that they caught me down in the lobby of the hotel.
They did.
I mean, the hospital.
But
hotel. No, hospital.
But wait a second. That's an interesting slip.
Freudian. Very Freudian.
Wait, Bob, the hospital is not a hotel to call her friends. No, really. How do you have her friend's number? How do you have Jessica, your daughter's friend's number?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like the guy in American Beauty.
He probably called campus security or
Jessica.
No, I think it was www.anywho, and then you can find anybody on there.
Jessica, how did he even get your friend's number? And did your friend call you immediately and say, your dad just called me? Or
No, because Jessica was there.
I was there.
I see.
Just come up. You have to.
You had left the room for a few minutes.
I left for you. He's such a baby. He can't be alone for 5 seconds.
You left him.
So I left the room. You don't understand. I mean, he's screaming at the nurse saying, "It can't be like this for everyone. It's so painful." You know, so it hurts.
It was. I mean, it was.
His gallbladder.
Making me wait pain medicine. You know, and like meanwhile, there's kids with cancer sitting there like not even complaining.
Laughing at him.
Hey, but they don't feel my pain.
All of a sudden,
Never mind those kids with cancer.
So she tells me, she's like, I just wanted to let you know that your dad called and asked me to come by at 1 in the morning and keep him company. And I felt kind of uncomfortable that knowing, I said, but your daughter's there.
Right.
And he's like, it's okay anyways. And
she doesn't care.
So.
Wow. Did that freak you out?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. She didn't talk to me for a little while.
Yeah.
Neither did my wife.
You didn't tell your mom, did you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, she showed up.
Oh.
She was the friend who showed up.
Bob.
My wife showed up at the hospital.
Bob, you say this stuff like it's no matter of
it
fact.
happens to everyone.
Right.
Well, he goes, but you weren't here for me. And she's like, well, we have a 9-month-old baby I had to take home and take care of.
Oh, that's right,
You are just disgusting. You are disgusting.
Funny.
Wait a minute. I was in surgery.
You might be.
Excuses.
He said he
Wasn't
didn't
it like the
care 'cause he might
Biltmore?
have died, and he figured he didn't care what he did before he died.
Right. If he was going to die, he might have one of your friends. Is this a young lady that you watched grow up with Jessica and that you become enamored with her?
Enamored.
Yeah.
Is this the lady you were talking to on the computer? No.
Oh, man. You are really not going to Bloomingdale's.
You're grounded, young lady. You're grounded.
Oh, my God. I got out of surgery, and here's what I don't remember a lot about the hospital because I was on morphine, but I do remember that when I woke up, I was hungry. Were you there then?
Mm-hmm.
And I told them that I was hungry. They said you can't eat. You can only have a little water and some crackers or something. And I said that I wanted Skittles and barbecue potato chips.
Set my fiance out and Coke.
And Coke. And they said, you do not want to do this.
Right.
And I said, yes, I do. And who brought it for me?
Steve.
Her boyfriend.
Right.
Brought me the
I
stuff
just want to hear more about you calling the girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's the thing I want.
Yeah, who cares about your
I had a handful of Skittles, 2
Don't change
potato
the topic.
chips, and I
He's
puked all
changing the
over.
subject.
Go ahead. Go back.
All right, forget it.
No, go. Okay.
It's obviously painful, right?
No.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So your friend showed up?
It's over now. Are you kidding?
Is your friend real hot?
You know how many phone calls she's already
I don't
getting?
think so, but...
Yeah. Obviously your dad does. Are you kidding? She's beautiful.
She's the most beautiful woman.
Bob, is she beautiful, her friend?
Fake boobs.
Really?
That's why he likes her.
Hey, you know what?
But
I have something in common with her.
Bob, you could certainly meet a girl other than your daughter's friend.
Yeah, you don't have to hunt in her neighborhood.
Right.
Not at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I understand your wife has had a baby. She might be a little out of shape, and you need some young friend. But
as your wife herself said, you're only young and firm once.
Right.
I was on morphine. I didn't know what I was doing at the time.
Suddenly, Dennis Rodman and Carmen Electra are Ozzy and Harriet. This seems normal.
No.
Well, at least you understand. No. So, has your dad always sort of been attracted to your friend?
Yeah.
Yes, he has. He's always said to you, boy, she's very glamorous.
Not glamorous.
Why don't you have her over again?
So do you ever have your friend? Do you ever have your friend over to sleep over and stuff?
No.
No. Bad idea.
Actually, no friends sleep over anymore, including me, probably when I get home.
Yeah. So.
My mom was quite upset. She asked him, she's like, do you remember that she would come visit and she'd be there and, like taking you to the bathroom and feeding you ice chips? And he's like, no.
I remember the ice chips. Oh, no.
He doesn't remember ice chips. All right, listen. Yeah. This is wacky.
I think you're following Grandpa's advice. My grandpa said, if you ever cheat, it's easier to die than tell the truth.
Right.
My dad said that? It's easier to die than tell the truth. Well, now we know how they came up with the ending for American Beauty. It's easier to die than tell the truth.
So, Bob, what happened? You just got you got a momentary lapse of judgment, and you got attracted to the friend while you were under morphine.
Yes.
And you called.
People are very attractive under... What?
You don't take drugs often.
No.
Morphine's pretty good, though.
Right. And what happened was you went into a delusion. And you called one of your...
Don't give him excuses for being a pervert.
He is a pervert.
Yes. You're right.
Jess, you've never had morphine. You don't know what you're doing.
Really.
What were you on in the chat room?
Demerol.
He's a man. Try to understand. He has needs.
No, I was on there and she started saying something.
Your friend is a very sexy girl, obviously a tease, and that's the end of it.
It's all her fault.
What?
Yeah, she is a tease.
She is a tease. Okay.
Does she like your dad? Does she say your dad's cute and stuff like that?
No comment.
Oh, no. You know what she told me? She goes, Dad, is this because you're 50 and it's like a midlife crisis thing? And...
So yes, that's all.
Yes, that's all.
He doesn't understand, she's a real big flirt, and I tried to explain to him. I said, if she's flirting with you, it's for an ulterior motive. She's thinking you're in the hospital, you're going to die, maybe she'll get some money. I mean...
She couldn't like me for me.
Nobody couldn't possibly be attracted to you.
50. I mean, he's not like, he has a family, he's not like the best catch there is.
Right.
So, I mean, he's
God,
down,
yes.
He's 50, and so, I'm like, you don't understand. Well, she would never do that. Girls do stuff like that. Girls, I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
They manipulate. They play games.
Well, listen, at 50, he doesn't care what the reason is.
Yeah, he'll just take whatever he can get.
He'll take whatever he can get.
Thank you. Wow, you guys are really great.
Listen, this is amazing.
Is your self-esteem lower today?
Well, let me say something, Bob.
I'm not going to need my blood pressure medication.
Bob, if your HBO special deals with any of this, I'm right there. I tell you. What a life.
But my fiance does ask him for sex advice.
Right. Well, he's the guy to ask. That's for sure. He knows how to juggle everything. He's doing it all. He's living La Vida Loca.
I said, just don't do it with any dairy products.
Bob, you are a wild man. You really are. You shouldn't put down the fiance, because she's going to obviously side with him.
That's right. She'll marry him faster.
Yeah. No, it's not putting him down. He knows I would say that.
Right.
And he wouldn't have a problem with it.
Well, you're certainly an honest man. Bob Schimmel is a great comedian.
Yes, he is. He's living.
His daughter's even a greater comedian.
No.
And
go back to med school, Jess.
Yeah, he doesn't need the competition.
I come in there to get a sip of coffee, and the camera's on her in the green room. I'm going, what's happening here? I've been doing this for 19 years. She's in here 2 minutes. Yeah, so what's it like?
Well, Bob has the worst luck. His own mother was a Holocaust survivor.
Yes.
And she sold her story in Hollywood.
She's on a book signing tour right now.
And the fact that she outdid Bob is killing him. And
who's making the movie with her?
Kenneth Branagh. Right, Dennis? Is that right?
Like the hugest stuff.
Kenneth Branagh is playing her boyfriend, and Brad Pitt's playing my dad.
Oh.
And Steven Spielberg is producing this?
So that's why.
And this is your mom.
So that's why I think.
Takes meetings.
That's why those guys could be Holocaust survivors, because they picked the two most non-Jewish looking guys in the world to
Kenneth
play.
Branagh
and Brad Pitt.
You want people to be sympathetic.
Brad Pitt. Yeah. Where's my matzo bride?
Weird Al Yankovic is playing Bob.
I asked her. She came over to me and she goes, "Did you see the HBO special?" And I said, "Yeah." She goes, I did that for free. I did that for your father. I didn't ask for any money for that.
Oh, my parents are on the beginning of it.
You would ask for money? And she goes, "Of course. I'm in the industry."
I swear. I called my mother up and I said, "Ma."
Right.
I said, listen, we could go on like Oprah or one of these shows now because you're a Holocaust survivor. You got the book coming out. I have my HBO special coming out. First generation American.
Right.
A child of a Holocaust survivor. She said, I'm going to have to talk to my people and see if this is what we're looking for.
Oh,
like
really?
I'm riding in on her coattail.
Right. Oh, my God. Well, you've got your problems.
And obviously she didn't do it with you.
No wonder you're turning to your daughter's friends for comfort. I would do the same.
You know, she discussed it with her people, Howard, and they said
16.
No, I got to tell you something. Can I tell you something?
Not legal.
That is the ballsiest thing I've ever heard. Seriously. Like, my daughter has very attractive friends. My daughter's a very attractive young girl.
But you look at them like your daughter.
When I am around them, honest, Bob, this is square business. I look at them, I remember them all as little kids, and I look at them, I put them in a whole nother category.
But I don't remember her as a
I don't
little
even
kid.
want to look at them as sexual beings. I don't even want to think that they're thinking about sex because I just don't want to jeopardize that relationship with my daughter. And also, it's the wrong thing.
What a nice dad.
Yeah, I'm a great dad. Lousy husband, great dad. But,
he wants to jump.
I'm a lousy husband and a great dad, too.
No, you're a lousy husband and a lousy dad.
We haven't found out what you're good at yet.
You know what I like about Bob's relationship
I'm good
with
in
his
the
daughter?
chat room.
Bob, you know what I like about
As
your
long as
relationship
there are
with your
rubber
daughter?
mats on the floor. What?
Seriously, you know what I like about you're very honest, and I love honesty. I think if a parent can be honest in front of his kid, that's good. I can see you love your dad. You do,
I
right?
love her, too.
Right. And you love her friends.
In spite of himself.
Not friends.
Just one.
Just one.
Are you sure there's never been any others?
Friends? No, Susan was okay.
You know what? They ought to make a... Sue says... You like to date her?
He's been looking at your friends for years, girl.
Then there was one friend that was cute. You know, I liked Amy was okay.
See?
Yeah.
And then she said, Amy, what are you kidding? She's so innocent. What is she now? A dancer? She's like a stripper in Las Vegas or something, right? She's a
You know how
stripper,
to pick them, Bob. All right, listen. This is. I could do another 10 hours on this. All right, you guys have to come back.
We're going to save it for court.
Right.
He's got a
Nice
life
to his
too.
daughter. He respects her.
Well, of course. Of course. All right.
Of course, because they haven't settled yet.
Oh!
All my affairs are settled.
Are they really?
They are. Yes, they are.
Well, I think
wrong
mine will
again.
be by the end of the day.
Well, I like your daughter. I have to say, Jessica, I like you very much.
Thank you.
I think you should stay the hell away from your father. I'm going to get an order of protection. Bob, you know I love you. Your HBO comedy special, I'm looking forward to it because I'm such a big fan of yours. It premieres this Saturday, November 13th at 10 p.m. Also, a Warner Brothers record is coming out called Robert Schimmel, Unprotected.
That's right.
On December 7th.
Pearl Harbor Day.
And this week you'll be performing in Los Angeles at the
Improv in Brea.
Okay.
And Conan O'Brien tomorrow night, live. From L.A., the first time they ever shot in L.A., and I don't even know what set I'm doing there.
But we don't care because you're funny, and bring your daughter, and you guys go on stage.
That was really nice of you to let her come in here. That was really
Please.
good.
It was smart of me. I learned a lot.
Professors aren't listening.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, that's right. Can she call you if she gets thrown out of class?
Yes, you can. And we'll be back right after these words. Bob Schimmel and his daughter, Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuttering John moves in incredibly close to Matthew Broderick.
Did you get excited when you kissed Harvey Firestein?
In what way?
Oh, in any way.
I don't think I kissed Harvey Firestein. I kissed another guy in that movie.
Oh, in Touchstone Trilogy?
Yeah, I didn't kiss him.
Have you kissed any men since Touchstone Trilogy?
What business is that of yours?
I'm just asking. Just curious.
No,
Come on, Matthew. I'm a big fan.
Okay, no, I have not.
How does it feel to be how does it feel to be a gay sex symbol?
I don't know that I'm a sex symbol, so I don't know. You want to study my father? Yeah, sure.
Wow, there he is. Did you watch your father in Highway Patrol?
My father wasn't in Highway Patrol.
Do you have any good Christy McNichol gossip?
I don't know her at all. I don't know her at all. You have great questions, but I don't know any of them.
Did you drive him, Matthew, or you what?
I took a taxi.
Why did you dump Jennifer Grant? You didn't answer that?
I'm done.
Okay, so one more.
Nope.
This is a good one. What would it take for you to make love to Whoopi Goldberg? What would it take for you to make love to Whoopi Goldberg? A gun to your head or drugs?
What is going on?
I don't know.
You don't like that?
No, I'm done.
You know Howard Stern?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with him? Do you like him?
Just don't.
No comment?
I don't want to talk.
All right, thanks, Matthew.
Thanks, Matthew. We learned so much. You're listening to a man whom everyone knows too much about. Howard Stern.
Well, that was an amazing interview with the great comedian Bob Schimmel and his daughter Jessica. I'm still trying to figure out what was going on there. I just thought the Hollywood Square story was funny, but
Yeah,
here he
you're
is.
asking him in just to tell that story.
Bob's in the hospital with his daughter, and then calls up our friend at 1 in the morning to come take care of him. And the wife.
He's still trying to figure out what was
Right.
I mean, they were all nuts.
Bob's something else, huh?
Oh, that he is.
Yep. He is a character.
Gotta realize when you marry a character, he's gonna act like a character.
Right. Right, Nancy Sirianni. I'm looking normal all of a sudden.
More normal than that. Wow. You're looking like a picnic.
I know. I was just a little distant.
Stay at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband of the year. God.
I was a distant husband. I admit I'm cold and removed, but Bob's...
You're not dating your daughter's friend.
No, I'm not.
Or calling them in the middle of the night.
Bob communicates just with the wrong people.
Yeah.
I'm lonely. Come over.
I hope my wife was listening to that.
I hope most was.
Did we determine if I can call my wife my wife?
Well, she is because you're not divorced.
Right. There you go.
We got that far in the...
In that complicated mess. That is now my personal life.
Figured that much out.
Hey, we got to get a copy of this. Before you start the news, I got to make you aware of something, Robin.
Yes?
I will get a copy of this for tomorrow's show. Okay. So evidently, CBS, all big companies have to instruct their employees on sexual harassment in the workplace.
People don't know what it is.
People can't figure out what it is. And you can see they can't. I know Jackie can't.
Yeah, somebody get him that film quick.
So evidently CBS produced an in-house video. Most companies just have an instruction booklet or something, but because you're in
Or have
television,
somebody come in and do a little discussion.
people in showbiz have to make everything into a production.
Right, they got to get creative about it.
So CBS produced an in-house video about sexual harassment that all the CBS staff has to watch. The video was shot on Friday, and the woman is a beautiful soap star, evidently.
Oh.
I don't know her name. But the guy who sexually harassed her is Vinny Favale, the executive
On our show.
on our TV show. Little short fat guy.
How come an actress is playing the woman who's sexually harassed, and then Vinny is playing the guy?
So I got to get a tape of this. This guy who wrote it said, you guys have to see this video with Vinny. It's hysterical.
Really? Why would Vinny even agree to do this? And he never told us.
No. So I'm going to get a tape of that, and we're going to play it on the air tomorrow. I have got, whoever sent me this guy, you've got to get me that tape. Tomorrow's show, Wally George will be here. He has a talk show out in California. He's a real loser.
Yeah, he's going to phone in, Howard.
Oh, he's phoning it. I don't even think he can get here. I don't know if he has the money to get here.
Why is Wally George doing this?
Well, because he's so goddamn funny when I start arguing with him. That's why.
No, I mean, does he have something to promote?
Yeah, he wrote a book.
Oh.
And he crashes me in the book and everyone, how great he is. And, of course, Rebecca De Mornay.
His greatness.
You got to see what he wrote about his daughter. His daughter's Rebecca De Mornay, who changed her name because she's so embarrassed
I
by her
don't even
father.
believe they're really related.
Neither does his daughter. Donald Trump's coming by.
You know what's funny? Most people, who are adopted, they're looking for their biological parents. Here's a girl who knows who her father is, and she's trying to deny it.
Yeah, well, Wally's a pretty big embarrassment. But I guess Wally's desperate to promote this book.
Yeah.
So he's coming on this show, and I'll just yell at him, and he'll yell at me. And
Okay.
There'll be a lot of laughs.
Does he have the strength? Because I know he's had a couple of bad years.
Yeah, he looks horrible. Big fake hair. But he's just a mess.
And, he hit some hard times. We'll have to talk to him about it.
He's a real loser. So, they should name the book Loser. You got pictures of him when he was younger. He looked kind of normal. And then something weird must have happened.
Something happens to people.
Yeah. One of the funniest...
and Donald Trump is coming in. I'm looking forward to that.
Me too. Anyway, one of the funniest things I saw in the paper, I don't know if you plan on doing this story.
What's that?
Stop me if you are, but... Did you see the article, Top Stars Drooled Over Sexy Caller?
No.
All right, listen to this. Article by Bill Hoffman in the New York Post. The female phone freak flirted with dozens of celebrities in intimate calls over 15 years, including Billy Joel, who was so smitten he sent her a diamond-studded Rolex. Now, understand what this is. Some woman, and she would be a mystery woman, she would call stars like, she'd get their home phone number, Sting, Bob Dylan, Robert De Niro, Warren Beatty, Ted Kennedy, Richard Gere, Art Garfunkel.
And according to an article in Vanity Fair, this woman was she would say she was a young blonde model named Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
Turned out she was this big, fat, overweight social worker from Louisiana. And in the 80s, she would get private phone numbers of stars and would keep them on the line with, like, breathing, flirting, and, you know.
So they'd stay on with her. That was her thing. She'd like to see how long she could keep them on?
Yeah, and she would, like, turn them on, and she had these really intimate relationships. In fact, they say in one case, record producer Richard Perry, who helped make the careers of Carly Simon and the Pointer Sisters, fell in love with her only to be heartbroken when he discovered her true identity. Like, how weird, how good must she be on the phone? Because
can we talk to her?
And in fact, well, we're going to try and get her. Billy Joel says a lot of nights she was my only friend.
Wow.
And as they say, she did give good phone, said Joel, who first spoke to Miranda before his marriage to Christy Brinkley and while he was dating Elle McPherson.
Well, wait a minute now. And she's a social worker?
Yeah.
Oh, very fishy.
Is that not funny?
Fishy.
Unreal.
What's wrong with people? Are they really that bad off?
Vinny, what is it?
Hello?
Oh, I thought it was Vinny from CBS.
It's not our Vinny.
This is Ashley. Are you coming home tonight?
Oh, shut up, you bastard. Josh, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, I was wanting to get some advice from you, if I could.
What is your problem?
Well, my friend said she saw my wife Friday night all over this guy in the club, kissing him and dancing and hugging all over him.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything.
Ask Bob Schimmel. He's the guy.
It was sure it's a misunderstanding. Your wife was at a club with some guy and she was all over him?
Yeah, I just found out she's pregnant. So.
She's pregnant?
Yeah.
Was she white?
Yeah.
I see.
What does that tell you?
I don't know. I don't want to deal with this. I don't know what to tell you, dude. So leave. Get yourself. There's plenty of broads. What do you need her for?
Well, I love her.
Well, love someone else. How hard is it to love somebody, you know? Look at my situation.
That's true.
All right, thank you. Do you communicate? Do you have ways of communicating with each other that might bring you closer together?
Have you figured out what each other needs?
That's marriage therapy. Are there things that you could say to one another that would assure your partner that...
No, I was reading one of those advice columns yesterday, and the guy or the woman wrote that her husband doesn't like to kiss, a fiance doesn't like to kiss unless it's, to help arousal during sex.
Right.
So you can't just get an innocent peck or a little smooch around the house or during the day. And she always grew up with her parents being very affectionate, and this makes her feel rejected and unloved.
It is. The guy should dig kissing you. What's the matter with you? Get out of that. Marriage.
And
why would you marry someone who doesn't want to kiss you? It's like retards.
The person who was giving the advice said, kissing means different things in different cultures.
Yeah, well, we're in this culture.
People.
In this culture, it means I dig you.
While here it seems to be okay. There are some cultures that think it's repulsive. And, there are various, but it was like, go to counseling. And maybe it won't help him kiss you, but both of you will discover what the other needs in order to feel loved.
Yeah, good luck. Oh, my.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot, They should go into counseling.
That's the answer to all. If you write in with a problem, it's usually the answer is to get counseling.
Is there a way for you to put yourself in her shoes and see what her needs are? Is there a way for compromise?
Oh, dear.
Whatever. Right. And, they fix it so that you're living in a separate place.
Police.
Her needs were for me to go.
Yeah, evidently.
We have a solution. Pack the box.
All right. Robin,
What can I do for you?
Burp me. I need cuddling.
So how was the weekend? You really never told us. You told us about the butterfly exhibit, but did you manage to get everything done that you were supposed to get done?
Well, yeah, my older daughters were busy all weekend doing stuff that they're involved with the school and all that, so I concentrated on my 6-year-old, and she came into town and slept over, and Yeah.
How was that?
It was great. I mean, we had a nice time together. And then, got up, I made breakfast.
Wow.
Went to, told you, the butterfly exhibit. Was going to take her over to Serendipity for lunch.
Wow.
Which is supposed to be great.
Uh-huh.
Didn't want to go. Just want to be home and mellow out. And
Sounds like somebody else we know.
have me make tuna fish sandwich. I was thrilled. Because you know what? I was exhausted. I was exhausted after the museum.
After that.
Yeah, after that. That's more than we've done in our entire lifetimes together.
It's enough, Dad.
So we had a nice time.
Uh-huh.
And, what can I tell you?
And so it was only her this weekend.
Yeah. Okay. That's right.
Hey, wait a minute. You were going to tell us about finding a gay magazine.
Oh, yeah. Well, I went to dinner. You know, yesterday I went over to check out the, there was the New York City Marathon.
Yes. You went to check it out?
Yeah, I wanted to see people cross the finish line. I like to run, so I wanted to see it's 26.2 miles, man. It's pretty amazing. But I was nervous about it. A friend of mine wanted me to watch him cross the finish line.
Uh-huh.
One of the guys I run with. So I said, I don't want to go. There's a lot of people, and there'll be cameramen, and, it's just going to bug me. So he says, come on, you got to go. I said, all right. So I was with Ralph and a couple other guys I know. Actually, I wasn't even with Ralph at that point. I just went over with a couple of guys I know.
Mm-hmm.
And I put on a big ski parka and
It was kind of cold yesterday.
tucked my hair under a hat.
Oh, you're doing the disguise?
I had a disguise. And I was hoping, I hope nobody recognized me because I really look like a douchebag. You know what I mean? You should see. You got to see my hat. Here's my disguise. Wait, I'll give you my hat. I shouldn't reveal my disguise. But I got to do it for you. Here's my disguise.
Okay.
I take this rag of a
it
cap.
actually works?
Well, it was working pretty good, yeah. And I decided that if any camera people came up to me, like video crews and stuff,
Uh-huh.
I would just, if they interviewed me, I'd just say, I'm here to protest all these people in wheelchairs entering the marathon and calling themselves runners. I don't see how that is fair. I would have done a whole thing.
There was one guy, they said, who finished the marathon one year and only used his head because he was blowing into a tube.
Right.
To finish the race. That made the wheels go around on the chair.
Yeah, so.
Wait a minute, how's that racing?
That's not racing. That's breathing.
Yes. I'm doing that then.
Yeah, but it was actually kind of inspirational. You see some guy crossing the finish line. I saw some guy, he had no arms and stuff. Yeah. And you see blind guys.
He was running on his legs.
Yeah, and there was a blind guy running I saw, and he finished real fast.
Well, he's holding on to somebody else.
Yeah. And did you watch any of it on TV?
I watched some of it. I saw the 70-something-year-old woman cross the line.
Man, that bums me out because I can't cross the line.
It took her 9 hours.
Well, I was out of it. Yeah. I mean, is that really, what? I could walk that whole path faster than 9 hours.
9 hours.
I mean, what is that? The blind guy started in 1996. I didn't realize that. I thought he had just started running that morning.
The 70-something-year-old woman, she was really funny. Her son runs with her now because this was her best time.
Right.
A year
9 hours
before, it took her, I don't know, a couple of days.
Oh, my God.
Because she got lost in Brooklyn and was roaming around the borough of Brooklyn for days.
Wow.
Before, she realized how to finish the marathon.
9 hours, that's a stroll. What is that? So I went over there, and I was just going to be like, if they asked me what I thought, I was just going to say, look, I'm part of a small group here who's protesting the use of wheelchairs in the marathon, and we don't think it's right. But thank God that didn't happen. So here, I'll show you my disguise.
So you didn't get discovered.
I put my hair back like this.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm 6'5" or 6 or whatever I am now, and
there must be somebody else that height.
I take this, and I put my hat on like this. You see?
Oh, you look like that guy who shot up Seattle.
I know. Right. See? And I hide the hair.
Oh, that's a terrible look.
Yeah. So that's what I look like. I go, my luck, I'll be photographed like this. You ever see a look like this?
That is really funny because it wasn't that cold.
Yeah, and I was all bundled up.
Yeah, you look conspicuous just because of the bundling.
And it's annoying because,
you'd like to rip off the hat.
It's hot and sweaty under the hat. Somebody said hello to me. Are you sweating through your jacket? I go, well, yeah, I'm 190 degrees.
You've got a ski parka on already.
Right. Oh. I look like Joey Ramone on a ski trip. So, yeah, so I went over and watched that. And
when did you find the gay magazine?
Oh, Oh, so then we decided to go.
Carrying that under your arm in this discussion?
Me, Richie, and Ralph. I've met up with Ralph later. We decided to go to a restaurant and get some dinner. And of course, we're walking down the street. And all of a sudden, you know how people just throw out garbage in Manhattan? They leave it right on the street? This guy had a stack of magazines just out there, and first one looked like a bodybuilding magazine.
Right.
So we picked it up.
So you're going through the garbage.
Yeah, so we started looking at it. It was a gay magazine. I mean, it was like, but I mean hardcore. Guys doing each other.
Really?
Yeah. So Ralph grabs a magazine and shoves it down onto Richie's jacket. So when we go in the restaurant, there's gay porn. First Richie takes the gay porn, and so you know how you pass these restaurants and the windows are clear, and you know. So he starts pressing the gay porn up against the window while people are eating. And I'm like, oh, man, don't do that. There's got to be something wrong with that. That isn't right.
Trying to eat.
Yeah, I mean, and these guys doing each other. You know, I'm laughing, but I'm cringed.
Right.
And then Ralph rips out a page and like pastes it to the back of Richie's jacket. So we go in the restaurant, and he's got gay porn on the back of his jacket.
An active picture?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, we went to one restaurant first, and then we walked out. That was weird. You ever do that?
Sure, if you don't like the menu.
Yeah, we sat down, and it was like a crummy menu. It was like there was nothing good to eat.
I've done that once or twice.
Yeah, I felt kind of goofy doing it, but I just was like, hey, we're not going to eat anything here.
Right.
Then we said to the guy, we go to the guy at the restaurant and go, you don't have anything on the menu. He goes, well, it's Sunday night. You guys should be here on a Monday or a Wednesday.
We have a menu.
I go, well, why would you have a restaurant?
And keep it open.
And keep it open on a Sunday night to have your worst menu. It's like, well, shouldn't you have a good menu every night? And I don't know what night I'm supposed to come. It makes no sense. Like, serve your good stuff every night. That's like me. I'm going to do a good radio show on Tuesdays.
Right.
The rest of the time, I'll coast.
Tune in on Monday.
Yeah. What the hell's that about? Oh, I was just like, what? What do you mean come back on a
Yeah,
Wednesday?
there are other restaurants open. You got to compete every night.
Yeah.
What the dealio?
Oh, well.
We went to some Italian joint. It was good.
Oh, good.
Calamari salad happening with the gay porn.
So you continued with the gay porn in the restaurant?
Well, I don't know. Then we threw out the gay porn. Then we decided we're going to buy a bunch of gay porn and like put it on people's desks and stuff that we know. Like real homophobic guys.
Gay humor
so their
thing.
coworkers will, like, spot it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like we got this buddy, Pat, and he's all homophobic. You know, he's completely afraid of. He's not like a guy who would go out beating up gays, but he doesn't like, he doesn't want to do anything gay.
So you open it to a nice, good page.
Yeah, so we were going to open it up on his desk and leave it on there. So people come in and
Write a little inscription.
and see gay porn and
Saw
stuff.
you in the park.
Yeah, right.
Put a little post-it.
Yeah, like,
Must call.
Or leave a little love note.
Right, or just hide it.
Do this to you.
Or hide it, but let it stick out a little bit somewhere, and eventually, like even a week from now, someone would find it.
Or be like a secret admirer thing.
Well, yeah.
It's like a timeline.
Oh, you're reading gay porn. Gay porn.
Hey, big sexy.
Gay porn is really wacky, man. I mean, everyone is oiled and shaved.
Nice.
And huge.
You act like heterosexual porn is not wacky.
Well,
No, that's good.
that's good stuff.
But they're oily and muscle bound.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And we thought it was a body, but
What are you reading, Jackie? You know this.
I've seen it.
You know what I wanted to do? Like, you know how Casey carries that bag with him every day to work, and you go, what the hell's he got in that bag? We would have slipped some like they look like bodybuilding magazines, but we would have slipped 2 of those gay magazines in there. You know what I mean? I got to get a bunch of those.
Where does he open the bag though? That was
Who knows?
different.
Hey, here's Ralph. He was there, man. Ralph, we got to get more of that gay porn and stick it in Casey's bag. You know?
Doesn't he have some in there already?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what was funny, man?
What?
When I left later, I went by the garbage to go get it because I was going to go stick it where where we said we were gonna.
On Pat's desk?
Yeah. Well, in front of the gym.
Yeah.
It was gone.
Oh.
Somebody copped it.
One of your guys got it.
Somebody.
I get out of the garbage.
I beat you to it.
Yeah.
I got my gay porn.
Maybe Richie. I don't know.
Yeah. This guy had a bunch of magazines with Playboy, but a lot of gay porn.
That was funny.
Ralph sticks it on Richie's jacket. Like a big picture of 2 guys doing each other. And he's wearing it in the restaurant.
Did he know it was back there?
And he figured it out because then he reaches back and goes, what's this? And he reaches out gay porn. Gay porn.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was so funny, man.
And then I took like the worst pictures and started sticking them under people's doors down that street.
Yeah. Gay porn.
That was hardcore too, man.
Very hardcore porn. That's the kind of magazine like
It's funny that the guy would just toss it out like that. That's like top of the pile. He doesn't even care.
No, it was like no big deal. Like me, if I had gay porn, I'd shred it.
Yeah, or shove it under the bottom where nobody would know.
Yeah, I'd be all embarrassed. No, he's like right on top there. We thought it was a bodybuilding magazine.
What were you doing even touching that thing?
I don't. Yeah, like where's that bid?
What do you think that guy did with that magazine? You guys had your hands all over it.
Howard, I used to put it in my roommate's books when we would go to class.
I wanted to put it in that bag. What do you keep in that bag you carry?
What I carry a bag. It's stuff in the gym and my belt.
I got my magazine.
My gay magazine.
I got my gay porn. I got my bodybuilding mags.
It's great. Yo, Howard, I used to take like the pictures that would be in back of like these nudie magazines of like guys. It would say like, my thing will fill your real good,
Yeah.
And I put it in Buckethead's in his book, just on the corner, so it would fall out when he opened it. And everybody look at it, dude. It was so funny.
Yeah, we were gonna do that. What is it, Ganji?
Hey, we used to do that to Robin. We used to put just like vibrators and stuff in her bag that she leaves open in her thing.
Oh yeah.
Pick him up and toss him away.
I didn't know you did that.
Every day she'd leave here and there'd be like little treats in there. Like we were hoping one day she'd go to a restaurant and open her bag and like there'd be vibrators.
Yeah, you always leave your pocketbook open on the floor. These guys.
My pocketbook. I have this big bag that I carry newspapers.
You know these guys are gonna goof on you.
And I always find stuff in there, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. I always just throw
What else did you put in there?
I put
a lot of vibrators and like penis looking.
Pocket rockets.
Ralph, what did you put in there?
I put a giant penis vibrator in there once.
I don't remember that.
Big black one.
You did not.
Oh.
Maybe Casey took it out.
How embarrassing.
But yes, weird panties and stuff like that.
in your bag.
Gay porn is fun.
Let's go home.
Oh, that's great. Weird panties. What is it, Stuttering John?
Remember after the bathtub incident with Jackie, with Jessica Hahn?
That was the best scam we ever pulled.
Yes.
After me and Jackie were in the bathtub with Jessica was mad because her nightie was all wet or something. Oh, I know what it was. Well, it was wet. Her nightie was wet.
Right.
So we're on the bus coming back from Philadelphia, and Jackie's like, "Oh my God, does my wife ever do it?" So we said,
he goes to sleep.
And then he falls asleep on the bus. So we take Jessica's her wet nightgown, her little nightie, and we throw it in Jackie's suitcase.
We went through the whole thing on the air. She ran out of the house after she almost killed me, and then I started unpacking, and I unpacked, and I opened up my suitcase, and there it was. And if I had opened the suitcase with her standing there, I'm telling you, I would be dead today.
Right.
I panicked because I didn't know if she was coming right back. I ran into the backyard and threw it across the fence. Like, remember, and then I came in, and we were talking about it on the air, and I said, no, it's still there.
Yeah. There's a big negligee tree growing in Jackie's backyard.
Looks like Jackie's running around in a pan.
Yeah, all of a sudden he's out in the middle of winter.
I didn't realize that. She had already heard
already went through this whole thing.
Yeah.
And had gotten upset, and then he opened.
Yeah, she knew about the bet. She had already yelled at him, and then he goes up and unpacks, and the nightgown falls out, all soaking wet.
Everything was
so
soaked.
funny.
And it's a little sexy nightie.
It was hardly anything at all.
Yeah.
Wait, you know what the funniest part of that story? Jackie's wife's going to kill him, but he goes to sleep.
Right.
Yeah, he's not going to be that upset.
Yeah.
I was tired.
That was so good. We got to get more of that gay porn, though.
Gay porn's fun.
Yeah.
Imagine you'd say that.
All right, dude.
Later.
Buy me a subscription, Howard.
You're not kidding. I had this whole big discussion with Ralph yesterday. I said,
What discussion?
I said, well, I'm trying to get organized. I'm not living in my house anymore. I said, you could help me out.
Mm-hmm.
I said, why don't you just, come over a couple of days
And organize.
me. He goes, he was like, yes, I came over the other day, and there were many workmen in your house, and I couldn't get a thing done, so I want to come over later in the afternoon. And I said, well, I go, Ralph, that's when I'm there. I need some downtime. I can't sit, it makes me very edgy to have you there. Can't you do some work on your, wake up early, like, even if you came at 10 o'clock in the morning, can you help me out? Well, I don't know. I don't like to work that early, and there's too many people, and
See, everything with you has to be convenient for him.
Right. He can't. I know he cannot help me on my terms.
The concept of a job.
No.
Like, this is convenient for us to be here at this.
So he's a friend, and I want to be nice about it, but it's like, oh my God. So now I'm just realizing he's never going to do it. He can't schedule 3 or 4 days.
In his,
he just won't do it.
It won't be convenient for him.
I said, make a list and buy these things, and he goes, well, if all these people are here, I just can't get anything. And I just realized.
What's that got to do with him making making a list.
I know, and then nothing. And then all of a sudden, I realized it's never going to get
He
done.
doesn't want to do it.
No.
I want it's time to go to dinner.
Yeah, well, yeah. He wants to come at 4 o'clock when I get done.
Watch TV with you.
Yeah. And I need him to do something other than when I'm there, and it just never happens. He can't wake up early. Well,
people.
I want to go ride my bike.
I have a certain schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you interrupt him.
I know, and it's just I really can't get the work, so I realize I'm just going to have to call another friend who does this kind of stuff. I mean, he's just never. I just know I want him to do it, but he'll never do it.
But what are you paying him for?
I don't know anymore. Yeah, Ralph.
You're a douchebag. You know why?
No, you know I'm right.
Hey, first of all, you invite me over yesterday to hang out, right? You don't tell me you want me to do some work. Invite me over to watch a movie and hang out and have some dinner. And we don't watch a movie. I really want to watch.
No, I said to you, listen, why don't you come early because I have some stuff I want to ask you about.
You didn't make that clear.
Yes, I did.
And
so what?
You tell me to come over the other day. You tell me to come over early. I come over early. There's people everywhere.
So what? You can get stuff done. Everybody got stuff done.
And I can come over early. I don't have a problem with that. I'd rather do that stuff when you're not there.
Please.
That's what I'm asking. You would be in my way.
But that's what I'm asking you to do.
No problem. I said I'd do it.
But Laura gets stuff done with people. I mean, yeah, there are people there. It's a little inconvenient, but chip in and help.
Well, what you want me to do? I just need some room. That's all.
Dude, there's only so much room. I need you to do it now. You got to rally.
And I said I'd take care of it.
But but there's too many people there.
Oh, come on.
You're making it sound like you're going to do it. I know you're not going to do it.
Don't make something out of nothing.
Okay. So when are you getting over there to do it?
This week.
What time? When? What day? Already, it's like he goes, I can't do it Wednesday, I can't do it Thursday, I can't do it Tuesday. I can't do it because I got Monday, I'm busy. It's
I need to buy some stuff, don't I?
Yeah, so do it.
So that's what I'm doing. And then when I get everything, then I'll bring it over. Okay?
All right.
All right.
We'll see. I hope so. I'm begging you to do your job.
Stuff I need you for. I mean, I'm into it. Why are you making?
Because I know you'll never get it done in a prompt way. I just know you.
I did it last time, didn't I? When you needed
to a degree, and then you stopped when you get worn out.
He gets bored.
Yeah, he gets worn out, and then it's like, we don't have to do this all in one day, It's, and it's just like, yes, we do.
Well, no, you have this thing like, so do this, and when I'm doing stuff like that, it just doesn't all get done in one day.
All right.
Yeah, right.
It'll just never get done. I just know it.
Everything with you has got to be.
And it's always on your schedule. It's like, hey, Rob, can't you come early and do? No, I like to do it at 4 o'clock when you're there.
Well, if it's like clothes you have to try on, yeah.
Okay, but we're not talking about clothes.
He's talking about organizing the apartment.
Magic housekeeper. No, I can't vacuum today. Maybe tomorrow. But
when you're there.
I'm not vacuuming, stupid.
No, we're just saying.
St. John, you're on the air.
Yeah, I think Ralph there snuck back with a bag and packed his bag and snuck over to Jersey City with them books myself.
What?
He's a faggot. I really do. I think he snuck there back and beat you to it.
Was that my boyfriend?
That's your boyfriend.
Yeah,
all right, dude, I got to go.
And you know what you do, too? You don't make things clear like yesterday when you wanted me to do some work. If you called me and said, hey, listen, I need you to come over and do some work. Come over at 12 o'clock. Come over at 2 o'clock. But
dude, you told me you were coming over around 1. You show up at 3 o'clock.
I thought that's what we were doing. I didn't know I was doing work.
All right, okay.
And it turns into a work.
You know we were going to do some stuff.
I didn't know that.
All right. Get out of here.
You didn't tell me that. Stupid.
Shows up for dinner.
Dinner.
I want to watch the Iron Giant, man. You bummed me out.
You wanted the Iron Giant.
That's what he calls my genitals.
Thank you very much.
All right, goodbye, Ralph. Well, I'll report to you on whether he does this.
All right.
I guarantee you he won't.
I can already tell. He's got his
agenda.
Stipulations. Work conditions have to be perfect.
Yeah. There can't be too many people around, or I can't get anything done.
My list of demands.
I need things.
Yeah, it's always about him.
You.
Yeah,
I need.
Yeah. How about just get it done?
In order to work.
You know what I want? Do it.
Work around you.
All right, now we haven't done any news, and we got to take a break.
Oh, dear.
All right, let's take a break, and we'll do a newscast after this.
You've got a sick mind. Yes. Listening. Oh, Christ.
This guy's good.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
All right, let's do a news thing here. We're very late in the show, Robin. I apologize. We just had a very busy morning with Bob Schimmel and his daughter.
Yes,
Gary
that
Coleman.
took us aback.
Yes. Still trying to figure that out.
Yeah. All right. I know we've talked about this before. A while ago, a couple of years ago, there was this Just Say No campaign, and they were really pushing it very hard in schools, and kids started turning in their parents when they saw them using drugs.
Yeah, that really worked out well for parents.
Well, now they're saying a very smart 12-year-old Long Island girl pretended to be car sick, then ran out of her father's car yesterday morning and summoned police because he was driving drunk. Yeah. According to the cops.
That's why I don't have kids.
The father, William Devine, was driving in East Islip around 10 a.m., and his daughter, whose name was withheld, was afraid he was going to get into an accident. When the girl asked him to stop and let her out of the car, he refused. So
I refuse.
That's when she came up with the car sickness ploy. Telling him she was going to be sick and asking him to pull over so she could be sick. Then when he did pull over, she ran from the car.
Get out of the car.
Get out.
You know I know how to drive drunk.
Called for help. The police say he wasn't hurting her. She was just a smart kid and realized how intoxicated he was.
Don't puke on me, you little prick. Come here.
When he wouldn't stop, she made up the story that she was going to be sick. They caught up with Devine moments later, and he was charged with drunk driving and child endangerment.
Devine.
His car was impounded upon his arrest.
I wonder if that guy will ever understand that his kid did him a favor.
The girl was released into the custody of her grandmother.
What a drag.
Yeah. So there. She's being applauded for that. The, what is OSU? I don't know. But the OSU women's rugby team...
Oswego University.
Is it?
I don't know.
Ohio State.
Ohio State University.
Is that right? Well, this is the Columbus Dispatch, so it probably is the Ohio State University rugby team, the women's team.
Yes.
They have been...
I banged the one-legged chick from OSU.
No problem. That they need to take some time off by the university 2 days after some team members bared their breasts in front of the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. for a photograph. The university has shut down the team for at least a time.
Why?
The vice president for Student and Urban Community Affairs suspended the team from practice and play pending an investigation of the incident.
What's to investigate? They're being kids.
Well, I thought that was for a good cause. Team members told the Washington Post that 15 of the 37 women on the team posed topless for a picture that would be put on T-shirts to be sold to raise money for the team's expenses.
So what?
Use your finger.
At least they were thinking of the team.
Yeah. I don't think of the team. I just think of myself. I don't care about the team.
The vice president intends to meet with the team today and decide how long the suspension will last.
Yeah.
So even when you're trying to do something good, it backfires on you. This is sort of like a Twilight Zone incident.
Bob Schimmel's life?
No. 20 years ago, more than that, actually. This kid was born a twin. Okay,
Go ahead.
Let's start it that way.
Kid was born a twin.
Yeah, it was fraternal twins. He had a sister who was born at the same time he was. And they were in this family that wasn't really well put together, and eventually all of the kids in the family wound up in foster care.
Okay.
20 years later, he decides he wants to find his family. So he meets, through his investigations, he meets his sister. And they start spending every weekend together to try to get to know each other. Not his twin sister, but an older sister.
Okay.
And so finally, he's also still looking for his mother.
Right.
He, on the way to looking for his mother, discovers an aunt.
All right.
So he goes to visit the aunt, and the aunt says to him, "Whatever happened to your sister? Have you met her?" And he tells her about the one sister. She goes, No, you had a twin sister. And he's like, really? Because he was about 3 years old when all of this happened.
The twin sister's Oprah, I bet. No? And the brother's Al Roker.
No. So then he goes back to meet his real sister, and they're over dinner in her house, and he finally broaches this. He says, I know now that I have a twin sister, and I really would like to find her too. Mm-hmm. And the sister breaks down and cries and says, "Don't bother to look. She's already dead."
Uh-oh, I killed her.
No, you didn't kill her. The mother beat the child to death.
Oh.
The sister witnessed it and had never told anyone.
Wow.
They go to the mother's house. The dead baby is in a sealed, hidden closet in a trunk, wrapped in, I don't know how many plastic bags. And the closet that she had sealed her up in was covered with, spent deodorizers. And the whole apartment reeked of mothballs because this woman had been hiding this death for 20 years.
Was the mother still alive?
The mother is alive, and when the police finally came in and did the search and went into the closet, she collapsed.
Oh, was that old black woman I saw on TV?
And said, I just want the pain to stop, and they carted her away, and she's now being charged.
Wow.
They're now interviewing her older son, who was about 16 at the time of the murder. He's 36 now, and in jail.
Now, what about this statute of limitation?
No statute of limitations on death.
I see. I thought it was statute.
No. They are interviewing her older son to see if he wasn't an accomplice, made to help her hide the body in some way. And she even moved the body from place to place, whenever she moved, she'd have to move the body. So she's been carrying this around for 20 years. And the one daughter said her life was destroyed about it. She constantly had nightmares and had never mentioned it to anyone. In fact, the boy said he was always asking people about his sister, and nobody believed that he had one. So he finally just stopped, and he probably repressed all memory of her. So
there you go.
That has finally come to light in a very eerie way. Of course, everybody's still talking about the guy in Seattle who they have not found, who shot 2 people and wounded 2 others last week. They put out a composite sketch of him this week.
Yeah, those sketches are really helpful.
And quite frankly, he doesn't look like a human being.
Right. Who sketches that stuff? Helen Keller? I saw that sketch and go, that looks like every guy I ever saw who's homeless.
Character. Somebody made up, but they're going to try to find him. He's still at large. They also are still trying to bring up the wreckage of Egypt Air Flight 990. And they held a memorial service at Oceanside this weekend for the family and loved ones of those who are left behind. Here's natural sound of a prayer in Arabic at the service yesterday in Newport, Rhode Island.
What number are you looking? Number 10.
I think 10. Yes.
I believe you're right. Here we go. Number 10. Our first clip from around the world today. Hey now.
ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات.
That's no Ricky Martin.
أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون.
That sounds like a man who's recently legally separated. A lot of pain in his.
You hear the pain.
Yes.
They're going to try a new robot drone to pull up the wreckage. It goes into rougher seas than a submersible. And they hope they'll be able to pull up some of the wreckage with that. And if not, they'll have to wait until better conditions. Meanwhile, in Altamont, Florida, a 70-foot walkway over the roof of St. Mary's Magdalene Catholic Church down there collapsed like a wave yesterday as hundreds of churchgoers milled beneath it between services. 23 people were hurt, the most serious being a spinal injury. Here is the fire department spokesman, Alan Harris, who says the roof came down, as I said, like a wave. Number 11.
Why would God do that?
That's what I wonder.
What happened was basically a domino type effect. A couple of nails were loose. A portion of the ceiling fell, and just by the sheer weight continued to collapse across and engulfing a number of churchgoers.
Do you think people will continue to believe even
No.
after this accident?
You can't be that stupid. After you're sitting in church and the whole ceiling collapses on you, you got to believe that there's no God sitting there. You got it.
On Sunday, you're there worshiping, and he lets the roof fall on you.
Believe.
Explain that. So anyway, Microsoft is sending shockwaves through the stock market today. Everybody's wondering what will happen to the Microsoft stock and what will happen to Microsoft ultimately as a judge declares that Microsoft is an unfriendly monopoly.
Hello, the stockbroker. Buy, sell, buy. Dump it now. Dump.
Here is Microsoft's chief Chief Operating Officer Bob Herbold. He was on CNN's Late Edition yesterday, and he says Microsoft is committed to competition.
He says they're committed to competition?
Mm-hmm.
We're totally focused on the marketplace and the competition in the marketplace and trying to improve our products. That's what we do best, and we'd love to get these issues behind us related to this lawsuit.
They now say that Bill Gates is willing to settle and hoping that they can come to some kind of an agreement so that I guess he doesn't have to break up his company. That could be the offshoot. They say, however, that prices will go down as a result of this new ruling.
Buy. It's a bear market.
You know, once upon a time, you couldn't fly directly from this country to Cuba, but...
Yeah, and you can't fly direct to Vegas. If you're Jackie Martling, everybody else does what I can.
You're Vegas either? For the first time since the U.S. embargo of Cuba began in 1962, Kennedy Airport will offer non-stop weekly flights to Havana starting December 3rd.
Oh.
So maybe you can't get to Vegas, but you can get to Havana.
Hello, Havana. I'd like to play there.
The announcement is scheduled to be made this morning at a New York press conference held by Marizul Tours, the Miami and New Jersey-based travel agency that will be arranging the flights and selling the tickets to eligible travelers.
See, when I go to Havana, I like to just take a rowboat in the middle of the night. It simulates the struggle.
I see.
Get in the spirit.
But this flight is a step toward a greater opening, according to the president of the company.
I like your greater opening.
It's a direct connection between Havana and the financial capital of the United States.
Yeah. Who cares? Just care about me, Jackie the Martling.
They think they might have caught a serial rapist in Queens. A man suspected of being a serial rapist broke into a 12-year-old girl's bedroom in Queens while she was sleeping on Saturday morning, but was stopped when the girl's uncle stabbed him. The suspect, Rodolfo Beach, is believed to have been involved in several rapes and sexual assaults. A DNA sample was taken from Mr. Beach and will be compared with DNA taken from the scenes of some previous attacks. There have been at least 9 sexual assaults since December in Rosedale and nearby Laurelton and Cambria Heights sections of Queens, and they hope they got their man. Oh, here's another reason to have a pet. New York researchers...
You can get run over by your car.
New York researchers have discovered that the companionship of a cuddly canine or a fluffy feline can drastically reduce stress-related surges in blood pressure.
That is true.
So there you go. They studied 48 stockbrokers to come up with this.
Can a whore do the same thing for you?
Their pressure shot up when they were confronted with stressful situations. To talk their way out of a shoplifting charge or calm down a client who had just lost a pile of money.
That's right.
The increases were only half as large among brokers who had a 4-footed friend at home compared to those without pets.
Right, Robin.
So there, go get a pet and lower your blood pressure.
Yeah.
And Viagra is being tested on women. And they say it may work well for men who are impotent, but women using it shouldn't expect miracles.
I hear it gets them up on all fours. What do I know?
In the first large-scale clinical trial for Viagra involving women, the drug does not show broad and robust effects. There you go. It's not helping women the same way it helps men.
Women need roofies. Yeah. I'll help you. Knock you right out. Wonder what happened.
They need fool's gold.
Did you hear about this hero doorman in New York?
Doorman.
Yeah. I am doorman.
There was a blaze in the apartment building where he worked, and he ran up the stairs to alert the residents that there was a fire in the building. He made it up 4 floors before passing out in the stairwell.
Wow.
And being burned.
Burnt his balls, right?
Face and arms and hands.
Oh, his balls.
Anything about balls, Howard.
I read that song. I read that on TV.
He also suffered severe lung damage, and doctors say the next 2 days could be crucial.
Wow.
That's
Boy, he's a brave guy.
Man.
Amazing.
3rd-degree burns over 37% of his body.
Oh, he's going to be getting some good Christmas tips.
Face and back.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll be extra nice to my doorman
You're damn right.
this year as a result of that story.
I know if I was the doorman, I would have run the other way.
I would have been out the door.
I sure would have.
That's the kind of doorman I am.
I'm out of here.
A retarded janitor has won a case against Chuck E. Cheese.
Doesn't he know Chuck E. Cheese isn't a real guy? I'm taking Chuck E. Cheese to court.
The Easter Bunny.
This happened in Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh,
The pizza chain Chuck E. Cheese will have to pay a retarded janitor $13 million.
Oh, good.
After a jury Friday found the chain violated his civil rights and the Americans with Disabilities Act.
13. You know, if you murdered somebody's mother,
You
I
don't
don't think
get
you'd
that
get
much
13 million. I don't think OJ was
Here's
this.
how come they got to pay that much money.
Pay him in Monopoly money.
They fired him, and a manager allegedly remarked at the time, "We don't want those kinds of people working at Chuck E. Cheese.
We don't want you retards here." It's like the movie Charlie. All those idiots making fun of the retarded guy. We don't want your kind here. What kind am I? I don't know. Big head. Stupid. Real dumb.
The company has 338 restaurants nationwide.
Can you blame a janitor for saying that?
Says it would what?
Can you blame the boss for saying that, the boss of the janitors? Because, you know,
What do you mean blame him? Yes, I can.
imagine you're a janitor,
Yeah.
and they bring in a retarded guy who can do your job.
That's your problem.
Yeah, you gotta go, wait a second. I mean, I got a job, a retarded
I got
guy?
a good brain, and this is all.
Yeah, I mean, what is this? We don't want your kind here. You make us remind us how stupid our jobs are. You need a PhD to vacuum. It's very insulting. Robin, imagine I brought in a retired person to replace you.
I would
mad.
have to deal with it.
Dun, 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 dun.
If you said you didn't want my kind here, though, you're going to pay me $13 million.
I don't want your kind here.
It has 338 Chuck E. Cheese restaurants in the nation, and they say they're going to appeal the judge's upholding of the verdict. The lawyer noted that the U.S. law sets a $300,000 limit on damages in job discrimination cases.
Right.
So why should they have to pay $13 million?
Sounds a little excessive.
Well, you know, what's that guy going to do with the money, though?
Jackie says you pay him a Monopoly money.
Really? What? He won't know the difference. Really?
I knew one retarded guy. They hired him to be a janitor. He swept all the dirt from the outside into the place. See, I told you, we don't want your can here.
I'm sweeping.
You're sweeping the wrong way. Get out of here, Junior. We don't want your can here.
I am sorry. I had the broom backwards.
All right, what else is in the news, Robin?
They say Pete Rose was such a crazed gambler at one point that he needed to write down his bets on his cap just to keep all the action straight.
Oh.
And one of those caps from the 1984 season with the Montreal Expos is up for auction on the internet.
Oh.
Big deal. He was just having fun.
It's the internet site greyflannelauctions.com. The cap also carries Rose's autograph and contains 2 long lists of numbers under the bill that he presumably wrote himself.
He's a good guy.
They say they probably track his bets at the Hialeah racetrack.
Oh.
Oh.
So he really did have a gambling problem, terrible gambling.
Terrible Jones.
Larry King's wife, Sean Southwick King,
Sean Southwick King.
has come to the defense of Ricky Martin. The expected Mrs.
good.
King calls, who'd they call? Is this one of those columnists? No, columnists.
Yeah.
She called them to dispute comedian Paul Rodriguez's claim in Friday's column that the singer threw a fit over technical problems at Tuesday night's fundraiser for the Larry King Cardiac Foundation in Washington. Remember the story that Paul told us?
Yes.
Well, Southwick King claims that Paul's version of what happened that night is the silliest. Ricky was nothing but a gentleman, and thanks to his shaking his booty and singing, they raised $400,000.
All right.
So she says what Paul is saying didn't happen.
Paul's a comedian. Tell him to relax.
Korean cult leader Reverend Sun Myung Moon and his family are reeling from another tragedy, not a charity. Young Jin Moon, the 21-year-old son of the controversial founder of the Unification Church, fell to his death from a hotel room in Reno last week. Apparently a suicide, according to the police.
So?
He did not play a key role in the church, but his 1997 wedding drew congratulations from the likes of the Reverend Jerry Falwell, the Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan, and Mayor Richard Daley and the ex-mayor of Washington, Marion Barry. The death is just the latest in a series of family tragedies. Their 17-year-old son, Hyung Jin Moon's fatal car accident, and then the battles with bankruptcy and substance abuse of an older son. So the Moon's not having a very good time with their children either. And they say that the role of fathers in the development of girls is now being found to be significant.
Yes.
If you notice, there's lots of books on the bookstore shelves now talking about how important a father is to a son, but it also appears that a father has an important role in a girl's life.
Really, man?
Yeah. Like Bob picks up all his daughter's friends. Well, just one of them.
A father's close and affectionate involvement with his daughter, particularly in the first 5 years of her life, can actually delay the onset of puberty.
See?
Why is this important? To start with, girls who mature early are at a greater risk of developing breast cancer later in life because of their longer exposure to estrogen, and they're also more likely to suffer from unhealthy weight gains, emotional problems such as depression and anxiety, and problems with alcohol and sexual promiscuity.
I have all those.
Not surprisingly, they have higher rates of teenage pregnancy and more low birth weight babies.
I know your father had a relationship with you, Robin.
Yes. The study reported in the recent Journal of Personality and Social Psychology tracked 173 girls over the course of 8 years. According to the chief researcher,
what was that?
I didn't have my period until I was 19.
Girls tend to choose a maturation track depending on the social environment in which they grow up.
You probably got your period at a young age. Oh, yeah.
What's young?
11.
Yeah, I got it at 11.
Wow. You know why?
Because of my relationship with my father. It explains it right here in this article. Girls who grow up in families in which the father is absent tend to enter puberty several months earlier than girls whose fathers are present.
Wow.
Both development tracks, early and late onset puberty, are adaptive responses. So a girl actually determines when she's going to enter puberty because of her relationship with her father.
I'm ready now.
Good thing I wasn't a girl. I would have reached puberty at 4.
A girl who grows up in a home without a father comes to believe that a male parent's involvement is not crucial to reproduction. As a result, she develops in a manner that accelerates the onset of sexual activity, reduces her shyness in forming sexual relationships, and orients herself toward relatively unstable unions.
See?
In contrast, girls whose fathers are around perceive that a father's investment is important to reproduction and develops in a manner that slows the onset of sexual activity. So leave your daughters, turn them into, you know.
Right.
At the box office this weekend, the #1 movie was Bone Crusher.
Bone Collector.
Or Bone Collector. Why am I calling it Bone Crusher?
Throw me a freaking bone.
Because you're probably exhausted at this point.
Bone Collector. Yes, the Denzel Washington film opened at $17 million. The Insider, which was touted by critics as one of the most important films of the year, was a disappointing fourth and only made $7 million at the box office this weekend. Here's Michael Mann, the director. How does he feel about the film being called one of the most important films of the year?
I think you feel a lot better if it was making some money.
I just, listen, if it moves people to see the story, that's, to experience what Jeffrey and Lowell went through and did. And
who cares? I don't even know what it's about. Something about 60 minutes.
This real guy who turned on the tobacco companies.
Oh, who wants to see that? Insider. You know what? Nobody was inside the theater.
Insider was, had everybody outside.
Yeah, I want to see that.
They say in the National Enquirer this week that, those scenes from Fight Club have caused Brad Pitt a little trouble. Patricia Shipp says that Brad was at a grocery store parking lot with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
And these two mean-looking guys came up to him, and they said, "So you're so tough, let's see what you can do."
Right.
So they challenged him. And Brad said to them, "Look, it was just a movie. I don't want any trouble. Please, just leave me alone."
Come here, you pussy.
Which doesn't look so good for, a guy who's in a movie called The Fight Club. And needless to say, these guys got in Brad's face and were getting ready to start fighting when Jennifer said, "Look, Brad, just get in the car and let's get out of here."
Right.
And because he was worried about her, they did get into the car just as the police pulled him.
He's worried about her.
You know what would have been a better story? Jennifer takes on the two guys and protects.
Right. Maces him, punches him out.
Well, anyway, they are saying it's just a movie, and Brad can't beat everybody up, okay?
Oh, really?
The miniseries, The Magical Legend of Leprechauns, is still on NBC TV tonight. Here's Coleman, who is in it. He was first asked if this is the first time he's ever played a leprechaun.
It's the first time I've ever played a leprechaun. Yes, I mean, I was waiting for the right leprechaun to come along, you know what I mean? And finally it arrived, yeah. It's not something, you know, you want to make sure you get the right leprechaun.
Oh,
fine. Okay. Entertainment Weekly has a special issue on newsstands now. It's called The 100 Greatest Entertainers in the Last 50 Years. In this cut, the senior editor, Albert Kim, explains why the Beatles made it to the top of the list.
You turn on any rock station today on radio, you can still hear the Beatles. Presley and Sinatra you hear, but primarily on themed programming. You'll probably hear Elvis on oldie stations. You'll hear Sinatra on a variety of different stations. But if you turn on any contemporary rock radio station today, you'll still hear the Beatles.
Is this a silly idea?
And speaking of the Beatles, congratulations to Paul McCartney. They say he's finally gotten over the grief he has struggled with for a year at the death of his wife Linda, and is dating a model, a former supermodel who lost a leg in a motorcycle accident, a police motorcycle accident. And
he's dating a one-legged chick.
Yeah. Paul has been having many quiet dinners with her at hotels.
What is her name, Heather?
Heather something or other.
I'm working on a song for tomorrow for that. Yeah. I'm working on I Want to Hold Your Stump. Want to hear a little?
Sure. Give me a couple of lines.
Yeah, but this is not produced or, you know.
This is rough.
This is very rough. Work in progress.
Yeah, that's the one I don't have a bed for. I have She Loves You in the other one.
Okay, well.
I thought we said we had I Want to Hold Your Hand.
No. She Loves You.
She Loves You is what you're
What about Here Comes the Sun?
Here Comes the Sun.
Nah, all right, forget it.
Sorry.
He doesn't have that one either?
No, that I have.
No, that's all right. I want to hold your hand. I thought we just...
You can do that without music, can't you?
Yeah, I want music.
No.
I don't work without music.
Casey is on it.
Her name is Heather.
Didn't we just have a 25-hour discussion?
We thought we had it, and he didn't have it here, so I ran out after Casey, and he was doing it immediately.
Heather Mills is 31. And friends of the legendary musician insist that the two are madly in love. Now, how can you have two madly in loves in your life? They certainly look like a couple who have deep feelings for each other.
Fred has 9. He's already in love.
McCartney, however, insists his relationship with Mills, who lost her leg beneath the knee or below the knee after being run over by a police motorcycle in 1993, is purely professional.
They say she's head over heel for him.
They were together at a party last Friday that he threw for friends and family at his 160-acre estate in East Sussex. And Mills spent the night. We don't know which bedroom.
Ooga. That would be improper.
They looked very happy together at the party. And they say that out of respect for his family and Linda's memory, he makes sure that he isn't seen to be too touchy-feely.
Their stump.
Because he doesn't want to embarrass himself or set off the kids. He did give $250,000 to her charity. She helps out limbless victims in war zones like Bosnia and Croatia. And they say that's just one of 11 Good Samaritan projects she's involved in.
He always falls for do-gooders.
Yeah.
That's his thing. Some guys are leg men, some are breast men. He's a do-gooder man.
Yeah, you know, Linda had her pet thing. And
yes.
Staunch vegetarian. So now he's got Heather with her legless thing.
The strippers I know aren't into anything.
I know. You gotta get somebody with a car.
Right. He's a stump man.
Emma Bunton.
Right.
Baby Spice.
Baby Spice
has a solo album out.
Good, I gotta get that.
She's trying to get on the charts, and so does Jerry Halliwell, a former Spice Girl.
Yeah.
And now Emma is saying, you know, that last week I told you that radio DJ who is doing the Howard Stern show in England, Chris Evans, is rumored to be dating Jerry Halliwell. they seem to be having an affair of sorts, even though they're not admitting it to the press. Jerry Halliwell, they said, actually vowed to live a life of celibacy after being burned in the past by a blabbermouth boyfriend.
Boy, I tell you, my imitators are doing better sexually than I am.
And now Emma is saying that Chris also tried to bed her.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess he's trying to get all of the Spice Girls, and notch his belt.
I don't know if you realize it.
After another
I don't even know if the Spice Girls realize it. I'm trying to bed them, too.
They hadn't noticed.
I just don't know where to find them.
Also, on that list of the 100 greatest entertainers in the past 50 years, they named The Simpsons. Here's Albert Kim again from the magazine to tell us why The Simpsons placed number 10.
They're the longest-running comedy on television right now. They've been running for 10 years straight, and at a sustained level of quality that no other show has been able to match. They have deep historical impact. 20 years from now, people are going to look back on The Simpsons the way
really
on I Love Lucy.
Oh, my.
All right,
Wow, that's
that list.
I see why they made that list now.
It's too funny.
Natalie Portman is in a new movie that opens this Friday. Her co-star is Susan Sarandon. What was her reaction when she learned that Susan was cast as her mother in this film?
Oh, I was thrilled. I mean, I was just so excited to work with her because I've admired her.
Everybody's so thrilled with Susan Sarandon
for such a long time.
I'm not.
And her.
She's all of a sudden become like the Pope. Susan Sarandon. I don't care about that.
The movie's called Anywhere But Here, and Natalie talks about leaving home to go to college and how she can identify with her character's need to become her own person.
It's such a huge move to be, in a place where you're being taken care of, you're being parented. When you have a problem, you just go to your parents and they help you with it. And all of a sudden you're on your own.
Oh, yeah. And when I was in college, there were no movie stars who went to my college. Terrible.
And speaking of Susan Sarandon, Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam has teamed up with her to record a song called Croon Spoon.
Mm-hmm.
It will be heard over the end credits of The Cradle Will Rock, a new film directed by Tim Robbins and starring Susan Sarandon, John Cusack, and Bill Murray.
Scott the Snail just brought in my McCartney song. My Beatles song? Why so long? Well, I don't understand.
I think they had some misinformation.
Oh.
This is like a 50-second version of Hold Your Hands.
Oh, I don't believe it. What? Yes, ma'am. I got to go. It's very late in the show. What is it? Hello? Yes?
Hello, sir?
Yes.
I'm a viewer. I was just asking these people to take you off the air, that's all.
What was that, sweetheart?
I would like to see you off the air. I don't think you should be viewed by anyone, old or young.
First of all, this is radio. This is not viewed.
I watched your television
Oh, the TV show.
1 minute Saturday night on CBS. I turned it off.
How was it?
I was afraid I'd have to throw up.
What part did you see that turned you off?
You had women on. I just hate it.
You hate it because you're...
There's another thing.
May I be polite here for a second?
Take a bath and wash your hair. You look dirty. I'm ashamed of being Jewish.
Well, first of all, you're an anti-Semite. You assume that anyone who's a Jew is automatically lumped in with you. Number two, the reason you don't like
you, I wish they. No one I know, none of my chapters. I belong to a large organization, charity organization.
What is the organization?
We have a lot of chapters, and the word is going around not to buy anything you're advertising. This is disgusting.
Well, first of all, let me respond to your complaints. Number one, I would suggest to you that you are a dried-up old hag who has a limited sense of humor, probably none at all. You're angry at the show because it represents youth, it represents wildness, it represents all the fun you never had because your period stopped during World War I. So you hate young women, you hate yourself, you're a self-hating Jew, and you despise the world because everything has passed you by. You've probably been burned by every man on the planet, and you're probably shriveled up. And now your mission in life is to take away everyone's fun because you're such a hag.
Well, if they have fun watching you, good luck to them.
And you're going to teach them a lesson. You're going to teach them.
Take you off the air.
Well, they're not going to.
When I flip my dial and see something of you, I have to turn it off fast.
Well, first of all,
it's enough to make me throw up.
I'm shocked that you can stay awake that late, number one, because you're such an old fart.
You don't know what you're talking about. Take a bath and wash your hair, huh?
Honey, let me tell you something. At least I'm able to bathe myself. I'm not in a diaper. All right.
I didn't hear that last part.
No, she hung up because she's old. And when you get old, you lose your sense of humor because you're so bitter about your...
Well, you have a different sense of humor.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But I love these people who are going to deny everybody else a laugh.
Yes.
Because they don't like it.
I was going to sing I Want to Hold Your Stump, but I don't know what... Let me hear what you have over there. I mean, this is an outrage that I can't get my music. Oh, yeah, Paul, this girl, Heather, how is her nice round rump? Do you drink lots of whiskey before you hold her stump? How can you hold a stump? It's hard to grab a stump. Oh, please. First of all, there's singing all over this. Yeah, you must be horny or dumb as Forrest Gump. Your nuts must start to shrivel each time you feel her stump. It's weird to hold a stump. How can you hold her stump? And when you hold it, you must always be so high. Her leg, it ends right at the end of her thigh, of her thigh, of her thigh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, we know that you're lonely and probably need a hump. But please go find a hooker. No Beatle should hold a stump. No Beatle should hold a stump. No Beatle should hold a stump. All right, whatever. You get the idea.
And The Messenger opens this Friday. I'm
Good.
looking forward to this movie. It's a new
Me too. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. That's the end of days.
What is The Messenger?
No, The Messenger is a new movie about the Joan of Arc.
I'm not into
It looks
that.
like it could be very interesting.
I don't want that.
Mila Jovovich.
Looks serious.
She's a former model, now actress. Here she talks about the surprising part of doing the research for The Messenger.
I like movies about chicks who go to high school. I don't want to see Joan of Arc.
I think it's much more draining to do a modeling job where I'm...
Oh, do I have the wrong one?
Well, it's okay. Here she talks about how modeling is much more draining than acting.
standing around sort of and not putting out anything.
Have you ever heard a model be interviewed and say she likes modeling? But they make it sound like it's the worst job in the universe. What did she say in this one?
Yeah.
And then you have another one.
And then the other one, she says that she was surprised in her research.
I never really understood who burned her because I could never believe that her own people burned her.
I don't even know anything about it.
I just never believed it. I thought, I don't understand something.
Cares.
For sure, the English must have burned her because they were fighting the English.
She's real boring.
She was surprised to learn that Joan of Arc was burned by the French.
The French burned a lot of models.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger, it has been announced, will appear on the November 11th edition of UPN's WWF SmackDown.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either until today. So there you go.
Thank you, Robin.
Arnold with the WWF.
Let's plug a few people. Gary Coleman. He's got a Yugo.com where you can donate money to him.
Thank you very much.
Also...
Yugo?
Yeah, UGO.
Yes.
And also, I want to thank Bob Schimmel, whose HBO special airs...
This Saturday, right?
Airs this Saturday, right, November 13th at 10 p.m. And also he has a new record coming out called Bob Schimmel Unprotected on December 7th. And it'll be at the Los Angeles Improv this Thursday through Sunday, November 11th through the 14th, the Brea Improv.
And what, tomorrow night on Conan? He keeps saying that.
For next week, Robert will be headlining at the Cleveland Improv. So he's all over the place. Good thing. I don't think he should go home.
Right, not for a while after today.
Jackie Penthouse joke page Martling, his wild new Filthy Oleo CD, Come Again, includes Fool's Gold in all record stores, or call 1-800-323-KING. And And Wednesday, November 24th, a big show at Westbury Music Fair in Westbury on Long Island. For MP3 audio and Filthy 3D Joke Man, visit jokeland.com. Baba Booey has something special to tell us.
There's a big sports memorabilia auction. God, that doesn't come out good. Memorabilia auction on Wednesday night. Keith Hernandez from the Mets is going to be there. Gabrielle Reese, Michael Strahan from the Giants, Lil Kim, and
go lips and teeth go.
And
look at those.
I'm just trying to
They're
go
all
really
struggling,
fast.
yeah.
And you can bid on items like Walter Payton's signed helmet.
Yes.
Or dinner with Willis Reed, or even lunch with Jackie, myself, and Stuttering John. And if you want to go, it's in New York. Call 212-965-8900. 212-965-8900.
And don't miss Stuttering John appearing at All Tech Direct Access Trading Systems Expo at the Jacob Javits Center November 16th. For information, 1-877-5-ATTAIN. 5 to 9? What'd you say? What time?
I didn't say a time.
Oh.
I said 965-8900. I didn't say
9.
What?
9.
It's annoying.
You know, you guys I could work with you for 15 years and you can find new things to make fun of me about every day. Something that I've never.
Right. Thank you, Baba Boohai. Good luck with that. Seriously, we hope you raise a lot of money for whatever. Do gooder. You should marry Paul McCartney.
Have you raised $9 million?
9. All right. And we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. It's a very long show today. I hope people appreciate the amount of effort that went into it. Okay.
K-Rock.